You just had to record them and upload them. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I'm going ham with the panels right now because everybody gonna want to goddamn go back and look at our panels from a year from now, 2 years from now. Motherfuckers still
Mm-hmm.
gonna be watching these panels that we did throughout the time that we were able to do it with Hangouts. We done did a
And
lot of dope ass bills, man.
man, a lot of them. It's still some I go back. I'm still listening to, catching up on. Man,
I remember
it's
that
so many.
Monday Night Live. It was like about 3-4 hour stream where the sister was on there. That about what? Damn, that was a couple months back. But it was a Monday Night Live, man. And that panel right there was real powerful. We're still getting views today. It's at like 330 views. That Monday
If,
night, yeah, the Monday Night Live #3.
yeah, if they say it's at 330 views, that means it's probably 10,000.
All right.
With they lying ass.
Hell yeah, man. Because people watch our shits, man. And it's ridiculous because when you look at the analytics, it says one number, and then the number changes throughout the day. Like it can go down. It'll say, "Oh man, you got like 100 and something views," and then you go back a day later, this shit done dropped down to 79 or something.
And that's
It's
impossible.
like
How
it's
can you
like
do that?
yeah, it's like they're adjusting the views.
Yeah, that's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
For how can a view go down? That's impossible.
Yeah.
Dang.
They got a lot of dirty shit going. But
Hmm.
they can keep on doing what they're doing. They can't stop it because it's gonna always be where there's a will, there's a way. It's gonna always come through. And because our energies want it so bad, we gonna make them create another avenue.
Yeah.
Create us a
Man.
That's why we got this avenue going ham right now.
so they ain't gonna have no choice but to create another avenue.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The mind gonna open up all type of doors.
Yeah.
Invisible doors.
No, you
The
can't
mind
stop
is
this, man.
They sure can't.
It's inevitable.
We're gonna be going hard after this.
what they planning on doing with the Google Hangouts.
Well,
They
August 1st they taking it off YouTube, but it's Hangout still gonna be a thing. It's just not gonna be on YouTube.
Like it ain't gonna be connected.
Nah, not no more after August 1st.
Ah, how that
Yeah.
work?
Hey man, that's what I said. Like Google, they own, I'm pretty sure YouTube and Hangouts. So
Yeah, Google on YouTube and Hangouts.
yeah.
So I'm saying, what's the conflict? So it got to be because they scared that they trying to stop something. We can't control
That's
the
what
shit.
I
So
said.
it's
They trying to stop something, or they trying to implement some new type of app or program or software they got coming out after
where it
all.
can
And they
where a new
That's
they can
what I'm
program
saying.
where they can monitor you,
moderate. Yeah,
where they can
monitor you.
monitor you and moderate. Yeah, where they can monitor you better and control you better. It
Mhm.
might be the new one when you go live. It may be some criteria that it makes, and if it's outside of that criteria, it won't let you go live.
Yeah, well, they did that with the phones. You got to have a
Hmm.
1,000 subscribers now, man. That's some bullshit.
Yeah,
Right. I was
yeah,
wondering why I
I, I, I,
couldn't go live
I, I, I
on.
was loving going live off the phone. I swear, man.
yeah.
And
See,
I
that's
was
You can
that's
talk.
wondering.
another way they tried to
You
stop it.
can talk. You can talk to your audience on the go. You know what I mean? Stream on the go.
Yeah,
You can
that's
be in
another
your
way they
car and
tried to
got
stop
something
it.
you want to say. You can be outside walking and got something you want to say.
Man, and that's how I always am. And I tried it one day. I'm like, I thought it was because I thought it was just my channel, but I was like, man,
Yeah,
I didn't live stream before.
yeah.
Man, they tripping.
Yeah,
I
so
was,
they couldn't stop it with that. So now we got to go to the ultimate, just end the shit.
Yep. Shit, before by the time they end it, this shit gonna be telepathic.
Man,
man,
what kind of
yeah. Man, listen, people are still gonna be watching Panel. Panel's gonna be, it's gonna have the most views on YouTube. Period. After they get rid of this shit, people gonna be like, damn, what Panels was for the people that's just coming in or
Yep.
viewing a panel for the first time. They gonna want to get more into that shit because they're gonna watch that 2, 3, 4 hour panel and they're gonna be like, man, I want to see some more of this. These brothers was going in. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you.
And you right. You need to go and flood their ass before the first knowledge, so you can get all of it on there as much as possible.
Damn right.
Yeah, these gonna be archives, man.
Facts. There you go.
Yeah.
Akasha Records.
Yeah, this is gonna be some
Ooh.
ancient shit for you too. You know, they can be like, God damn, let me go check out these old panels, man. These brothers was going in.
And then you know what? That's something that, like say for instance, you go 200 years from now, and they hear this shit, some system they got that they can still hear it. At that point, it's unlike what we got. We got to believe the stories of the history of what they tell it is. They gonna have direct records of what we
Voice.
saying.
Yeah,
Voice.
Hey, and you know what? How would if let's say the internet got shut down, how would they find this shit? Is it just out in the ether somewhere? Like
I mean,
like where is it?
It's programmed system. Somebody
yeah,
might run up on the computer. They got all the shit on it, and go to
Mm,
listening. Goddamn. So they listen 200 years from now.
man.
What we saying now?
It's gonna be a way to find these panels, these archives,
right.
man.
Because it's being done. Like
It's almost like it's gonna replace. It's gonna replace the books. It's gonna be
Yeah,
direct.
yeah,
Direct. It's not gonna be books. The more direct voice record. I know what he meant because he said it. I heard him. The great knowledge rising from 2019. That's what he said.
yeah.
You
20
never know.
2020.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it could be 22:35. They say that's what they meant. I heard it. You ain't got to read no book. You heard us say it.
We're like, man, that bro was going back in. What's up, Vicky? Welcome to the show.
Mm.
Welcome, goddess.
Something wrong with her mic. She
Yeah,
trying to talk.
yeah. I see she unmuted. I can't hear
Hey, good
nothing, Vicky.
morning.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
sorry.
you're all right. You're all right.
Blessings to everybody.
good morning, goddess. Good
Good
day.
morning to you as well. It is
And
lovely
rising.
here.
Grand rising, grand rising.
Grand
Yeah, man,
Rising.
we just
What y'all doing
starting
at
up a
that
little
Grand
chill
Rising?
stream, kind of like the after party from last night, man. We went in and
I
shout
know.
out
Why couldn't I
to
see it on
every.
YouTube?
What you mean?
I did not see it. I kept checking my
Ooh.
notifications and I
What
could
you
not find
subscribe to
it.
my? You subscribe to Knowledge Uprising?
Ooh.
Yes. Remember, I've been telling you I've been having a
Ooh.
problem seeing y'all notifications and stuff.
See that they blocking
Yeah,
notifications.
they blocking my notifications. Damn, wow. I mean, yeah, the show is called. If you go to my channel, it should be the show right up under this show because this show is streaming. It should be you'll see it. It's called Shoot Your Shot Number One. Damn, that's crazy. That was a
Yeah,
good
that
show
that's
too, sis. You
yeah.
missed out.
They blocking out of notifications to channels that you want. You know, and you
And,
go in and
I've
read.
been seeing people do videos talking about that, like how sometimes their notifications don't get sent out and people didn't know they were live
Mm-hmm.
or dropped another video. You're like, damn, I'm just now seeing the video. This 3 days ago. It's new to me.
And
Wow.
see when they do your channel like that, that means you got more than what they say you have.
Yeah, and
It's
then that
more
means
people, and
people gotta actually go to your channel just to see if you're live or
yeah, they
got new
blocking you.
videos because
They
they
probably they probably put a filter on your shit. Or block
mm,
something. Mm-hmm.
I don't get
Because
Sanchez.
through because
I don't get Sanchez notifications. A lot of times I
oh
don't get
yeah.
Huey notifications. I don't get Yo notifications.
I get Huey notifications all the time.
I just be
I can't
scrolling and
see it.
see.
I get his notifications and who else notifications I get? I get a lot of his notifications and
I mean, I don't get vegan notifications. It's like I just have to
I get a
scroll and
lot of
see the live.
notifications from Pharaoh said that Dojo,
Yeah, I get them old
Mind Over
bullshit
Matter.
ones.
Hey,
I, I,
you know what I've been meaning to ask, man. Whatever happened to Master Peace? I ain't seen him in a while.
Yeah, ain't nobody heard from Masterpiece. I don't
yeah,
know.
man, I don't know.
I guess he doing
I
his
know he
thing,
was
man.
doing that little stream. He was doing
Shit, that was a while ago.
yeah, he was doing this little stream thing. Last stream I remember he was doing when he was painting.
Green Stream.
Yeah, green streams. He was
Man,
painting. Yeah.
that was what? Was that last year? Y'all
Yeah,
remember
it
that?
was
That
a
That
was
was
the
while
end of
back.
last year. Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah,
wild.
maybe he started up. Got he doing his thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we ain't getting the notifications.
Yeah,
For
Man,
real.
he over there with zero
You
views and
fuck
shit.
around, you be like, God damn, is that masterpiece on the panel? Well, shit.
he ain't even been on no panels
Yeah,
in the chats or nothing.
man, I ain't seen them. I ain't seen them. I ain't seen that little long head in a minute.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of weird shit going on right here with these folks, man.
Yeah.
They but they can try their best. They can't stop the inevitable.
Man, that's real, and
I,
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just
Like,
I'm just flattered to see them trying so hard. So that means they
oh yeah,
feel the harder they try, the more of a threat you are.
Yeah.
man, they trying so hard, man. They doing everything they can because they know time is up.
They
Anything to
can't. They be
discourage
like,
you,
God damn, boy, they still going in. Yep. You can't
anything to
stop
discourage you.
what's powerful. You can't stop anything that's powerful, man.
Discourage you. Look at your views, say 79. That's all, and they want you to get discouraged. No,
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
79
cause that's
mean
all. That's all they do. They feed off energy, bro. They that's what they want.
And yeah, like I said, man, they gotta alter the views. Like you said, flat plane. Ain't no way in hell the shit said 100 views, then it jumped back down to 79 when you check it again. And
that's
that's,
impossible.
man, matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys. Let me go to my YouTube studio.
No views don't go down. Once you viewed it, it's in the record.
Okay, so now I'm in my overview of my analytics. It says in 48 hours I have 210 views, real time views, right?
Hmm.
But that's some bullshit because it be changing. Because when you click on it, it says estimated real time views.
How you estimate it? You know what is viewed or
Yeah,
not
you
when
know
the
how
mother
many people done clicked on my
on
video.
that video.
It say real time
How the
views,
fuck you estimate?
and then I go to see like, okay, let me see what these real time views is. It say estimated.
You can't estimate that shit. You know when the
How
motherfucker
the
clicked
hell?
on it.
What you
What's
thought?
up,
What
Justin? Peace, brother.
you
Welcome to the stream.
they must have
What's
saw
going on,
somebody
bro?
that wanted to click on it.
Man, nothing, man. Just a little chill stream this morning.
What's going on, my brother?
What
What's
y'all
the
talking about?
deal, man?
But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Now they tell you your real time views is this, and then it says estimated, you know. So that means any view, like let's say the show I did last night, say I got 97 views, right? But when I go to it on YouTube, right here, it says it has 101. Let me turn my camera on
Mm.
right quick so I can show you
That
all.
that that that's because they got the people that almost looked at it, that almost clicked on it.
See, now if you look right there, it says 101, right? Now let's go over here to it's but it says it says I only has 210 views right for the last 48 hours. It says I had 1,001 views for the last 28 days. So it doesn't add up. I'm figuring my video should have more views than they have because now look, we go to it right here, and the video from last night, Shoot Your Shot, says only has 97 views. Now you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Oh yeah,
That's pretty odd.
You
they
know
playing
that
them rock head games.
where there's smoke, there's fire. Everybody can't be saying the same thing for no reason. They blocking progress, but they not really
I think
blocking.
they're
They
giving you
not.
the. What I'll do, I think they not they going off how many views they actually have, but they trying to round it off. You know, like let's
Mm.
say, goddamn, I might have really 200 and something views. They trying to round it off probably to like 150, 125. You know what I mean? Nah, give me my whole 200.
That shit, they ain't rounded it off. They cutting that bitch off.
So really, uh, what they discourage you with the numbers. You just know that there's more people have seen it and clicked on it than what they said.
Yeah, because you know, if 8 people are in the chat, that means 8 people done clicked on the video. You get what I'm saying?
And it's just like that sister Vicky just said, she didn't even get the notification. So
Because I check my
they blocked
analytics
it.
every morning. That's something I do when I get up. I always check my analytics. And I'm looking at one spot, it says 101 views. Then one spot saying 97 views. That's a little difference, ain't it? 97 to 101.
Hmm. It's either it's 97 or either it's 101.
My
It
point
got to be one
exactly.
of the two.
It got to be one of the two. It can't be both. When you go to the
And
video,
it's not the lesser one. It's
yeah,
definitely not the lesser one.
yeah. So
It's
I'm,
probably it's probably both of them
and
added.
then
It's
they put
probably
that,
both of them
and then they
added
put that
together.
thing talking about it might be a 1 day delay. So that means when they say that they got that 97 up there in the analytics pocket. So that means they'll drop it back down to 97 because it's a day delay. So that means they not counting views, right?
Hmm.
If it's a delay, that means there's something going on with the view counting or something, right?
Right. How the
Why
hell the
y'all got a
computer?
delay? It says a 1 day
Right.
delay.
How does the computer not count the views? Like it's a computer. Like
You
it ain't
know
like
that
it's a human. It ain't a human like watching who click on a video. It's like AI. Like come on now.
it's
Well,
either
see,
you
I think
clicked
it
on
runs
it.
off an algorithm of by the viewership and by the people that's interacting. So anybody that clicks on the thumbnail and comes in, that counts that as a view. So
Right.
if
And that's what.
anybody hanging out in a chat, that counts as a view. You get what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
That's how it's supposed to go.
So what? So what's with all these delays? Are you saying there's so many people that came in, you can't get an accurate number yet to register it? You got to wait 1 day. It used to
And
say
then
2 days, so I guess they're working on it because it used to say a 2 day delay with any
and
video to get the accurate amount of views.
and
Now
then they
it's been
probably
a 1 day
calculating
delay.
in. They probably calculating in the likes and dislikes and all kind of bullshit.
Yeah, but don't tell
Oh,
me I got 97 here and then 101 when I actually click on the video and go watch it on YouTube. It says 101. I go to my analytics. It's only telling me I got 97 videos. I mean 97 views. That don't add up.
they all this shit. They whole system don't add up.
Ooh, that's the one right there. None of this shit add up, man. None of it. None of it.
It,
None
it,
of
it,
it.
keep, it keeps you on the quest of being a fool because you feel like a fool trying to figure this dumb ass shit out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like, man, I know how
Real
many
talk.
views this shit said I had last night. Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I ended the stream last night, I had 54 views. So I know people was watching it over or people was tuning in if they missed it live. You get what I'm saying? Or people missed
Hmm.
up, they jumped through the video and shit like that. But don't sit here and say, you done estimated my views to 90. Now listen to this. Okay, the house party video, right? Now they saying 98. So I guess somebody just clicked on it again, but it should be 102 on the actual video, right? But in the last public, the name of this option is called the last published 48 hours real-time views. And then they'll throw that shit up there, estimated. And then it jumps back down to 97. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's jumping up and down. It shouldn't jump up and down. It should only go one way, up, right?
That's right. It
You
ain't the,
can't
it ain't the
lose a
got it
view.
ain't the goddamn stock market.
Yeah, you can't lose a view. So
Like I say, somebody sitting back laughing at this shit.
yeah, but check this out. It says watch time for this video is 1,005 minutes. And that's only 101 views, only 97 views. It's a lot of damn minutes. Now these are individual watch time.
I
You
guess
know
you
what
got
I'm
I
saying?
guess you got to divide
They,
97
they,
into the
they saying
minutes.
they saying the average out of that individually, the person is watching about from time to time, they're watching about 18 minutes and 30 seconds of the video. And it averages out to about 1,500 minutes for the last 48 hours.
And that don't even add up.
It should be more than it, so it should be more views, right? I don't know. I mean, because 1,500 minutes and each person is spending about 18 minutes watching a video back and forth,
You know,
because
knowledge.
you can go see if somebody like actually watching your video and see how long they're watching. They don't tell you who it is. They just say someone's watching.
We'll never know trying to figure out they dumb ass shit, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that's crazy you say that, man, because the motherfuckers really think we smart. Like, bitch, we dumb as fuck. We doing all this dumb ass shit. And they try to say that in the old times they was primitive and savages. No, bitch, they was intelligent because they went off universal laws and they wasn't doing all this dumb ass shit, digging all out the ground and man,
Yeah.
come on, man. It ain't. It's just the way we do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we probably still have cell phones, but these bitches be way more sophisticated, and we probably wouldn't even have to hold them bitches on some shit. It wouldn't be no radiation coming from them hoes. None of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking that bitch would be just a screen, straight up just screen. No fucking none of that old metal and plastic shit on there. Straight screen. I bet. Man, our people was some fools, man. They was throwed, man. They was smart as fuck, man. We just lost it, man.
You know, we live in our whole society off ideas of motherfuckers who was insane.
Right? We all in their imagination.
You know,
All in it, and we think that's right.
all our laws, all our shit we do, the clothes we wear, off some insane motherfuckers who tell us this is it, this is what it is, and we're agreeing upon this shit.
Mm, mm, mm. That shit is crazy. That's insanity. And we still doing this shit every
Well, I
day,
mean, I
whether
won't mean
motherfuckers.
insanity, out of sanity,
No, no,
out,
you said
outsane
the right
motherfuckers.
word.
I say outsane
I'm
motherfuckers.
but
Wh-
we insane for doing it every fucking day over and over and over, thinking something good gonna come out of it.
No, we out of our sanity for doing it over and over. When you insane, you
Mm.
insanity.
Damn. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Show you right. Yeah, then they got us fucked up with the words too. Got us using everything backwards. Got us using 5 words to say one thing, bitch. They different words because they mean different shit.
And see the thing, they done dumbed us down to where we got lazy and we ain't saying the words properly. We talking in slang every time we talk.
Right. We exactly. And I was telling my boy that the other day.
Because you talk
Like
to
I
a
was
lot of
like,
people, just regular people, man, motherfuckers be talking in slang and be like, man, what the hell is he talking about?
now
And
go read
then
it. Go
then it's
read the
so
I was gonna
uh,
say go read the United States Constitution and you try to understand that bitch like we talk.
and it
And
was
that's
so deep with
language right
here,
there.
and it was so deep with Huey P brought up yesterday. He was saying like, and it's so crazy that just say the word car. It takes about 6 or 7 words to define car. So what are those 6 or 7 words you're using to define car? What do they mean? And then what did that word mean? What did that, you know, you got all these words to make up the definition of one word.
That's like it's crazy because I was like I was talking to this white boy at work and he was like yeah man we all colored. And I was like, I ain't want to say them because I didn't even know how to respond to that. But after he left, I went and looked up the word color, and it sent me to the word complexion, and complexion sent me to the word temperament. And when I say we not even using the word complexion like the right way, like motherfuckers just say, look at your complexion, but motherfuckers don't ever think that it's really like the makeup of the elements. You know what I'm saying? A combination of elements. That's what complexion mean. And it like we don't even use words right, man. We fucked up.
Hmm.
We fucked up, man.
I mean, it's impossible to use it right
Well, yeah,
because they were
that's why
given
they
to us
say
by
Americans
people
talk more
out of
different
sanity.
than anybody in the world. They say
What you
our
say?
English is so different.
And no, no,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's a word play because you got to watch the spells you casting in yourself. Like
Yeah.
a common word we use is day. You know, the days. But then you say days is another definition. Like you're in the days, you're in the
You
funk.
inundate. Ooh.
So you You
Every
putting
day
that
is a
spell on
days.
yourself. Days. That's why we had changed the grand rising. No, it's not a good morning. Morning means the death. Saying you
Yes.
mourning
Well,
something.
see,
No,
it's
it's not.
spelled different too.
Even awake.
So necessarily, when you say morning, you can be referencing to morning when the sun is coming up and dew is still in the grass. That's Morning, and then morning is Mourn.
But that's you call that what you call that? That's a contradiction.
See what I'm
But it's
saying. They
two
might.
different things. It's two different things. They sound the same, but have two different meanings.
Yeah, I know
And
they have. I
that's
know
the
they sound.
problem.
That's the
That's the
problem we talking
problem.
about.
That's the
See, you
problem.
you saying the one word, but you saying the same word, but just
Yeah,
because you spell it different,
It's only
it's
yeah,
not about what you
it's
spelling it. It's about
yeah,
it's
what
the
you
energy.
confessing out your
It's
mouth.
it's
yeah,
the
yeah. It depends
energy.
on how you say it. Yeah,
Hmm.
It's the energy, man. It's the energy because look, think about this. Our most powerful thing that we have is our mind. The next
yeah,
thing is the tongue. And you got to understand the things that come out of our mouth, like those things are real powerful. And they were going into this ether.
yeah.
They're
They
going
spell.
out there.
That. You can say one thing and change the whole mood of a person's balance right now. How they feeling, emotions, all that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like if a motherfucker walk up to you and be like, "Man, fuck you, you're a bitch." You don't know that motherfucker Adam from Eve. You're gonna be like, "What? Hold on, nigga, you don't know me, bro." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything
At
about
that point, no. But see,
that's a spell he put on you.
no, it's not a spell how you put. But come tell you like this knowledge. At that point, it's your choice,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's your choice to
but that
accept it how
spell
you
is
want.
the emotions you react to the
Yep.
situation, man.
Yep. We
I'm
ain't
just
built
saying
like that.
you can choose to react to it. You can choose not to. Man, I ain't
Yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about
yeah,
anything
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, yeah. You
hey,
always got a
hey.
choice. Yeah, I agree.
What
But
is it? What's it meant
when
to spell though? What is it? What does spelling in the whole as the essence in itself mean and do? Because the intent alone is
The
what
intent
changes
to
that.
influence somebody's mind
What,
differently than how they are thinking at that time. That's what I think.
what you mean by the spell is like I can say something to you that's negative, and
Or positive.
you may consciously reject it, but your subconscious has absorbed it
Yeah.
yes,
and
yes,
processed it.
yes, and that's
Like I say, you fuck nigga, but then you may say I ain't no fuck you nigga, but your
Yeah.
subconscious has absorbed that negative energy.
Yeah. Yeah.
mm, mm-hmm.
Energy transference. It's just like if you put like you put a bad apple with a bunch of good apples, all them apples gonna spoil out.
Oh yeah.
You
It's
know?
a disease that bitch spread.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hey, I got
that's
a
just
Hey, I got a question, man. I've been thinking about this, man. You think if we plant a watermelon seed in America and plant a watermelon seed in Africa, do you think though they would grow different? Do you think they would be different forms
Yeah,
of
yeah,
a
because the
watermelon?
Yes.
soil is different here
Okay,
than it
okay.
is other places.
I'm just making sure so I can understand.
And
That's why
and
the
in
process.
Japan, they actually grow their watermelons. They don't perfected a way to grow them in squares. They watermelons they grow them when they grow they it's like they're square.
The hell?
Yeah,
A
and they
square.
one of the only places that can actually grow uh wasabi. Wasabi grows wild over there in Japan in lakes and streams, but it's hard to grow
Mm.
anywhere else. Like Japan
Yep.
has the perfect climate and temperature to grow that. And you would think,
Hey,
well,
that
damn, Japan's a
that
little
sound about
tropical,
right.
you know, the
That just that just
southern
that
part,
just
but the
that just
northern part, a little cold.
mm-hmm.
that just allowed me to understand that we not from Africa. That's all that is.
Yeah,
We from this soil. That's why we look different from them motherfuckers.
yeah,
True that. True that. True that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Facts,
The fruit
facts.
the fruit
They want us
the
to believe
fruit
we
is
from Africa, man.
look
I ain't,
the fruit is as sweet as the land is sown in.
Yeah,
when motherfuckers tell you look left, you look right. They want us looking at Africa. We don't want us to look where we standing.
yeah.
Man, they got us wanting to leave.
Yeah, fuck that.
African American, bitch. How I'm gonna be African and American?
Oh,
The
I hate
Africans,
that term. I'll be like, man, don't
look,
call me no damn African American. I hate that term.
the African Americans don't even call themselves African American. Matter of fact, they
Man,
don't even call
Africans don't
themselves
even like
African.
us, man. I work with a couple of them every day. They some of the nastiest people, and they call us lazy and all that shit. They talk about us, man. and they love the white man.
Me too,
Mm-hmm.
bro.
But
Bro,
that's
bro,
what they say when they come
they
over
think
here.
they
You know,
white.
oh, I love the white man. He give me good job. Without this job, you will have nothing. The
And
white man give you all
then the
this
motherfucker get all them grants and money and shit when they come over
money.
here.
Yeah, man. What?
Hey, have you ever realized every hood in America on the south side, it is a fucking Arab in the store running that bitch?
I'm on the west side, and I got an Ethiopian running the store right here, the corner store, and there's some Arabs down the
Uh,
street running the other store.
That's because they give them stores when they come over
they
here.
give it to
In
them.
the hood though.
All
That's
we
in
gotta do,
every hood. You got
look,
a foreigner that's running the store.
all we gotta do is stop going to that bitch for a week, and when they leave, just have the fucking drug dealer buy that motherfucking stove.
How do you roll this?
Just
I
have them.
definitely think that's a conversation that's always overlooked because for the fact that foreigners can come here and be afforded opportunities and be given loans and be given credit.
Man,
But
what? Yeah.
we're born here. We're not afforded those opportunities just because of
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We gotta
who we
earn. We
You
gotta
are.
can go
earn.
to a
hey,
7-Eleven
We
right
hey,
now,
you know
regardless of
why?
where you at. It's a
You know,
foreigner in that
you
motherfucker.
know why?
we gotta earn
You
our
know why we
credit. Them
not?
motherfuckers come over here with
No,
800 credit score.
we can't even earn it. We can't even earn it. I mean, yeah, we can earn credit, but you know why we don't get those opportunities? Because we calling ourselves black and African American,
I
and they
roll
don't
a
have no,
song.
they have no standing in the law.
Oh,
Look it
go
up.
ahead. Just put them in there.
Black means dead in law. And African American is not even a fucking citizen.
Turn.
It's not even a nationality.
I don't know how many times I've had this argument with people about trying to get, the reclassification done, and they're just like, it's pointless of doing this, sis, or
Shit, that's the most important
they ain't
thing.
gonna never acknowledge us, sis. I've been on this mission for a very long time
And
because at the
I'm.
end of the day, all people in America are classified by the United States government, except for
Why don't we
those.
just come to an agreement and say fuck their classification, fuck their acknowledgement? You know what I'm saying? We do our own. Everybody do our own thing.
Yes.
It's
Hey,
just that
look,
simple.
look. I was reading a fucking executive order yesterday, and it's for the 2020 census, and them motherfuckers is using all their resources and all their expenses to get 100% of the citizens. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get know where everybody at so they can manipulate their fucking their policies on immigration. And what I really think they doing, bro, I think eventually, bro, if we keep on calling ourselves African Americans, they gonna send us to fucking Africa.
I'd like to see them try it.
Shit, you think they
That'd
can't?
be
Well,
a
Well,
that'd be a
I just
bro,
massive
say
migration.
that I feel
Man,
it's
bro.
important to get a
that's not gonna happen.
reclassification.
It's
I'd
not
like
gonna
to
happen.
see a
I'm,
motherfucker
But
try
no,
it.
Hey,
listen,
I'm saying,
listen.
hold on, hold
Since we
on.
talking about something like that,
we already
man,
reclassified.
y'all see what's fucked up though, right? How they
It's
doing all them Hispanics?
But
They
can I
locking
get
them.
on
They locking
paper
them
I'm a free
up.
citizen?
They locking
I
them
can't just
up
get
and
that.
goddamn
you don't
every
need that. You
place.
don't need their paper to tell you you free.
Like that stuff
I
in
know
Georgia.
this, but we talking about political and police. This
Hmm.
is what I'm saying.
Hey,
Is when
you
it
want
comes into effect. That's
Where if
where
they
it
gonna
matters
send
the
me, if they
most.
you
gonna
want
send me to Africa, I'd like to see them try. Gonna be some smoke in the
I ain't
motherfucking
going no
city.
goddamn Africa. I ain't
hey,
from there.
you want me to tell you how you get becoming your correct classification? You mark down goddamn American Indian. That's what you mark down.
That and
That's
most
what you
people
mark
need to
down.
also claim their children when they first have them too, and most people don't know that.
Yeah.
You don't have a year from the time your child is born to claim the child as your possession, property, and entity. Otherwise, it belongs to the state. So
Hey,
you
yeah.
belong to the state.
And see, I didn't know that till like about I'd say probably the end of last year, man. That was
Damn.
something new to me.
But that's what I was saying about as far as it's not that it's important.
There's things
That's
we need to
just like
know.
yeah, that's
Oh,
all
it's
I'm saying.
important.
It's no. I meant the classification thing. It's not that it's important to like it's going to alter my life, my day. What I'm saying is it's important because it's on paper as an acknowledgement. That's why I
Yeah.
say that the reclassification to me is a serious thing. If I go on the census and or just even go look up on the National Archives, go look up the United States National Archive and look at the classifications. Everyone else says a person derived from or originating from.
Yep.
Europe. Asians, a person deriving from or originating from Asia, which includes this, and this. African Americans doesn't say that.
Hell
Show me
no.
where you, black man, has been reclassified as a full human. Show me that because they
Neither
haven't done that either.
neither neither does black or Negro. It don't show either. It ain't shit for black or Negro or motherfucking
Okay, so
African
what? So
American.
what are you by the government's standards, terms? Well, who are you? That's what
I'm
I'm
American
saying.
Indian.
I'm me.
American Indian.
I'm a
American
39-year
Indian.
old black guy.
I'm me.
Man, you ain't
No,
black, bro. You not black, bro. You are
you
not
say you ain't
black.
black, bro.
You are
I
not
am black.
black. You are American Indian. You're copper colored. You not black. Black is not a color we can be. Find me a black motherfucker, please.
Oh, I can find you some black brothers. But
No,
look,
he
that
ain't
ain't the
black.
point.
He just he
No,
just he
I was
just dark. He
joking.
just dark dark
He
brown.
highly melanated, right? However you want to put it. I'm just saying. But the classification is a fight in itself. If we can't get the acknowledgement, then
Hey,
you already part of that battle is gone. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you need the acknowledgement?
I have that acknowledgement to pass on for generations to come. Because here's the
So we
proof.
gonna keep the
No, no,
sanity we
no.
gonna keep the insanity
Here is the
going.
proof. Here is the proof. If you ever needed or want the proof, here's the proof right here. Here's your argument right here. Because at the end of the day, all of these black people out here arguing for 40 acres and a mule is beyond senseless. That's beyond
ooh,
you. You'll do that, but you won't get reclassified.
I'm just saying,
That's
so I'm saying
backwards.
who we going by whose classification. That's what I'm trying to say. I know you're saying the government, so we gonna keep passing this shit on and on,
It
let it
ain't
keep
even
on
a
going.
government. It's being recognized as a entity, a
Why do you
nation,
need why do you need their
a
recognition?
listen.
nation.
It's being
Why do you need
recognized.
their
39-year-old white.
recognition?
Look, it's being recognized as a living being because when you
You
black,
need somebody to recognize you as a living being? Are you a living being?
We know
Are
this.
you?
We know
Okay
yeah,
then.
this.
I definitely
That's
We
know
all you
that.
all
need.
know that. But we
That's
talking
all you
about
need.
on wax. We can't sit here and
Okay,
act like
so you want
what's
to go
on
deeper into the
paper.
system. You want to go deep
No,
into the
no, no.
system.
It's about acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement.
If we get a reclassification,
Okay,
all the things that they're trying to argue right now with this ADO mess, that's what I'm saying.
so
They
so the
fighting on
dude
the
on the
wrong
bench,
end of the
so the
ADOS
dude on the
mess.
bench gonna give you your classification. You classified. Now what?
Shit. Now,
Okay,
hey, you got to
so
understand what it means to be, what it
I know
means
what
to
it
be an American.
means. I know
Listen,
what you're
no, no,
trying to say it
listen, listen,
means.
listen, listen, listen. You got to understand what it means to be an American Indian and what rights you
I'm a
have when you
Moor.
are an American Indian. You
So
don't
who
have
gives you those rights? Who gives you
you
those rights?
the motherfuckers who are giving out rights. That's who give it to us because
So
there are
accept
motherfuckers.
their rights?
So what am I gonna do? Not have any? What am I gonna do?
I don't know. You tell me what you gonna do.
I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be an American Indian and I'm gonna
Okay,
get
well
my
that's
rights.
okay. That's what you're gonna do then.
You know, like that's what I mean. Yeah, it's easy to not do nothing and not be recognized and like
Who recognizing me though? Who am I being
shit
recognized by?
by the motherfucking me government, of
The
course.
government. Oh, okay, the government.
I
I'm
feel
being
what
so
I
recognized.
feel
as
what you're
what I was
saying.
saying
I
was
feel what you're
after you
saying.
have that, I feel like at the end of the
So after
day,
that, so you got your
that
sister, you
goes
got
into
all the
me having.
paper, you got all the paperwork you can ever need. You classified. They recognize you in every way. Now what?
I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you what's the problem is and
What's the benefit of it? What's the
I'm gonna tell you
benefit?
what look this the problem.
And I still don't think
We
they'll recognize that because
shit you
they
ain't
the
got no
government.
choice. Oh nah, you gotta
I'm
understand,
just
bro.
saying if
You
they
gotta understand
recognize
they
it when
won't
it comes to
recognize it.
Native Americans. Why wouldn't they
Exactly.
recognize? That's what
And
I'm
you gotta
saying. That gives
understand
Bro,
us
what
the
they
ability to
why
recognize
are you
spot.
looking for their recognition?
because that gives you the
It ain't
Why are
about
you
ability.
so
recognition.
adamant about having their
It's who we
recognition?
it's who we are.
That gives you the
That,
ability by
It's
the
who we
stuff
are.
by
It's
the
who we
government
are, bro.
standards
It's who we are.
man, stop giving them your
to
power, man. Stop giving your
to
power
sell.
away,
No,
I'm
they
brother.
don't
sorry,
have
I
my
can't
power.
even.
They took our power when they come on now.
How
They
can
took
somebody
our
take your power? Can nobody
bro,
take
come
your
on.
power? You have to give it away.
They took my power when they
I
came
can't
over and
take
took
shit
on
from
me.
you. You have to give it to me.
You gotta understand, bro, when I was
I
born,
can't take
I didn't
nothing
have
from you, brother. You have to give it to me.
I hear what you saying, but you fighting a
But you
battle.
didn't. You didn't make
You
the
fighting a
choice. You
yeah,
didn't make the
Yeah,
choice.
you
The
made the
choice was
choice.
you
the
fighting a
choice was
battle that you
made
can't even
for
fight.
you
Like
before
No,
you
it
got
wasn't.
here, not from your own
No, it wasn't.
hands or the
Stop believing
government.
this. Stop
It
believing the
wasn't
hype.
from your own hands or the government.
Stop believing that lie, sister.
It was from the conditioning of our people that gave
Stop
away
believing
the
that lie.
power long
Hey,
ago.
Stop
And
believing
we're
that lie,
talking
sister.
about things.
you don't know the right. You don't
We're
know the
talking about
rights.
things
You don't know
that's
the
going to
rights
help
of the
us
American
reclaim
Indian,
that.
bro. You don't
Stop
know the
believing
rights
that
of the
lie,
American,
sister.
bro.
Can't
You don't
nobody
know the
give your
rights.
How
power
is
away
that a
but
lie?
you. Can't
You
nobody
don't
give
know the
your
right.
power away but you.
You don't know the rights of the
On a
American Indian,
government
bro. That's the
level.
problem. You don't
What
On
know
a
the
level?
rights.
government level.
Why you praising this government so much?
How am I
We're not,
praising the
bro.
government?
Cause you
We
basing
created
everything.
this government,
You
bro. We
got a social
created
security
this
number?
shit.
Do you have a
Hold
social
on,
security
hold
number?
on, hold on. We
Do
you gotta
you have a
understand,
social security number?
Everybody
bro.
do.
We listen. Okay, then we
That's all
created
I'm
this shit,
asking.
bro. Listen, we created this, bro. We created this. We created this government. And you just don't know it. You think they created this shit? No, they did
Okay
not.
then, man.
This is
Well,
our shit.
well,
This
okay. Well,
our shit.
okay. Well,
This is what I'm
you
trying to
keep you.
say.
Well,
But
go
this
ahead.
is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you, brother. I wish you all the best and getting your recognition and your papers from the government.
No,
I wish you
we
all the
not gonna
best.
we not gonna end it. We got not gonna end it like that because I got a question for you. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be
It's not
me.
that. I'm just saying that if that did
I'm saying, but
happen,
what like
then
what are
that
you gonna
allows
do?
us
You
our own
I'm saying
governing. That
like
allows us to have money.
I'm gonna
That
be me
allows us.
regardless too.
So
Like I'm
that's
gonna
why
be
I'm
Okay,
me
saying
that's
we
all
can't
I
regardless
can
just
do.
too.
print
You know
those
what I'm
That's
things right
saying?
all
now
I
and
can
introduce
do.
them to the system unless we recognize.
Whatever head for me in life, all I can do is be me and live the best of me on each day. I'm trying to enjoy each day that I'm here and get the best out of
Do
it.
you
That's
know?
what I'm
Do
gonna
you
do.
know?
Right, but
Do you know that? Do you know that your ancestors were
And I don't
American
need
Indians?
nobody
Do
to
you know
tell
that?
me how to do it. I don't need nobody
No,
recognition
no,
to
no,
do it.
no. Do you know that your ancestors were American Indians?
Do you know it?
Do you?
I
Yes, I
can
know that.
speculate. I can believe it with all my heart,
No, no,
but
no, no, no. It's in records. It's in records.
mhm.
I'm not just
Because
talking.
I'm with you on that. Because I do truly believe we are from here. We didn't come from nowhere. This is where we from. So I can support you on that. You know what I'm saying? Of course.
No, I didn't say that. I said, do you know that your people were American Indians? I know I'm from here. I'm saying
Well,
that because
I know for a fact that whoever put that label Indian on it, I don't know who he came from or where he was. I don't know what we were called back then. We probably called ourselves something
Yeah,
else.
yeah, that was Indian. I think that was the name they
So
put
I
out
don't
there.
know.
You
yeah,
know what I
So I
mean?
can't
yeah,
say I
yeah.
can't
I
fully
take that.
support that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
take that. I take that. I understand. I understand that.
I don't know the dude who came up with Indian. I don't know his name. I don't know his
Yeah.
mama. I don't know his cousin.
I don't
So I
rock
can't
with that
say for a
Indian
fact.
word neither.
Where you from? Like where you originally from?
I'm from here.
Where I'm saying like what city state?
Oh, I'm originally from Tennessee.
Okay, okay. I don't know too much about, but I know where I'm from. Like we are the Cato Indians that are in. You know what I'm saying?
My great grandma was Cherokee.
Okay, okay, yeah, and those were our names. Like those names, they didn't take those names and change them. They probably changed the spelling, but that's
I
what we
mean,
called ourselves.
we
We
don't. We can say that, but I don't know for a fact because this language been tricked
nah.
and
See,
brought up so many ways now.
I'm saying this because I did my research.
But
Like
where did research come from? It came from writings, right? It came from other man's writings, right?
so you think everybody lying?
Do I think everybody lying?
Yeah.
I have to
You
believe.
think that what I'm saying
I
about
can.
these words?
I'm
Like
just saying.
these
I'm just
words.
saying. I can't. What I'm saying is, I can't 100% prove it. You know, you got to be real in some instances. If you can't 100% prove it and know it for a fact for 100%, then you're dealing with belief. But
See
if I know something,
when you understand where these words come from, you won't have to believe it. I mean, yeah, you'll believe, but you won't have to speculate.
you can't have no choice but to believe it, brother, because you weren't there.
No, but you won't have to you won't have to speculate. You know what I'm saying? When you
You have no
understand, like
choice but to
I know
speculate
you
because
understand
you weren't
you
there.
understand
If you say
etymology.
something,
You understand etymology. I know that,
I'm just
right?
saying you have no choice but to speculate because you weren't
that's
there.
I
that's
feel
what I'm
that, bro.
saying
I
about
feel that.
that's
I
what I'm
feel
saying
that.
about getting things trackable. You saying exactly what I'm saying. Well, that's the point I'm saying. I don't need my grandkids to say this in 10 generations. I believe that's what happened. All that's all I know because I don't have anything anywhere on paper. So it's not the fact that I'm pumping up the big government. That's a bunch of poppycock. Just throw that out there. It's the fact of I'm saying make it trackable, and that's their accountability because you have that piece of paper from them. They're holding accountability, and in 10 generations, let them be their fight with that. That's
Why
not what we're
why
doing
won't
right
why won't
now.
why won't my 10 generations still be dealing with this bullshit 10 generations from
They
now?
won't
We
be.
still
That's not the
generate doing witness
plan.
from ten
That's not
generations
the
from ten
plan.
generations ago.
Worrying about
That's not
paper
the
and
plan.
acknowledgement from the government and
No,
stuff.
no, that
I don't
no,
want
that's
them to
not
be
the
dealing with
look.
this.
Look, big dog. You gotta understand, bro. This is only the first step, bro. This thing is in a process of us being back where we were. We created this government, is what I'm trying to tell you. When they leave, when these motherfuckers can't take this sun no more, when these motherfuckers gotta go back in their caves, when the most high is has turned the wheel, they gonna have to get the fuck up out of here. And it's inevitable. And
Okay, now
who are gonna be the
I'm gonna tell you what to work. I'm gonna give you two scenarios, and you tell me which one to work better. Okay, everybody go to the government, go to the lawyers, get your paperwork in order, let them recognize you as this and as this label. We got to get that acknowledgement. Or if 2 billion people say, "Fuck y'all, we finna do our thing our way," which one you think will work out better?
shit, not the 2 billion people gonna do shit our way because we have no way. We are a lost people. We
Oh
don't fuck,
Lord
We
Jesus.
already
bro.
had that conversation.
Understand
We
one
are
thing. We
no,
can't
no,
we
that's
can't
very
run we
prevalent.
can't run no government.
This prevalent. It ain't even
Why
about
you
running
can't?
no government.
You
It's just
can't,
about the
man.
fact
What?
of
Why you so?
if
Why
we
you
go and
praising the
sequester
government so much,
land,
man?
if
We
we go and
created
sequester
we created
land
the government is
right
what I'm
now,
saying. I'm not praising it.
if we go get a piece of land right now and claim it as ours, it's ours. We
Well,
don't need no
go get your
government.
paperwork.
We self regulating and all of that right now. We just a million people strong. We just go and take a piece of land and we say it's ours. Okay, then what? We already had this conversation. You have to have all those parts in place before we just up and do that. Because then that
You got
means
to
we
have what
sitting
part? What
here.
you got to have? You got to have your paperwork in
Who's
order before you do that.
who's how really?
In a
That's
s-
funny.
in a-
Okay, so
in a sense you do. In a sense you
who's
do.
going to who's going to be the engineers? Who's going to be the
If you
teachers?
got if you
Who's
got
going to
people,
be
I'm
Who
telling you like
gonna be
this.
the
If
politicians?
you got
Who
two, if
gonna
you
be the
got, why do you
politicians?
need a politic? You want somebody to govern you so bad, don't you?
Bro,
Govern
no, this is
yourself,
the
brother.
thing. Bro, this is the thing you gotta understand.
I'm just saying, out of 2 billion,
We set
if you
up
had
this
two if you
shit
had 2 billion people, I'm sure it's gonna be some carpenters. I'm sure it's gonna be some engineers. I'm sure it's gonna be some doctors. I'm sure it's gonna be some.
with no
Okay,
fucking structure.
why you mean? What you mean no structure?
It is no structure.
ain't no
The
structure?
the government
Okay,
is the
so
structure.
you
When I say, hey,
also
look,
so
when
you
I say
you
government,
can't we can't create our own structure.
bro, we created this structure that
Oh,
we're
so
running under today.
we
Niggas
created this
ran.
madness. So we created this
No, no,
madness.
no. We created the structure, not the madness. Come on now, you gotta
Man,
understand.
come
This
on
this
with the
deeper than
games,
that,
man.
bro. This ain't no game, bro.
I
This
tell
is
you what,
real life
man.
shit.
Well,
This
we'll
real
just go.
life.
Look, go get your
Nah,
paperwork.
don't be like that, big
Go
dog.
vote,
Don't be
man. Go
like
do
that.
what you got to do, man.
I ain't now. See, now you putting words. Now you
Who
making
votes? Who
straw man,
votes? Who votes? Who's
straw
registered to
man.
vote? Who votes? Don't
Well,
nobody vote for that bullshit.
you going to get some acknowledgement from somebody that's a vote. You want his
Bro,
vote.
that's a process. That's a
That's
process. So
not
we so
that.
we all so we already set up
So
like
all
that.
I'm saying is these motherfuckers have.
Hey, Mr. Judge, vote for me and please stamp my paperwork. Please acknowledge me as this.
You being
Say that,
childish.
please. That what you're doing though.
No, that's not what I'm doing.
What happens if
I
you
am
go and
taking
get
back what's
claimed as a free
mine.
citizen? What
I'm
happens if
taking
you go
back
get
what's
claimed as a
mine.
Moor?
Who claiming me? Who am I giving this power to claim me?
No, you're taking you're when you become a free person or whatever
Well, I
you
don't
call
need
it,
no claim.
you're
I'm me.
okay, me.
That's all I can be.
I feel where
Joy,
you
what's
coming from.
up? Peace,
I,
Do
God.
I,
you
I,
work for yourself?
I feel where you coming from, bro,
Do you
but
work for
we getting
yourself?
Detroit.
Do I work for myself?
Yeah.
Of course.
You don't pay no taxes.
Of course I do. Everybody does.
Okay, that's the point I'm making. If you are a different entity,
Okay, go tell me this. So
we
you
if
gonna get
you
this?
are classified as a different entity, we have
So this
control over
paper,
things like that.
so this paperwork you don't have to pay taxes when you get this paperwork.
No,
You
it's
think
a
Indians pay
process to
taxes?
what is leading up
I'm
to
just
it. It's a
saying, do
process to
so when you get this fabulous, this magical paperwork, you don't go to jail no more. You don't pay taxes no more. You just
see
walk
that's
around. You go in the
you
grocery
think
store and
that
grab you a loaf of bread and walk out of there.
you think
So
that's the
what?
goal.
So what's the power of it then?
Bro, go look at the rights of indigenous. Go look at the rights of the indigenous people, and you will
Who
know what the
who
fuck I'm
wrote
talking
those
about.
rights down? Who gave you those rights? Who the fuck are these
Bro,
people giving you rights?
we wrote this shit. They're just using it. That's what you don't get. We wrote this.
So
We
we
have, bro. You
so
gotta
we wrote
understand.
these
We
rights.
look, listen. You gotta understand, bro. That this ain't nothing but universal law, bro. And they just got us like calling ourselves black and African American, and that's why we don't have what we supposed to have. They using
So you
universal
gonna
law, bro.
change
They
it and
not,
call it, so you gonna change the title.
bro. Do you understand what black is? Do you
Black is a
know what
color.
black is?
Black is a color.
Do you no? Do you know? I didn't say do you know? Do you know what it is?
It's a color.
What what does it mean? What does black mean?
Something that's very dark in color,
No,
void of light.
Sounds like
there.
Kanye West. Bada
You
bing.
sure go look at the Black's Law Dictionary. And you tell me that
Well, see,
that's what black is,
that's in reference from the Black's Law Dictionary. You know what I'm saying? And there's different
bro. See,
dictionaries
that's what I'm.
than that
Y'all
that
don't
have
y'all,
different definition for
So
black.
I go look in the Black Law List Dictionary. Who wrote that definition?
bro. Don't you
Who
follow
came up with that
laws?
term?
Don't you
Who
follow
came?
laws?
Okay, who
Don't
came
you
up with
don't
it?
no. Don't you follow laws? You follow laws, right?
Everybody does.
Black is in the law, and it
Who
means
came up with
dead.
it?
It means dead. We came
Okay,
up with
so
it.
you
That
agree? So the person who came up with that definition, you're in agreement with
yes,
them.
that's
It
what it.
don't
I'm
mean
not black.
they don't
I'm not
necessarily mean
black,
that it's true.
So if we say
bro.
we black, we a dead man walking, basically. We are,
In
huh?
the legal system. In yes, that's what it means. That's what
Okay,
it
then.
means. Yes, that's what it means. That's what it means.
That's where we differ. You know what I'm saying?
See, but
You give much
Hey,
praise and you care about
he just
those
giving
definite.
his ideas off the black law
Yeah, that's what I'm
interpretation. You
saying.
get what I'm saying?
I
Most of
understand
the time,
exactly
that
what you're
shit
saying.
don't hold no water. You can say you this and that, motherfucker still lock your ass up. Motherfucker still make your ass pay taxes. And if you ain't claiming yourself a sovereign, you gotta be on another land. You can't be on American soil and say, oh, well, you want to be a sovereign
but
now. Okay, well, you gotta
but you
go
can't.
wherever
You can.
you at. You
How
gotta
can you not
establish
be? How
that.
can you
You
not
gotta
claim to
You can
establish
be
belong
on
to
the
the
map.
laws
your
and
land?
orders
You can be on
And
you
that
You know how
society.
many
you can
you
be
know how
on the
many
map.
people.
And
Hey,
then to
but you
claim
can
your freedom from the United States, you would have to be present
no, that's not that. Ain't
American
nobody.
from that.
Ain't nobody.
And
Look,
you want
nobody. No,
all your rights
n-
as American citizens. The whole
listen, listen. Nobody.
violence,
Nobody's.
but
Hey,
you
look. No,
just got
nobody
rejected from.
said.
You know
No,
what I'm saying?
nobody said. Listen. Nobody
This
said.
shit, I'm just saying because
Nobody
people
said.
like to
No.
talk like that, and they get into the
No.
Black Law
Look.
Dictionary and they go to some stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I feel you
Nobody.
though, brother.
Look. Let me talk. Look. Nobody said. Nobody said what you just said, bro. About becoming a free person and all that shit. Nobody said that. And look. And this what I'm saying about the Black's Law Dictionary. We follow the law, but we don't want to know the law. Come on now. We follow the law,
Man,
but
look,
we don't want to know the law.
you know how many people with paperwork in jail right now,
Man,
holding their
bro,
papers, they
bro,
paper
you,
and they box in the jail up under their bed.
look, that's because they black.
Okay,
They're dead.
now,
They're dead. They're dead in the law. They're
okay,
dead.
I'm talking about they on the same path that you on, but
Don't
they in
not, but
jail.
and there's also people on the same path
I'm
you
I'm a,
on
I'm gonna tell you,
in
I'm not, nah.
jail.
Yeah,
In jail.
of course.
All
That's
right
what I'm
then.
trying
So
to
what
tell
you
you. So
saying?
what's the difference
So
in
how
having
am
the
I?
paperwork? If I'm gonna go to jail with or without the paperwork, what's the difference?
You gonna go to jail with or without it? But I'm not.
Okay,
You
so
are.
you invincible. You're not going to jail.
No, you just speaking from your mind. Not you're not speaking from
Where else can I
reality.
speak from? That is
You
reality.
no, yeah, yours, but we have different
Okay,
realities
so
though. That's just a fact.
you telling me you can't go to jail.
What?
You said you not going to jail. I
Exactly.
am.
I'm not going to jail.
So
Point
you
blank
telling me
period.
you can never go to jail.
I didn't say that. I said I'm not going to jail. I didn't
Okay,
say
you're
I
not
can't go
going.
to jail.
Okay, then if you can
I'm
go to
not
jail, then
going.
what's use having the paperwork?
I'm not going to jail. That's not even part of the conversation.
Man,
You're bringing up a situation that's not even relevant.
No, I'm telling you the reality. You saying the paperwork is so important that you have to have this motherfucker recognize you, acknowledge you, stamp your paperwork, tell you free. You can go on about your merry way. Now I can do something that you can't do, nigga. I can speed and they can't take me to jail.
See, I
I
didn't
mean,
say
come on
that,
now.
bro. It's not about speed, bro. Do you know what the right, man? That's what I'm saying. You don't know the rights of indigenous, bro. You don't know the rights that,
Okay, tell me
bro.
the rights of indigenous. Tell me the rights.
Shit, you gonna have to go look it up, man.
Now I
You
got
gonna
to
have to
go look
go.
it up.
You gonna have to go look. Hell yeah, you for real though, cause you playing like right now you playing a
I'm
little
talking about
victim with
tell
me,
me the
bro.
rights then, brother.
I
And
ain't
they're
being
not gonna
rude.
recognize
I
them
ain't
rights
being
in the court
rude.
of law anyway, man. It sound all good
They
on
all
paper and
they're
when you
all
talk
but
about it, but when
they're
you
already
actually get put in one of them
recognized.
situations where it
Man,
comes
They're
down
reckon
to the
they're
paperwork, that shit don't matter.
they're
who
already
recognizing it?
They still
recognized.
Who
gonna classify
recognizing it?
your ass as black.
Who
Where is
recognizing it?
is recognized where it's held at.
Is recognized where?
Where it is held at.
Where is held at then?
Shit, in the courts and law.
In the courts and law. So you got to go before
So,
a judge.
if you have sovereignty or claim the rights of indigenous people, that does exempt you from certain
What are the rights
activities.
of indigenous people? Tell me.
The rights of indigenous people, you have the right to speak your native language, teach your native language to your kids, and do things that pertain to you and your culture only on the land from which you have originated. You have the right to protect that land, all sacred sites, and to inhabit it. So if you are claiming sovereignty
So who's stopping you
here,
from doing that?
if you are claiming
Your
sovereignty
black
from
ass. You not a
Who's
you're not a bro. You gotta see. Y'all don't understand what black and African and all this Negro.
man? Don't tell
Y'all
me what
don't
I don't
understand.
understand. Don't
That
tell me what
okay,
I don't understand.
obviously, bro, because this shit is real. What you think they doing this for nothing? You
Okay,
think
then
they
tell me
call us black?
who's stopping you from
okay,
How
who's
long
so
stopping
they
you
been
from
calling
speaking
us
your
black?
native language? Who's stopping you from doing that?
I'm sorry.
If I want to speak
It
Swahili on
ain't
this
it. That's
phone
just
right now,
that was
I
just
can speak
that was just
Swahili.
one thing. That was one thing. That was one thing. You
Well,
making
who's
it
stopping me from
16.
teaching my kids what I want to teach them?
Shit, the curriculums. Your kid ain't gonna be
Who?
able to.
Who's stopping me?
Right.
And when my child in my house, who's stopping me from teaching them?
Bro, who you gonna talk to? Who your child gonna go
I'm
outside and
just
talk to?
My child gonna talk to me.
Where's friends at? What they speak?
His friends can listen to whatever they around. My
don't
child
you
gonna know
know
what's real with me.
But
My
I'm saying
child
if
gonna know the
if
real.
you if
how he
you
gonna talk to his
raise
Come on
friends
now.
when you
Who
if
speak?
you
stopping
How
you?
he
raise
So
go?
your
you mean to tell
child,
me?
Look, how he
So
gonna
the
talk to
no
system?
no no
how
no
is
no
he
no no no
how is he
no no
how
Man,
I'm
you sound
saying,
crazy
how
as hell, man.
if
you
you
all
raise
right?
your child out the house, you telling me you think you still don't have certain standards to which you must adhere, you
Man,
still have to
your child
adhere.
gonna know what you teach it,
That's
regardless of what's going
true.
on in the
We're
surrounding.
talking about
Regardless
standard
where it go to
policy.
school, your child gonna know what it's teaching. It's gonna know what his parents teach him is truth.
He said, and I'm speaking to my husband because my husband was also listening, and he just asked, where did the conversation, the child come from? So he said that when I told him the rights of indigenous people, he said, well, who's stopping you from teaching your child? No one is stopping you from teaching your child your language or whatever you want in your house. That's not the conversation or the argument. The argument is, if you still live here and you're still classified as you are classified, you can teach your child whatever the hell you want. We know that, but we're talking about if you're actually going to homeschool your child
Who
with your
classifying you,
own
sister?
curriculum. If
Who
you are you talking about
classifying you?
homeschooling your child with your own curriculum?
Who's stopping
Okay,
you?
you could do that all
You
day. I
still
should
gotta go
know.
through the
I
damn
should know.
government to
I
do
should
that
know.
though,
I don't
right?
know what y'all did. I don't know what y'all did, but I homeschooled mine for 6 years, and my husband did as well. We still have certain standards to which we must adhere and report to. Period. Period. So I can't just sit here with a child that is of school age and not have them in a different category for their curriculum, because if I don't do that, then the state is at my house. That's what I'm
Hmm.
saying. I'm saying stuff like that.
I
Stuff like that.
understand that,
Okay, but you
but you
can
can still, but you
counteract
can,
those things
yeah,
when you
but
don't
you can.
have to report for them. And that's the
No,
point of the classification,
you missing
because
the
then
whole
you
point I'm
are your
saying.
own sovereign entity and you are allowed to operate in a different matter when it comes to things like your household and having to deal with legal problems or having to pay taxes. You do have different rights for those after you have claimed such, but we haven't even begun to claim it. So what is the argument on trying to get back some damn land?
Okay, so who are these people that we're trying to get our rights back from?
The motherfuckers who took our rights. You think you got
Who they
rights? Like
took it, or did you give it to them? Like you
what?
doing right now. You giving it to them right now,
I
saying
have a
what
social
you
security number.
no,
I
It's
ain't
already been
no. I'm just
taken.
saying
I
they
ain't
told you what you had to do to
bro. It
get
was
this
bro.
result you're looking for.
This shit was took before I even came to this fucking world. It was already gone,
No, but what about now? Are you giving it to them? Are you taking it for yourself now?
bro. I'm taking it for myself. That's what I'm
Okay
doing.
then. But you going through them to get it.
If I'm paying taxes, I'm going through them to get my quality of living. But it's for
Okay.
them and the benefit for them when that same set of
Okay.
money could be going on my community and my
Okay.
people. But I
Well.
don't have a community or my people because I'm not recognized as shit.
Okay. Well. Good luck with the judge and him recognizing you for something.
So you don't think moral law does anything for anyone when
If
they
you
have to deal
accept,
with legal problems?
if you
He don't
accept
believe
it,
in law. He don't believe
if
in
you
law.
accept it, then that's your prerogative.
So you don't. Like, all I want to say is we all follow the law, but we don't want to know the law. What kind of shit is that? What is that?
But what gives you the impression I don't know the law?
You don't know what black is in the law.
What gives you that
Obviously, you
impression
don't.
I don't?
You just told me you don't. You just told me what
I
it
know
means.
what that mean, man. Man, I know what that. I've been down that road so long ago, man. What you
All
talking
right.
about?
Well,
So
then
I'm
we
just
should.
saying.
I'm all
I'm
right.
just
Then that's all
saying.
I said was
Come
we're
on,
not
man.
black and
I'm
we're
just
not
saying.
African American.
Every path you taking right now ain't gonna end up and lead you right back to you, brother.
I am me. I've been me.
Okay, so you are
What you
you.
mean? Like,
Stop looking for acknowledgments from someone
bro.
outside of you.
All right.
Stop falling for the same trick over and over and over again, man. Trying to keep this shit going 10 generations from now.
So what changes? Like, what's going on? What
The
you doing, bro? Like,
change starts in you.
all
Hey,
right.
let me say something. How y'all doing?
I
Doing?
understand that.
How everybody doing? Grand Rising, Grand Awakening, everyone.
What up,
What's
Hey,
up,
Huey?
Huey?
Grand Rising, Huey. What up, God? What's the
Peace, peace,
word, man?
peace, family. Peace,
Welcome to the
peace.
show.
With the brother Flat Plane is saying, right? If you know who you are, right? You know who you are, right? If you know who you are and you come to me and you need to get a clarity from me, and you come and tell me, hey brother, I know that you think that I'm a black man and I'm an African American, but I want to let you know that I'm an Indian. And then I tell you, nah, son, you gotta misinterpret it. You know, I know your people might have told you that you was an Indian, but y'all was really Chinese, and this is where y'all people came from. And I got the paperwork right here to show y'all, right? And your people have told you all your life that you was a so-called Cherokee Indian, right? All your mom and your parents, everybody, your whole life, they've been telling you that you
A
was a
Cherokee
Cherokee.
native. I wouldn't say Cherokee Indian.
Okay, Cherokee Native. You're saying you're a Cherokee
Cherokee
Native, right?
indigenous.
Indigenous, cool. Whatever title you want to put on it, it's a title. My point is, when you come tell me that I'm a Cherokee Indigenous, and then I got your paperwork right here, and I say, nah, bro, you're really Asian. You're really Asian, bro. You just gotta look deeper, bro. That was one part of your family. Your grandma and your grandpa and that side end up marrying somebody who they told y'all was an Indian, but y'all is really Asian, right? You gotta go do some research, and then once you find out who you really are, you come back here and I give you these papers, and then you can be cool, right? Do you
Uh huh.
go do you take his word or do you take the word and the shit that you know and say fuck him, fuck his paperwork, fuck all of that shit, you are who you are, you don't give a fuck who the fuck he telling you, because all you know is what you know. He can run you around a circle for a million motherfucking times. Now, I just got some paperwork here just to say whatever the fuck you want to say. Though paperwork, that paperwork do not make you who the fuck that shit say you are.
Facts.
Well,
That's just a piece. That's just a piece of
I tell
paper.
you what.
Illustrious Cook,
I
what's
tell you
up,
what.
man? Welcome
I
to the
tell you
show.
what. They treat us black.
They gonna treat you black with or
They're gonna
without the
treat you
paperwork.
black when you got that paperwork too, God, on
Facts.
life.
Facts.
I'm
That's
If
what
not
you
I'm
even
trying to say.
saying
Here's
I'm
my
not
point.
even saying that the paperwork is going to subject you to being
Yeah.
treated better. I'm not
Yeah. It ain't
saying that.
about
I'm
that.
saying that you are allowed a different set
So you
of
got a VIP card.
format as
But
to
you got to be
how you
allowed.
are as to how you are allowed to operate and live within these grounds. That
What?
changes. That
So that
changes.
changes. So you operate
But
different than
but
me.
let
If
me
you
say
have
that.
sovereignty, that changes. If you are claimed as an indigenous citizen of this land, that changes for you. You do not have to adhere to the same damn standards because now you have been allowed the opportunity to
So
make your own. So I don't understand why it's such a
Yeah, you know they can take
so
your
condemnation.
land,
so
but the
you know
government
what you
can
did.
take
You know
your
what you done
land
did,
too.
sister. You didn't
You
went
see
to the
what happened to
system.
them sovereign people out there? I think it was in Montana somewhere. They wanted to claim they self sovereign. They done lost all their fucking land. Government took it. It's our land now. Y'all say y'all sovereign. Y'all not part of this country. Y'all
That's
gotta be
because
held locked up. They will take your
it's
land.
not about being sovereign. It's not sovereign.
What is about then?
It's about being indigenous.
Okay, well, what you doing? You didn't went to the system, to the government, and got you a VIP card. That's what you're saying. Because you're still in the system.
Wait,
You're
what?
still adhering to some type of rules and laws. You say your laws are different than my laws, but you're still adhering to laws. You still
Oh
doing the same
yeah,
fucking shit.
that's it. That's the same. Like white people and black people, they
If
have
you
all the
drunk on the
same
side of the
rights.
highway with them papers, I got all my rights, indigenous papers, and you drunk as a motherfucker, you done blew a 32 grams, your ass going to jail with the
Let you tell
papers.
it. Let you tell it.
All right. Be drunk on the highway speeding and get pulled over. Show your papers. You're gonna be showing them papers in the cell.
Why would I do some shit like that? See,
I'm
you
just
coming
saying,
in
but
with this
you
whole
saying that those papers gonna give you some kind of alienated rights or some kind of more rights than I have.
what
Man,
you
that's
think? You think I'm
crazy,
trying to?
man. That's crazy.
All right,
You can you say because
You
you go
think
get a
it's
piece of
crazy.
paper, you got more, you better than me. You got more rights than I got.
I didn't say
You
I
don't
was
have to
better than
adhere
you.
by the same laws or move the same way I move. You can move differently because you got these papers. God damn it, that man stamped my papers. He gave me my VIP card. I can do what I want around here. You know, I'm indigenous. He told me. If you don't believe me, here go the paper that said right here. He told me so. He acknowledged me.
Hmm.
Come on,
See, I
man.
don't.
Stop giving your power away, man.
You look at it like that. You like
You giving your power away, man.
we got two different minds and we got two different research. We got two different like lives that we didn't live. Like you don't know what I done did. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know what I know. You acting like you know the
I
law, bro,
don't.
and you don't. I
You
know.
can't tell me what I don't know about the law, man.
You just told me you didn't.
Man, I
You
didn't
just
tell you I
told me
didn't know
three
the law.
times.
I know all that bullshit law that they wrote down that they want you to adhere to. Some insane motherfucker came up with.
Bro, who wrote the Constitution?
You tell me.
Nigga, we did.
We did. Well,
All right.
we some out of sanity motherfuckers.
Call it what
If
you
we
want,
wrote
but
if we wrote that bullshit, we some
the
out of sanity
bullshit,
motherfucker.
bullshit.
Man, that
That's the bro. That's law of the land. That's universal
law,
law.
what?
You
Well, that's
that's
if you accept that
universal
it's
law.
the
Bro.
Constitution is universal law. The same Constitution that say you 3/5 of a man. That's Constitution law.
You know why?
Man,
Because it
come
say
on with the
you're
games, man.
black. Man, y'all see that what I'm saying? These terms they are living. The terms that we speak they are living. They're real. This ain't no game. This ain't no motherfucking game. Maybe it is a game though. That's the problem. I don't know, man.
One of the
I got
main problems in the world is one of the main problem, and I say this again. I say this several times, and I hear it. It's this black and white because black and white don't nobody really realize. The only thing that's black and white is your
crayons.
shadow. Hold on, no. See, not just crayons. The
Oh yeah.
black and white is that paper. Listen. The black and white is that paperwork. All right. Ain't nothing black and white but that paperwork. Other than that, you white. You are physical. You are in the light spectrum.
Oh
You
yeah.
came out of the light, out of the
Oh
dark.
yeah.
So you are white.
Yeah, they
Hold on.
reversed it. They black. They
Hold
pale.
on.
Black
Listen, no,
black
no, no, no,
means
no, no, no,
pale.
no, 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 no. Let me say it. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this. Because you quick to say they did this and they did that, but turn right around and said we wrote this and we wrote that. We was the original this. Everything came from us. but they took this and they took that. We got to go to them to get this, and they gonna tell us what we can have. Whoop, whoop, the whoop. You can't fucking create the government, then they control it and they gonna free you.
That's
If
what
Mm.
you can
happened. That's what
listen,
happened.
listen, if you created the government, if you wrote the Constitution, they can't tell you how to implement it and retrain it. If you wrote it the first time, then you can go rewrite it and change the law for what you want to make it for. That's true fucking sovereignty. That's true knowledge of self. Ain't going about getting no fucking no clarification, no certifications, none of that shit from nobody, bro. Because they're not going to give you clarity. Because if I've been holding you captive all this time with this paperwork, you must believe that I got some more paperwork for your ass, but it ain't to get your ass free. It's get your ass deeper in the fucking loop with me.
Mm-hmm. To get your VIP
Mm-hmm.
card. You know what I'm saying? Because uh that's the same constitution that still says because of your skin color, you three stuff of a man.
Because of your skin color, what does it say?
Man, come on with the games, man.
You one with the games, you making shit up. You said because of your skin
Okay,
color. That's
okay,
not what it say.
okay.
That
Well,
what it
that's
say?
that's what it means because you
That's what it
black.
mean. But that exactly because you classify yourself as black.
Mm-hmm.
What we don't get about that? Like I'm not
I
saying.
understand. I understand all that, but I'm just saying this
Okay, that's the only
constitution,
reason. That's the
this
only reason why we
constitution,
jump
this
to what we
One
constitution,
saying.
this constitution. You got so much faith in as you building your life off of. I mean, come on, man. Build your own life.
I'm not
Hey,
building my.
look,
I'm no. See,
when,
no.
when
I'm
you
not building my life off the
okay,
Constitution. I just said we wrote the motherfucker. That's all
Okay,
I
hey,
well we
listen,
said.
if you wrote it and it's hindering you to this way today, then you fucking wrote something fucked up and you need
that
to
what I'm
rewrite it.
saying.
Why is
It's
it
Now
out.
check
hindering
this.
me? Why is it hindering me? It's hindering me because
Listen,
I'm
man.
calling myself. No, I'm saying it's hindering
But
me
you
because I'm
wrote it
calling
though.
myself.
Listen what you're saying though, bro. You wrote it in the first place. You wrote all this shit in there. You don't have to agree that you black. Just because you don't agree for it, they still gonna push you in the corner and say that you black. You can have all
No,
this
they
paperwork.
what?
Listen,
Facts.
What?
listen,
Why?
Facts.
Why have they did this to y'all? Have they did
listen,
this to
man.
y'all? No, you
It
can't tell
happens
me
with
something.
people every day,
No,
man. It ain't
you can't
no
you can't.
if they
No, you
did it
can't.
to you, then
No,
what you mean?
you can't tell me something that you can't that you can't prove. You just
Man, you can
saying
say
something.
all this and that, man. You can be all this and that. They still looking at your ass like you black.
Okay, okay, brother. You got all the paperwork. You classified, you reclassified, you got all the recommendations. They can't call you black no more. Now what?
Hey, this
Now
the
what
thing.
does that mean to
Hey,
your life?
this is the thing. This is not the only process in what's going on because I know that times are changing and we need to prepare ourselves with what's ahead. You know what I'm saying? That's how I
Mm.
feel. You can feel how you want to feel, but that's how I feel.
So
And I
you
know
getting it so you getting this paperwork and classifies it, preparing you in what kind of way?
shit in a way to fucking be ready. Like shit.
Be ready for what?
What?
What's gonna make you so ready with the paperwork and without the paperwork? So what's gonna make you so much more ready with the paperwork?
Bro, this the same thing with the paperwork is the same thing about us. It ain't nothing but another step of the same thing we doing now.
Whose
We
step?
just learn. Listen. We learning new information. Just like all this shit we learning new information, and that paperwork is a part of the new information that we learning. It's only a process
You
of
learning new ways to give your power away. That's all you doing.
man. You call it what you want.
You
You
learning new
call it what
ways
you
to give
want.
your power away.
Hey,
I'm learning new ways of that you think I'm giving my power away. I'm learning new ways you think I'm giving my power away. Come on now.
I'm not there.
You learning new ways to give motherfuckers credit.
Give credit. I'm taking back my credit. What is you
Who you
saying?
taking it from? Why did they? Who took it from you?
You
Did they
tell
get? Did you
me.
give it? Did you
And
give it
you ain't
away? They took it.
necessarily taking it from him. You're just getting some paperwork to say some other shit.
You got all the paperwork. Say you indigenous. You the Shakaqua Indian, whatever you say you were. You all this. Now what? Does it mean you walk? You gonna walk different? Does it mean you gonna
That's not what I'm looking
I
for.
mean, what are you looking for then? What are you looking for out of this acknowledgement from this paperwork? What kind of power are you looking for to
Uh
get? What kind of extra
R.
credit you trying to get from this paperwork?
I'm gonna spell it out for you for the last time.
Okay.
Rights.
Say what now?
Rights.
Okay, so somebody got your somebody you looking for somebody to give you some rights.
Hey, look, let me show you how many RIGATS you got, bro. All right. Can I show you that?
I forgot who I was dealing with. Oh, hey, my bad. I fucked up. I fucked up, Huey. I shouldn't have said that. I forgot who I was dealing with when I used that one.
Hey, look, because you know what your rights is about, bro. You got your rights, my G. Your rights
Yeah.
is already with you, my G. You got your right hand. Raise your right hand and say that you solemnly
Bro,
swear.
I already know how you coming, bro. I knew it was coming.
Okay, then. So don't talk about your rights, bro, because you
It's
can
just
pick
for
up a
lack
pen
of
and
better
write.
words, bro. My bad. For lack of
I
better
know
words,
that's
my bad.
and if you know that you're dealing with that spell, those lack of better words is the same thing that's gonna get you caught up in that trap that you're trying to run into because you still don't know how to react with the right proper lingo. You still talking legalese talk. I hear what you're saying. And I know exactly where you're going at, bro. But ain't none of that paperwork gonna help you if you can't utilize that word spell right there because you ain't
But
gonna know how to talk.
I'm saying you don't know what I'm gonna know how to do.
I'm telling you now, you falling into the trap.
I'm not going to talk to them motherfuckers tomorrow.
And see
I'm not going to.
the number one thing with you people with the paperwork is the number one thing that you say that you have a right over everybody. If I get pulled over, I'm not going to jail. Or if
Ain't
I go
nobody
before,
said that. You don't have to come
I'm
on
just
all
saying,
out.
no, I'm just
Hey,
saying, I'm just
you
saying in
can't just be
general.
saying.
I
No,
just say
don't
in
just be
general,
saying. That ain't me.
a
That
lot
ain't
of
me
y'all think
general.
that. And when
But
I go before
no,
the
I
judge
don't
gonna
think
look at me.
that. I don't
exactly.
think
You
that at
can't
The
all. I'm not
judge
even
gonna look at
saying
me.
things
The
like
Stop.
judge
that.
gonna look
Stop.
at me and
That's
acknowledge
no.
me
Stop
and
where you
let me
at.
go.
Stop where you at.
I'm not saying
Bro,
things
no.
like that. I'm
Ain't
not
nobody
even thinking
said that,
about
bro.
anything
Ain't nobody
criminal. I'm not
said
thinking
that.
about getting
Hey,
pulled over with an 8 ball in my car. I'm not thinking about
Hmm.
any of those
ain't
things.
nobody trying to get over.
Only
We ain't
reason
trying to
I
get
brought it
over.
up, and just to
Well, what are you
help,
doing it for then? If
since
you
I
ain't trying to
started the
get over, what you doing it
conversation,
for?
why am I trying to get over? Why am I trying to get something
'Cause-
like that just so I can get over in society? That's
because
not
you feel it's
adding
gonna
up.
get because you feel it's
That's
gonna
not
give you
adding up
some
at all.
you feel it's gonna give you some certain privileges or rights that others don't have.
It's gonna help when we go sequester that land back. It's gonna help. It's not
What?
gonna solve. It's
Hey,
not
Ain't
gonna
no
we
put
gonna
an
don't we
give
don't
end
you no
no
over,
we
but
land.
don't
it's going
we
to.
don't
Who
expect it.
said
Look,
give?
look.
No one said anything
Man,
about
look.
give.
These
But
folks done
I'm
took
just
this
saying,
land and they ain't giving it back.
See, you don't
These folks done
understand, bro.
took
who
this land, they
said
ain't
Hey,
giving it
give?
back.
you live in a whole nother paradigm, flat plane. You live in a whole nother paradigm, my
Man,
brother. You gotta understand.
that man that took your backyard.
I can't
You
take
he
it
ain't
back.
giving it back.
I
He ain't
can't take
giving
it
it
back.
back.
I can't take it back.
Yeah, you can take it back.
With what?
Didn't I
With
But
what?
just?
it's
With
gonna take
what?
more than
I'm gonna
paper.
take it. I'm gonna take. That's how they took it.
Okay,
I
look, you
didn't
They
got
even.
your paper.
lied.
You got your
They
paper.
Hey,
lied.
100, 100, 100. So what we're not gonna do is twist what I said. What I said exactly was it's gonna help when we go take that land back. That's what I said. I
Why it's
didn't
gonna
say
help?
I'm gonna use it to take the land back. I said
Okay.
after
So
I go and get my land back, after the million of us get together and we go and we take our land back and
okay.
establish what we want on said land, I said it would help
So
assist. Not it's
you gonna
going
have
to
the
help make it possible. We have to already be prepared, like Huey said, to live on this land.
so
Not
you gonna
just
have the
die for,
gun
but
in
to
the right
live
hand and
on
the
this
paper in the
land.
left hand. You gonna have the gun in the right
Who?
hand and the paper in the left
Bro,
hand.
you coming up with all this? You coming up with all this extra shit, bro? Ain't nobody saying none of that shit you saying.
Check
I'm
this
just
You live
out.
in a
saying.
Check this out.
you live in a whole nother paradigm, bro. So that's why you
Hey,
don't
let me help you
understand.
out real quick.
I'm just saying, like at the end of the day, like I said, if you walking around with a social security number and paying taxes, then yeah, it should be a conversation still at the end of the day because you
So
still doing it for
do
somebody
you have a
else.
social security number?
Didn't I ask you that earlier?
Do you
Did I
have
not
one?
ask you that earlier?
Do you have one?
So did I ask you that earlier?
I told you I had one. I said everybody do. Do you have
Okay,
one?
then you answered your own question. Why you
Okay,
asking me?
do you have one?
You why you? She just
Okay,
told
so
you. Come
I
on.
just
once
asked a simple
again,
I
question.
don't know what kind of. I
I
don't know
just
what
asked
you
a
trying to
simple
say.
question. Do you have a social security number, sister?
Bro,
since I started the conversation,
yeah, we
I'm
already
gonna end
talked
the
about that.
conversation.
I
How
just asked,
about
Bro, we
do
you
you
already
have
answered
a
your
social
own
security number?
question? You answered your
Okay,
own
okay. So
question.
you have a social security number.
twice.
So this paperwork is gonna take your social security number away.
Oh yes, it can.
Didn't we have a conversation about if you were not claimed by your parents within a year of you being born, you or said property of, if you have the ability to reverse that, you can, but you can't do it if you don't have any type of recognition anywhere else
He
by
don't
said
need
Says
no
who?
government?
laws. He
Says
don't need
who?
So
no
how?
laws.
Says who?
Do you
Okay,
know you
and
don't you?
on
Yeah,
to
you
the
know he
next
operating
thing,
under
since
the.
we were talking about, it
Hey, can I
seems
say something
like
real quick?
Terry, Ohio, when we first started, I was going to actually talk about the judge who was arrested for giving her brother a letter of recommendation.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Let's hear that.
And that goes into the conversation we were just having a few days ago about how when it comes to the police doing one thing and breaking the laws, it's always treated differently versus your citizen out here or whatever the case was. So, long story short, her brother was going through legal issues. She wrote a letter of recommendation to the Department of Justice and wherever else saying, he's doing this, he's turning his life around, he's blah, blah, blah. All because she wrote a letter of recommendation, they have now arrested this judge and is trying to strip her of her title. This is a black woman. So it just kills me because we were just having this conversation and now I done turned around and manifested. I'm seeing it in light like this because, like you said, when it came to the police, when it came to just white people in general, it's just funny how things like that happen and it ain't no issue yet. She writes a letter of recommendation because she doesn't want to see her brother go down a bad path and she gets arrested. But that same judge can let a same white man who's a judge can let off 12 rapists because he done got bribe money. He can let off white collar crime people because he done got bribe money, but he ain't in jail. He's not getting arrested. He's not having his title stripped.
And this the same judge you want to go get stamped your paperwork.
Here you go.
I could have swore I just said respectfully that we was gonna shift the conversation since y'all been arguing about it for 30 minutes. And keyword I did say respectfully.
This nigga don't
Okay.
even know how to argue. He making up shit like.
It ain't even about arguing. If we're gonna have a healthy debate, let's have a healthy debate. If we're going to have a
Right.
conversation, let's have a conversation. We're gonna have a bill, let's have a bill. So again, I respectfully ask that we switch the conversation. You don't want to switch the conversation? You want to
Hey,
stay
it's
on the
granted. It's
topic?
granted. We can
Cool.
switch the conversation.
Are you
Cool.
sure? Are you sure? Because it seems like I need your permission to do so
No,
since you
you
brought it
don't.
back up.
No,
I don't
you
need your
don't.
permission. Are you sure?
I'm
Are
sure you
you
don't.
sure, King? You sure? You sure, God? Are you sure?
I'm
You
I
sure?
was
positive.
saying y'all still on law.
100?
Y'all talking
Oh,
about law.
okay. So
Y'all
we talking about law now. Okay, so back to
Okay,
this story.
about arguing about law. It didn't switch it. It just went on another topic. Y'all talk about law. Topic. You
Yeah,
just
we're talking about law, but we're
That's
talking
exactly
about the
what I was
different
saying.
entity and classifications, and now we're talking about something that's actually prevalent and happening around us that does not directly involve us. We're talking about one thing over here, and now we're talking about what's going on in the judicial system on the right side,
had to
which
do with
goes
this
into the
class.
reflection that y'all had a conversation about Terry, Ohio the other day. That's
But
all
we
I'm saying.
but we still talking about the system, the government.
Oh shit.
Give me this. Give me that.
Listen, what I'm saying is
Why don't you
right.
put a filter on it?
Say this real quick. Let me say this real quick because I understand she tried to move the conversation, but you stayed in law. So the law is still. We're gonna go back to what we was talking about at the beginning because
Oh,
y'all
they don't want to
still
leave.
refer
They don't want to
to
leave.
law. Check this out. It ain't about leaving. This is what I'm trying to say. I want to make a point to y'all because y'all was talking about the land. All right, I'm gonna shift it to land because y'all was talking about we got to fight. This is gonna help us with our land. Now the paperwork, and when we go take our land, which I don't know what y'all talking about, how we gonna take our land if you wasn't the one who created this. I don't know how they gonna give you some shit if they wasn't the one who created the land. Now, if we understand what giving and taking is and about who the creator is and all of this other shit or whatever the fuck else going on, if they didn't have the right to this land, they ain't got no more right to it than you. This is the things that we got to understand, and they try to install in you that you had to go to them and ask because you're looking for a man that you don't know. A man that you don't know is the one telling you how much of this land you can buy, and you just buying it from him, just out the wilderness. Just out of nowhere. He got a sign said, look, you can call my number right here and you can buy this land. Who the fuck
Sure
are
do.
you? Who are you? So this man created all of this land that we around here where he got the right to sell it. Don't fall for the bullshit. This is where we fall for the bullshit with this paperwork. Because they came with this paperwork and said I had ownership over it. We had the right to this land. We didn't know nothing about no paperwork. We like paperwork, land. We've been here all our time. We don't know nothing about no fucking land and boundaries. All our people here.
No,
We everywhere. We got
So
land.
if somebody fighting you with a gun, you gonna pick up a knife?
Listen. Ain't
If
no
somebody got a
fucking
gun,
fight. They gotta stand up and no. Listen.
if somebody got a gun on you, you gonna pick up a knife?
You
Yes,
got
bro. I ain't gonna even do nothing. I'm gonna take his gun from him.
Okay, and you gonna get shot in the head, bro.
Well, then I'ma
Just like
die.
that.
But then I'ma die, and I ain't got to worry about the land of the
If if
bullshit.
if, if
You
you
hear
rather
me?
die, if you rather die than fight
Listen.
for what's
What
yours,
so
you're
so
what
you
you're
saying
doing?
so you saying the government got the gun and you got the knife.
Government got the gun. You gonna go to the ones who took it from force. That ain't paperwork now. Now the paperwork ain't gonna help you. You said I need a gun to
no,
defend myself. Now
that's a
you gotta get
scenario.
the gun.
That's a scenario. That's
That's
a
why I
I
say
scenario.
you're
know
gonna have the paperwork in one hand and gun in the other. If you gonna
you
take it,
throwing
it ain't gonna be with no
hold on.
paperwork. Because
You
motherfucker,
can
they
throw a
didn't take it with
scenario
paperwork. They took it
I
by
didn't say we
brute
were gonna
force.
take it with paperwork. I said
They
it
took it
would
by
help.
brute force.
They
They took
had
it with
They
brute
paperwork
didn't take it
force.
with
still. They
force.
still
My
had
point.
paperwork after
That's what
all
they
of
don't
that.
understand. They don't
They came and they
understand.
brought
No,
their
you
ass over
don't.
here
They
and they
didn't
came
have
and
no
took whatever and
paperwork.
they killed up whatever and they shot up whatever and they
You
slaughtered
damn
whatever.
right.
They did all of that and took the land. And guess what? At the end of the day, they said, I did it in the name of the queen.
So you know what?
Nah, man.
If I was in a position, I say it's mine, not nigga. Come take it back, and you ain't gonna take it with no goddamn paperwork. You better have your ARs in hand.
How you gonna take it? You think you gonna outshoot them? You think you gonna outgun them?
That's
You
how
ain't
they took
got
it from
shit.
you. That's
Man,
how
You
they
ain't,
took
but
it from
you
you.
what he's
don't
saying,
have you
man.
don't you hold on. You
How
don't have
much
the
weight is
fighting
that paperwork
power.
really gonna hold at
You don't,
the end of the day? That's what he's
bro.
saying.
I would rather fight a war that I got a chance at winning than fight one that I don't. Come on,
Man, you
that's
ain't got no
crazy.
chance of winning that war, that paperwork war.
You ain't got no chance of winning no fucking weapons war. You have no way. You ain't got no chance of winning no
That's
weapons
what I'm
war,
trying to tell you. They didn't take
bro.
it with
I would, but
paperwork. If you say they took it from you, they didn't take it with
bro,
no goddamn paperwork.
you're not making no sense, bro.
They
You're
did
not
take
making
it
no
with
sense.
paperwork. Wait a minute, hold on. I can't
They
believe
don't
y'all
understand,
fussing over
bro.
paperwork, man.
They don't
These
understand,
folks,
bro.
when they came over here, bro,
Go
they
on
Them
the
ahead,
motherfucker
first
had
brother.
thing
them
they had
guns
in
in
their
hand.
hand was
Look, you've
fucking
been quiet,
paperwork.
brother.
Them
Let him
motherfucker had
Nah,
them
finish.
brother,
guns
that's
in
They
hand.
don't,
paperwork.
They
bro.
had
They
them
No,
don't,
it's
guns and
bro.
them
not.
cannons.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you
You
something.
didn't even,
Let me
bro.
ask
You
you
didn't.
something. So you don't think that them folks fought back?
They did have them guns and them cannons when they
Did
came
they
over
fight
here.
back? Just
Bro, you
answer
just
that
talking,
question. Did they
bro.
fight back?
All right.
Did they fight back
They
though?
doing the
When them
same
folks
thing.
Yeah,
They
came over
doing the
here,
same thing back then that they
everybody
doing
got
now.
killed.
They got them
Everybody
Paperwork.
got
planes. They
killed.
got
Nigga,
them
what is you
guns. They got
talking
them
Paperwork.
about?
tanks. They
All
taking
of
no,
shit.
they
and
didn't.
they fought back. They got the land
No,
through
everyone did
paperwork.
not
What
get
the hell
killed.
is you talking
That's a
about?
lie. Hey, that's a lie, illustrious.
He
Everybody
didn't.
Okay,
didn't get killed.
prove me
He
Hold
didn't.
wrong.
on,
He
let me
didn't
Prove
say
me
say.
this real
wrong
quick.
then. Prove
We
me
still
wrong.
here. We
I'm
Prove
trying.
everybody
me
didn't get
wrong.
killed. He
Prove me
didn't.
Hey,
wrong.
cool. Let
Motherfucker.
me
Prove
hold
me
on. Let
They
me
wrong.
doing
let
the
me say
same
something.
thing
Paperwork is
now.
on everybody, nigga.
Ah,
They
Paperwork is
doing
on
the same
everybody.
thing
It's
now
on
that
you.
they were
It's
doing back
on me.
then.
It's
They
on
got them
everybody.
guns.
Do
They
you
got
own
them
your house,
tanks.
nigga?
They got
Do
them
you own your house? How you know you
Yeah,
own your
let
house?
me say something, bro.
You got paperwork that say you own your
Hey,
house, right?
okay, go ahead. I'm gonna hear you yelling,
If
but
you
I'm gonna
ain't
tell
got no
you the truth.
paperwork saying you don't own your house, you don't own it.
Listen, bro. Listen.
man.
Listen
You
what I'm
got
telling you.
paperwork that say you own your
Listen.
car.
she just
If
went to
you ain't got
hospital.
no paperwork that say you
Who the
own your
date?
car, Negro,
Whatever the
you
boy
don't
name.
own it.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Can I say something? Cool.
This truck that I got, they can't take this truck. You know
Mm-hmm.
why? Because
Hey,
I got
Put the
paperwork.
mic
hey,
on.
cook. Can I say something, cook?
Nigga, I got paperwork that
Boy.
Hey,
say I own
I
this truck.
cook.
I can't believe y'all. I can't believe y'all saying that
But you know
paperwork
what?
don't
But you know what?
matter.
Illustrious cook.
Paperwork is the
But you know
groundwork. It
what? But you
starts
know
with
what?
No, it's
Illustrious
not.
paperwork.
cook. But illustrious cook.
Hey,
What
let me
is
If
the
say
I
something.
come,
groundwork?
if I come with a pistol and put it to your head and say, "Get out this motherfucking car," I'm leaving with the paperwork and the car.
No, you
So that
ain't, nigga,
no
because I got a
shit.
pistol too.
Okay then.
I got a
So
pistol
that's what
too,
I'm
nigga.
trying to tell
So
you.
you come to my
They didn't
if
take
you
this
try
with
to
no
take something
paperwork.
from me from with force, I'm gonna meet you with force. The
They didn't
same
take.
way when
They
they
didn't take
came
this
over
with
here and took
paperwork.
that,
They.
they did have
No, they
paperwork.
didn't.
What is you saying? They sold it.
Let me
Boy,
say something.
How the
they
hell you
taking
gonna
shit, they
sell
taking
something you ain't
shit
got no
right now the same way
paperwork?
they did in old time with them planes, them tanks, them guns, them missiles.
Man, they didn't have no
Man, you
damn
tripping,
planes
Okay,
and
man.
no
I'm
tank. They came
Tripping.
over here with paperwork
they
and
took it then.
pistols.
They had cannons and
Everything
pistols.
starts with
Oh
paperwork.
Lord.
We ain't even got to go back then. We can go with right
Yeah,
now. Fuck the past.
right now
Let's
they
go with
taking
right
shit by
now.
force. They taking shit by force, nigga. They went over in Saudi Arabia. They wasn't no paperwork. They went
You a
over with them
goddamn
tanks.
lie.
They
They
went with them
is
tanks,
using
nigga.
paperwork. Do you think them folks? You think them folks gonna let them folks even come over there with no paperwork?
They
You
don't
They they
United
with
States
understand,
got a
bro.
treaty with them folks. What
nigga,
the
they over
fuck
there
are
with
you
them
talking
tanks and them
about, dude?
planes, man. That
They
was them
got
tanks and them
treaties.
planes.
And
They
guess who signed the
violate their
treaty?
treaty.
And
The
get
United
guess
States is saying that they're in violation.
and
That's
guess
why the fuck
Man,
they obey.
please,
and guess who signed
please.
those
And
treaties?
they still doing it. And they
Hey,
still doing
hey,
it. They don't give a
hey,
fuck
I
about that
can't
paperwork.
believe y'all
hey.
fussing. I can't
Get,
Hold on.
believe
Hold
y'all
on.
all over
Hold
that
on.
man and y'all all
Hold
over
on.
this young lady and
they don't
that man and
understand.
that young lady talking the
All
truth.
right, cool, man. Cool, man. Hey, listen, man. Check this out. Check this out. All that shit that you just said, right? Right? Cook. I'm talking to you now, Cook. All right, because we just had a great bill. This early rising. We was on this shit and we was just having a bill where we wasn't fucking arguing. And that's the bills I be talking about with my bros who really know what the fuck going on. And you heard the shit we was on. So don't even come over
Shit,
here on that. Check this out.
shit.
Now
But
check this
y'all
shit out.
having a good bill now. But
Right,
y'all
bro. Exactly.
chopping up, y'all chopping up the
Exactly.
y'all
Damn,
chopping
I'm
up the
just
young
saying,
man and
just
y'all chopping
trying
up the
to
young
bring
lady
something, man.
and
I'm just
y'all not even listening to them
down.
and they spitting
God
facts.
damn, Cook. Listen, bro. I'm just trying to bring
No,
the attention.
you
Yeah,
listen because
bro.
you've been
You need
talking
to
a
listen
lot.
right quick, bro.
You've
You need
been
to listen.
Man,
talking a whole
trying to
lot.
bring the attention down.
Look,
Listen, bro. I'm
that
trying to
young man and that young lady, that young
bring
man, I don't know his name. I don't know the young lady name. I
you
sat here
talking
and
about.
listened to everything that they said, and they were speaking facts, and y'all
No, they're
weren't trying
not.
to hear none of it. They are speaking
Yeah,
Listen, bro.
facts.
they just not
You're
trying
Prove
to
to
hear
me,
crazy,
it.
bro.
They
prove
just
to
not
me
You
how
trying to
they
hear
not
already
it.
speaking
started.
facts.
See, you yelling
They
because
talked
you
about what
yelling
happened
for
then,
fucking
and
trap.
they talk
Let
about
me
what
tell you
happened
what that
now.
is. That paperwork, let me just say
The
this.
lady was
Damn.
saying what
Let him
All
the
right,
talk,
lady
cool.
was
Cook.
talking about
Let him
You
talk, Cook.
paperwork
y'all
then, and the lady was
thing.
talking about
You know
paperwork
everything,
now.
man.
I heard everything she said.
Let him
I
go.
heard
And I
everything
can't
that the young man said,
relate.
and they
I
was
can't
talking
really fucking
facts.
see it,
You
bro.
do not start nothing without
Listen,
paperwork,
bro.
bro.
Check this out.
That's
Look.
the
Let me
trick.
just respond.
That's why the government system is in play. That's why they call it a governmental system. You know why they call it a governmental system? Because it is based on paperwork. Everything is based on paperwork. From the time you born to the time you die. Paperwork.
Now,
Social
and
That's
let's now,
security
crazy.
let,
number,
now
birth
cook, now
But
cook,
certificate,
now
death
cook.
listen,
Now
now
check this
certificate.
out.
I'm not finished.
Now,
When I
now,
get done, y'all
they
can
can't
attack,
say
y'all can do whatever y'all
something.
want. I'm not finished yet.
I
From the
agree.
time you are
I agree
born,
with that.
from the
Can I say
time you are
something?
born to the
Oh
time
my
you are
God.
die, it is documented on paper. If you gonna
Now, can
fight
I
these
fucking say
people,
something?
if you
Can I
gonna
say
fight these
something?
people, you gotta fight these people
Uh,
with paperwork the same way
no,
they
you
fought
don't.
you.
the
Yes, you
paperwork
do.
came after the
Because
gun.
if you don't have no paperwork, you ain't nothing. You can talk all you
You're
want,
not nothing
but
with
them
it.
folks gonna knock
You're not
on
nothing
your
with the
door,
paper.
and guess what they gonna
You're
knock
not
on your door with? They gonna
paperwork.
knock on your
Paperwork.
door. They gonna have the
Paperwork.
police on one
You
side,
ain't
and they
with
gonna
the
have the
paperwork.
paperwork on the other side. And you know what the police gonna say? Let me tell you what the police gonna say. The police is gonna say, "I am here." The police is
Got
gonna say. The
huh?
police is gonna
Can
say.
I,
The police is
can I
gonna
respond?
say. The
And
police
Can
that
is
I
going to
police got a
say,
respond?
gun.
Let him finish. Let him
I
finish,
am here
Huey.
to enforce this law. I
And the
am here
police got
to
a gun.
enforce
And the
this
police got a gun.
paperwork.
In
But
case
while
you
they
get
are
wrong, I'm
there,
gonna use
they're
this
going to
gun.
tell you that they are here
In
to enforce
case
paperwork. And guess what? If you bring your piece of paper out there, you know what they're going to say? Peace. They gone. That's
they
what
And
don't
they
believe.
gonna do.
Hey, they don't
That's
believe
tell
what
me
they
and
that.
gonna
tell me
do.
They don't
Now
believe that
y'all,
though.
and,
y'all just
They
now
don't
y'all,
believe that.
you
They don't
tell
attack
me a
believe
that.
real life scenario you know somebody
I'm
this
telling
happened
you a
to.
real life scenario right now. One of
Okay,
my
tell me.
neighbors had paperwork
Uh-huh.
that when his parents
Listen, bro.
died, they had that land. They owned that house. The
Uh-huh.
U.S. Marshal came to the house to put them out. I was standing right there. I was finna help them because they old people. I'm finna help them move their shit. He's showing me all this paperwork. Nah, man, I'm ready for him, this, that, and the third. I said, okay. When the marshal showed up, marshal knocked on the door. I'm here to enforce code, so and so and so and so. He had his paperwork. My neighbor said, that's fine, officer, how you doing? You want coffee? You want this, that, and the third? He was like, no, I don't want none of that shit. I'm here to enforce the law. You know what my neighbor did? Pulled out his paperwork. They talked for a minute. You know what that police did? Got in his
Mm-hmm.
car and got the fuck on.
They
That's
don't
what he
Mm-hmm.
believe that.
did.
They don't believe that. They don't believe that, Cook.
That's
Okay,
what
now,
he
now,
did.
now, 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 what we telling you,
Now, can
illustrious,
I
is
respond
now, what we telling you, illustrious, is you got the
this?
paper, you got the paperwork came after the gun. Because
Oh
if I
Lord.
come to your house right now with 10 dudes, I'm gonna take over your house by force. Now I'm gonna set up a government and I'm gonna set up all this paperwork shit
Now,
you
but
got.
see,
Now,
what you
look.
talking
You
about
come
is
back to
make
your house.
believe.
You come
You
back
Yeah,
to
talking
your house.
make
exactly,
No,
believe.
no.
exactly.
You
You
come
talking
back to
make
your
believe.
house.
What this young
Exactly.
Now,
man,
what you talking about is make
and this
believe.
young lady was talking
What
about.
you talking about
No,
is
I'm
make
talking
believe.
No,
facts. What you
you,
talking about? I'm
No,
talking facts.
bro, you
what you
don't hear
Just
talking
like the
make
yourself,
young
bro.
believe.
man and the young lady
Flat
was
plane,
saying.
bro.
They
Flat
was
plane.
talking
No,
facts,
Flat
flat
plane. You
planes.
don't hear yourself.
Yeah,
you don't hear
that man
yourself.
right there was speaking facts.
You don't
He
hear
was speaking
yourself,
No,
flat
you
facts.
don't
plane.
hear yourself.
Come on,
Hey,
bro.
bro, can I? Hey, Flat
I
Plane, let
studied
me
this
say
shit.
something real quick,
I
bro.
studied this
Hey, Cook,
shit.
Cook. Hey, Cook and Turk. Cook and Turk.
What up? What up?
Cook and Turk, bro. Can I say one thing?
Go ahead,
I
my
agree with
brother.
y'all. Now, can I say one thing with the paperwork, right? Right? Now, I operate with and without the paperwork. Me personally, I know exactly what the fuck y'all talking about. Now, I done did everything that y'all talk about without paperwork. And this is a fact. This ain't nobody else. This is me saying that I done been in the same situation and I done been let go without the paperwork. But you know what it did? You know what I did? I stood on what I know more than no fucking paperwork. Now, check this out.
How
Y'all,
did you learn what you know?
hold on, man. God damn, man. Let me just say this. Y'all can ask me a question after
Shit,
that.
you
Let
was
me just
trying to interrupt him the whole time. I ain't being rude.
end up having to listen. So can y'all just listen to me for a second?
My
Check this
bad,
out.
bro.
Cook, when you were saying that you own your car and all of this shit, this, that, and the third, that's a goddamn lie because that shit is registered to the state. The state own your shit. The state own your tag. The state still
And
own
so what
you.
you
You
don't
still,
realize is that I know
let
the
me just say
paperwork, my brother.
this.
I
Let me
know the
say,
paperwork. So you
let
can't
me
say
say
that. Don't say that. Don't
That's the
say
part
that.
they don't understand. They coming up
Maybe
with
it's
this make
somebody
believe
else.
shit. Y'all
Yeah,
making
maybe
up
that's
stuff.
somebody
I'm
else.
not
Y'all
But you
making
can't
up
making
tell
stuff.
me about that, bro.
Y'all making up stuff.
I'm not
We'll
making
keep on follow, keep on following subject to the same rule, man.
listen,
You want to
you got
believe
a
in the
driver.
government?
Do you got a driver's license, Cook?
This shit will never
Yes.
change, man.
Okay.
Yes.
You got a tag on your car.
Yes.
Damn, your shit still registered to the state.
And you
Everything I
know what
said
else
was
though? You know
what?
what else? If you go
Through the
through, if
state.
you, yeah, it's registered through. See, I understand what you're saying, but what you're dealing with, like I
This is
said, I
this shit.
listened
This
to the
So you
government is
telling
flat
me
living.
that
plane
This
and I
government is
listened to the
living.
young
hold on,
lady and
Cook, do
they
you got
telling y'all truth,
your
man, and y'all can't hear
This
it.
nigga just
They
said the
don't.
When you
government is
know the
They
living.
don't.
law, you can
It
use the
is. It's a
law,
living
brother.
being. It's a corporation.
What the fuck?
It's a
Bro,
living
you don't
being.
know,
All
bro.
of us are
Obviously, you don't
corporations,
know.
brother.
Obviously, you don't know.
You giving
Not
government the
a.
power of
wow?
God.
Oh
You
He
giving
said
Lord.
government
Oh
the power
Lord.
of God in your life.
Why you keep
he,
making
said-
shit
he
up?
said a corporation is living. Do you hear how dumb they said? Let's go
Man,
to
that shit sound dumb as hell, man.
Wait a minute.
y'all
So you don't wait a minute. Hold on.
and you
Well,
fucking
maybe
crazy.
maybe y'all just
See,
too
see, see. Look,
elementary.
look, look, look,
You
look.
Who
mean to
Look.
told
tell
you
With
me
was
my,
that you
living?
with
don't
my
think?
straw
Wait a
man.
minute.
Hey, Cook,
Wait a
just
minute.
break
Hold
it
on.
down
Please
for
don't
him
tell
so
me
he can
y'all that
understand what
elementary.
you're saying.
So you don't you
I
mean to
know this
tell
nigga didn't
me
just say
that you
straw
don't
man.
know? You mean to tell me that you don't know that
Wow.
you are a corporation?
Wow.
Please tell me you
You
know
tell me
that.
that we don't
Please tell me you know that.
have these niggas that
According to whose standards?
Hold on. Time out. Time
Obviously,
out.
According to
they
whose
don't know.
Time
standards?
out.
is, bro.
According to whose
Please
standards?
tell
Ain't
me
no
that
way
you
about
know
straw
that.
man operate
Please
with
tell
According
me
to whose
you know
standards?
that when you
Don't
get a
the
social security number
definition.
that you are
According
a
to whose standards?
corporation.
Listen, that don't mean
The
that's who you are.
definition.
That's who they saying that you are. Let me
according to
just
the
say this.
government
Listen,
standard.
because
Oh
that
Lord, here
paperwork,
y'all go
this
with
is
this
what you
shit.
gotta know. Because that paperwork say that you are. I know
Oh
that
my
after.
God. All right, well, y'all go ahead. Yeah,
Can I
y'all go ahead, man.
listen,
I guess
listen,
Flat
listen,
Plane and the young
listen,
lady and
listen.
myself, I
Y'all
guess you
fucking
know what our
crazy.
problem is? We too far ahead. We
Y'all
too
going
far
by what the
ahead.
paper
So
Exactly.
maybe
said.
we need to
Hold
just
Exactly.
on,
let them
y'all go
catch up.
to
Man, yeah, I
Exactly.
We'll
know.
just let them
I know
catch
you
up.
better than me
The
because you got the
power head.
paperwork. You better because you got the
Black Planet.
paper.
Let me say something.
I
This
say I'm
nigga gonna
better.
come to me with a
Yeah, I
straw
say
man
I'm better
argument.
than you.
Check
It's
this
not
out.
better. Quit making
I say,
stuff
You
up,
just
bro.
I
you just
say, you
said
know
you
what?
just say
I
you
put up the
ahead of us.
argument.
Wow.
Hey,
You
you know
just said
what,
you
Flat
ahead of
Plane?
us. You
You know
said
what,
said
Flat
you
Plane?
ahead.
Yeah,
You just
I
said
put
you
up
That
the
don't mean
ahead.
argument.
better.
Right.
That don't
I put
mean
up the
better.
What
argument that
does it
I
mean?
am
If
better than
ahead don't
you.
mean better, what does it mean?
I
It's
put
two
up the
different
argument
words,
that I'm
fool.
better
Man,
Look
than
them
come on
both
with the
up.
games, man.
Look them both up.
Man,
Look
man,
them
look,
both
man.
up.
I'm
Look
not
them
Wow.
gonna play
both up.
elementary games with you,
Y'all don't
dog.
know nothing,
Bro,
bro.
I'm
I just
I'm
told
not gonna
y'all,
speaking.
bro.
play
Y'all don't
elementary
know
games
nothing,
with
bro.
you,
I'll
dog.
waste my time with y'all, bro.
I'm not gonna play
I ain't
elementary
gonna even
games with
waste my
you.
time with y'all, bro. This
That's
is the
elementary
police
shit you talking,
mentality.
man.
This is what the police want to push out because they want y'all to still be in this fucking corporate construct operating as a fucking a corporation. They don't want you to get away from the corporation and fight against the corporations. They want to implement the corporation and walk around with these goddamn funds and think that this is the only way that the world can be run. This is what they trying to push on the world. I'm telling y'all for a fucking fact that that money is whack. That shit is whack as fuck. That paperwork,
Understood.
any,
Understood.
hold
Hey,
on,
don't
hold
you?
on, man.
How
Let
you
me
Oh,
pay
say
your
if
this.
it's
That's
bills?
all
why,
that,
How you
what do
pay
you
your
need, Huey?
goddamn.
bills?
Let me
What do
How
you
just
you
say
need,
pay your
this,
Huey?
man.
Do you
bills?
Goddamn.
need money?
No,
All right, cool, man.
cause y'all keep
Cool,
making
man.
stuff up, bro. How you pay your
I
bills
know.
if you say
That's
money
why you
ain't real?
understood. That's why you understood. See, look, that's how y'all don't know shit, bro. Because if
These
y'all knew,
motherfuckers that want to
if
let
y'all
go,
really
man.
knew, if y'all really knew what y'all knew, y'all would know that they got their money in no form of tender. And if you knew what you knew, you would really be free and you would have diplomatic community and know that they can't even send a bill to your house and you would be signing that bitch off
But
and you would have
how you
your
gonna
trust
get all
fund set
that?
up.
How you gonna
Yeah,
get?
hold
How do
on,
you
let me
get?
say
How do
something.
you go
Let me say
about?
something.
Paperwork.
How do you go
Let me say
about getting
something, Huey. Let me
diplomatic
say
Paperwork.
community,
something.
Huey?
Because
Man,
no,
let
no,
go
let
and
me
Paperwork.
let
say something.
God.
Because I
Huey,
don't pay for
how you
shit.
go about getting
I am
diplomatic
God.
Listen,
community?
I said,
listen,
well, let go then.
How
listen,
do you know? How you
listen.
go about getting diplomatic
How do you
community though?
pay? How do you pay? That's what you want. That's what you want. I asked you, do you have your diplomatic community?
Me? No, I
Yes,
don't.
you. So
No.
then you're still a fucking system and your everything is still being controlled the same way that you talk about. So
Bro,
See,
don't talk
that's where
about
you
no shit.
wrong though.
You're
this
That's
not
shit
where
is
you
a
free.
wrong
Have
though.
you
process.
got your
That's
This
where you
paperwork
shit
done?
wrong
is a
though, bro. That's
process,
where you
man.
wrong.
Because you're
Maybe that
going by your
applies to
paperwork,
somebody
bro. That's
else.
not where I'm wrong. You don't have
Yeah,
your
it
diplomatic.
is. Maybe that
You still
applies to
fucking
somebody
slave.
else,
You
brother.
slave.
Else,
You trying
brother.
to
But it
operate
does
these
not apply to
501c3
me.
and get tax-free shit, nigga. You're a fucking slave, nigga.
Hey,
You a
how did
slave. You're
Huey?
still a
Huey.
No,
Hey, I got a
brother.
question,
That's
Huey.
where you wrong at.
boy.
That's where you
I
wrong.
I got a
Nigga,
That's
you
where you
question.
Y'all
still
wrong,
slaves.
bro. That don't
Y'all
apply to me.
slaves, man.
you still going to
Y'all
That
daddy
don't
slaves.
for a
Yes,
apply
you
to
dollar.
do.
me.
I got a
Yes, you do,
question,
man.
Huey.
Because look, all y'all worry about is with the system going away. And he want to ask me a question about do I pay bills with my money,
Hey, Yui,
right?
can I say something
How
to you?
do I pay bills
No,
with
I
or
forgot what
without
I was gonna
money?
ask. I wasn't gonna ask that, but I forgot. Damn.
I pay
That's
bills with my energy,
I
goddamn it.
Hey, Yui, can I say something to you?
You look
pay
like
bills.
some damn
Don't do
energy.
shit. Money don't do shit. I showed
Thank
you
you,
this the
thank you
other
for the
day.
compliment.
Let me see your
I
money.
know,
Let
right?
me see. Listen, let me tell y'all this. All the
I'm
money
not
that you
mad
got
at
right
y'all,
now,
bro.
right?
So
I
don't
want
have
your
no
money.
attitude.
I ain't got no-
Now I was talking.
All I
I was
want
talking
you
to
to do your
Flip
money,
Lane.
right?
I know it, brother.
Okay, listen, with y'all money, right? I want y'all to do try this out. This is an example that I want to show y'all that y'all money can't do shit without you doing it. You got to do everything that your money you think is doing for you. Money can't do shit. All right. Only thing money do is fake as fuck. Cause you got to do everything for money. You got to go pay your bills. Money can't go pay your bills. You got to get up and go pay your bills. You got to push the button to say send. You got to push the button. You got to turn the goddamn car on. Don't nothing operate without you. Money don't operate you. You
They don't
operate
realize
money.
that.
Boy,
All
we
right.
know that.
Okay,
What
now
is you?
Okay.
what are you
We know
talking
that.
about, man? You just
Yeah,
So y'all
spent
don't
you
we
just
know
no,
spent
that.
check
you
this
just
out.
Don't
spent
try to act
money.
like we don't
What
know
are you
that.
talking about, Huey? That ain't got nothing to do with this.
Keep
Let me
going,
show y'all.
Huey.
It got
Keep
everything
going.
to
Now,
do with it.
Keep
It ain't
going,
got
Huey.
nothing to
paperwork.
do
It
with
got
it.
everything to do with it.
Let him
Listen,
go. Let him
listen,
go.
listen. Now, paperwork. Let me show y'all what paperwork because I might, I got a bad problem of explaining shit out because I be wanting y'all to feel something on
Man,
for
do
real.
your thing. Do your thing.
uh, And I might just have a longer way about going shit, man. My bad. All right.
It's all good. It's all good, bro.
I'm sorry, and I be getting excited because I just want y'all to really to understand this, my G. Now, I don't even want y'all to understand it because that's putting you up under their standard like they want you. That's why y'all want to understand over everything. Y'all don't want to overstand this money. Y'all standing under the money and under the paperwork. Why not stand on top of the paperwork and put that shit up under your feet and rub it out under the ground and see how much paperwork is worth and how much paperwork can do? And then like realize that everything on the paperwork man had to write it there. Another man put it there. So it can't be fair. That's just like me don't want to give no fair share. If I was the if I was greedy, I really wanted to be in my mind state. Like if I was talking like
You breaking up. You breaking up. You breaking up.
because y'all know how I talk and how I feel. Like I'm the world. So when y'all be talking about a house, me, my personal self, I can come outside and live in my house and not have to pay a dollar. And y'all don't understand that because I can be a bum and I can come outside and I'm gonna have a light,
Bro,
I'm gonna have a light bulb, I'm gonna have a moon, a sun, I'm gonna have a daylight, I'm gonna have
and,
all
and some
different
and,
weathers.
and some
I'm gonna have
and
a
some
hot,
invaders.
air condition. I'm gonna have listen. I'm gonna
Hey,
have
you
a
breaking
natural
up,
wind and
Huey.
everything. So Oh damn! If I considered this whole world mine, how selfish would I be to tell everybody in the world to get the fuck out right now, or I'ma end the motherfucking world because y'all gonna make me pay to be in my house, and y'all want me to have my space, and y'all got houses all of my shit, and y'all think y'all shit better than my shit. But every time out y'all come out y'all house, y'all walking around in my shit, but I can't come in y'all house.
What you
Every
talking?
time
What you
my
talking
house,
about? What you talking about, Huey? What
What
you
he
talking
what he
about, Huey?
talking about is stop giving them people so much power in your life.
Man, you just talking. I'm trying to hear what he's
Hey,
saying
that
for
ain't no just
real.
talking. That
Nah,
I'm
hey,
trying to give you
I'm
a
saying,
scenario.
but I'm
I'm
trying to, and I'm
scenario
trying to pick it up.
walk
I'm
with me.
trying to pick it
And y'all
up.
ain't
hey,
this scenario. That's why I said
Pete,
take the scenario and walk with me.
But
Because I'm
see,
trying to walk
Huey, what you doing is you giving scenarios and what ifs, and you gonna be a
but
bomb.
that's what they doing to you.
These folks,
hey,
no,
Listen,
they not.
that's what they
These
doing. Yes,
folks
they
This
talking
are.
about
shit.
these
They
folks talking about getting some
bro.
paperwork, getting some legal,
hey,
going
Wow.
before the government,
I got
staking
paperwork
their
right
claim,
Oh
and
Lord.
getting something out of it. That's
hey,
what
You
they
know
saying.
what?
You talking about
What people like
you talking about
y'all,
the
we gonna
earth
be
and
under the
all this
government
and
for the
all
next
that.
thousand
All right,
Man,
years.
check
get
this out.
real, man. Move this stuff up
All
into
right,
real
cool.
time. Don't nobody
Hey,
want
cook.
to.
Let me show
What y'all talking about? Ain't
let me show
nobody doing that, man. Ain't nobody trying to do that.
all right, check this
Talking about being a
out.
bomb on the street. Ain't nobody trying to do that,
Man,
bro.
what people
People
thinking like
trying to do
y'all,
what
we gonna
people
be
trying to
under the government for
establish.
the next
hey,
1,000 years.
hey,
Hey, cook, check
Chris,
this out.
can I add a
You
little
know,
That's
something
make
to
believe.
him?
That's fantasy. What these
no,
people
it's
talking about
not,
is what's
bro.
going on right now.
Hey,
Fuck all
Cook.
the
No, it's
Yo,
not.
Hey,
analogies and the
hey,
what,
Cook.
what ifs and
Huey.
all
Hey,
that. Let's talk
Yo,
Huey.
about
Cook.
what we can
Huey.
do.
Yo, Cook.
Hey,
Let me
what you
ask you
talking?
something, Cook.
What you talking about, Huey? That's what we trying to eventually get to, but we can't just jump out there like that,
Yes, y'all can.
Yes, we
Hey,
Yes, you
can,
can.
bro.
Yes,
bro.
you
hey,
What's
can.
stopping
That's
you
why
from jumping out there? What's stopping you?
My knowledge and
What's
about
stopping you?
my
But
knowledge, my
y-
understanding.
you
Okay.
stopping
hey,
yourself with your knowledge.
What?
I said you
hey, peace
stopping
to the
yourself
pan.
with your
Hey,
knowledge because you're fighting
hey,
it.
peace to the panel,
So you
y'all.
live
I
out
want
so
to
you live
Keith.
peace,
Can y'all
outside.
Al.
hear me?
You live
Man,
Peace,
let the
peace,
outside.
brother
peace,
talk.
peace.
Let the brother talk. Ain't
Hold on,
said
hold
We
nothing.
on.
Let the
Let
already
brother
having
talk.
it.
Keith
We
man. He
already
saying
having it. We
peace. Hold
already.
on, man.
Yeah, I'm just
The
saying
brother
we
ain't
are.
said nothing all show, man. What's up,
I'm
But
just
man?
saying.
but
I'm just saying
all
we was
but what
already
I'm
in the
saying,
convo. My bad.
I'm
My
saying
bad.
is the knowledge is out there for us to remove ourselves from that,
I,
but we're
I,
fighting it. Like you
Rob,
is telling
Rob,
us like he's literally telling you like how he's doing himself and how you can do it too. But you don't want to know, you
Alvin,
don't
you
want to
got the
hear that.
floor after Raul.
Yeah.
All right.
Say that
Yeah,
again.
yeah, peace. Yeah. No, I was saying like it's a combination of things. Like like okay, America got the greatest military force in the world, right? But they had to bring the paperwork to the United Nations before they can invade Iraq. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a
even the
false
most
claim.
Hey, you know what? That's
they
not
had
true because
to
Bush
hold
raided
on.
without the
No,
paperwork.
no, they
That's a
went to the
fact.
United. No, listen, they
That's
had
a
to get
fact.
approval from
No,
Congress.
they
Listen,
told Bush
hold
no.
on,
He did it anyway.
just a second. They had to get approval from Congress first. So that's paperwork number one.
Bro, they
But you
are
got hold on,
Congress, bro.
just a second. You got to get approval from Congress, and then they had to convince the United Nations they had weapons of mass destruction. Because if they went down there without the approval of the United Nations just what came over here and just wrecked shop. It's a
Can
global
I ask you
community now.
can I ask you
But at
something?
any point, the Congress or the president can override the other and do it anyway.
Man, I
Not
was
Just
with
like,
But
the
but they
approval.
do
just
that.
like,
They do that
But
by
they still have
paperwork.
to
They do
respond
that.
to the high
They do
court.
that by paperwork. They
they are
over. They
all
They still have to
overrule.
respond to the high court. If you
but it's
go
just
and you
like,
do something, you violate another man's land without notifying the rest of the clique. That's just like all of us right now. If we right here on the phone and we say, "Hey, we're gonna go drop a dime on Vicky later."
okay, the
Okay,
UN
y'all in
told,
agreement. Y'all in agreement. You knew something. But if you just went and dropped a dime on Vicky and the rest of the clique don't know nothing, they say you have to answer for that because you didn't notify the rest of the party. You didn't give us a heads up. We didn't know to get soldiers ready, possibly. We didn't know that we needed the drones on the air. We didn't know nothing. So you let us open to attack. Now we can get attacked from your actions alone, and you didn't say nothing. So that's what he's trying to say about he had to go to the UN to do whatever with the
the
paperwork.
UN
That's
told
just the
Bush not to
whole.
go on Afghanistan.
No,
He
they
did it
allowed
anyway.
it. No, they allowed it. They approved it.
They
Because
told him
one
when
thing
no.
about
no,
me,
no, no, they did.
one thing
Listen,
about me,
once
King.
they brought evidence that because Bush and his intelligence went to United Nations and said, "Hey, listen, we have evidence that they got weapons of mass destruction, so we need to protect ourselves."
But one
And
They
the
thing
never
United
produced the
Nations,
evidence. That's why they
no,
told him
no, no.
no.
What it is
listen though.
they said through the intelligence, right? That was enough for the United Nations to say, "Okay."
Because I'm telling you, the war is not fought like back in the day where you just, hey, I have the biggest army, so I'm gonna invade.
Okay. So
Now it's
tell me
like
this.
it's a
So
different
tell me
kind of
this.
setup now.
Did they find weapons of mass destruction?
No,
That's
but
not why
What
they
they
was
they
going over
found?
look,
there. We
look,
Can
all
I,
know that's not why they went
bro?
over there. That was
Hey,
just the
hey,
reason
hold
for the
Okay, then.
on.
So
Hey,
people.
what
can
I'm
I say
telling you,
something?
but
Let me say
but
that
something right
paperwork
quick,
didn't
Flat
mean
Plane.
shit.
Let me say something. Let me
it
say
gave
something
them
right quick.
approval.
Hold on. Look, bro. Before we declare war, what we gonna do?
You got to get the approval from Congress with the
No,
paperwork.
I'm saying even after that, what you still go? Shit,
Then
we
you
gonna
got to
sign.
go to the United Nations.
We gonna sign our own paperwork before
Yo,
that.
can I ask a question? Who's the United States nation? When we say yo, you gotta get approved from the United States, who's them? They are the government. Or they are all one and the
That's the
same.
global government. So
But
we
they are
live in
So
all
a
tell me,
global
so tell
government.
me this.
Bro,
So tell me this.
I don't know what law
All the
y'all
paper.
be
Look,
studying.
look. So tell me this. All the paperwork in place. The Congress in agreement. We going to war. The president in agreement.
Nigga,
Everybody
what if?
signed. Hey, look.
What if?
Everybody signing the paperwork. What's gonna
What
take
if?
that land? The tank of the paperwork.
But I said it's a combination of things. You're going to need the
Exactly,
artillery. You're
bro.
going to
Yep,
need the.
both. That's both.
First of
It's
all, you're
them.
not about to
It's them.
take.
It's them
First of
stealth
all,
bombers.
hey,
Them missiles. Them motherfucking
if you don't
high
have
tech
that,
machine guns.
we
Them
don't have
tanks.
that.
Them
We don't
ships
have
out at
that.
sea. Is that
We
gonna
don't
take
have
the
that.
land or that
We
Okay,
don't
paperwork?
have that.
like
We
I'll
don't
give
have
you
that.
I'll
If you
give you
don't
a
have
better.
that,
Hold
Neither.
on,
we don't
hold
have
on,
that.
hold on.
Neither.
Hold on. Wait
Neither.
a minute.
Neither. That's the answer. Neither.
I'm gonna tell you. Here's
Hey,
another
play
real
rock
world
paper.
scenario. Hold on. Here's a real world scenario. Look, Russia meddled with the election, right? But do you know why America's just slapping tariffs on them and not invading? Because they know they got a nuke too. So it's all paperwork with
So
Russia
they
and America.
know they
Because
not
they
worrying about the
know,
paperwork.
hold on,
You
but
said
they
it.
got,
They
but
know
I
they got
said
a nuke too. They got a
but
nuke too.
that's the combination I was
So it's a
telling
threat
you.
to nuke or
So
the
now,
paperwork.
hold on,
Oh Lord, bro. So it's just no paperwork, huh?
hold on.
Just no
Listen to me,
paperwork,
bro.
huh?
Listen to me, bro. Hold on.
It don't matter if everybody has nukes or not. It
I
don't
just
matter if everybody
Look.
got nukes or not.
Let
What's
me
the one
hold
thing the United States has that no one
on.
else
I
has?
just
Let
want
me
y'all to know the
hold on.
Answer
paperwork is
that.
to govern
Hold
us,
on.
man. I just want y'all to know
Let
that.
me explain this last thing I'm
So in
saying.
that
The
scenario, what's the
reason why
threat?
there's
The nuke or the
hold on,
paperwork?
just a second, just a second. If everybody in your community got a gun, you know everybody can shoot everybody. So in order to avoid the bloodshed,
That's
you're
not
gonna
true.
come up with a paperwork
That's not
system.
true, bro.
I'm saying in a civilized society, right? If
It's
you
some
know,
with
hey,
somebody
if
that got
I
some sense,
hold
bro.
on,
If you
just a
got
second.
sense, you gonna
I know.
fucking sign it.
So so what I'm saying is that if everybody got nukes, everybody got stealth bombers, everybody got this artillery, you know if you do something to them, they could potentially do something to you. So what do? Instead of going to war, I'm going to throw tax tariffs on you. I'm going to make sanctions on you. I'm going to weed you out through economic means instead of military. This isn't the days of Alexander the Great and Genghis Khan where you just invade a place because you got more force. Now everybody got some
Bro,
What?
shit.
it
You
is
What?
just
that
You
got to
way.
do
crazy, man?
paperwork.
Bro,
America
it is
invading
that way.
folks right now as we
Paperwork.
speak.
It is that
But
America
way.
we,
invading
but
folks right now as we
okay,
speak.
but
Can I
we're
can I
trying
No,
to we're trying to take over, and we don't have that,
well, we
you
don't have
listen.
what?
Man, come on with the
Nobody,
gun, man. Look,
nation
man.
building
bro.
is
You
Man,
gotta
against
be
the Wall
realistic,
communication
Street.
bro.
is
You got. I
supposed to
don't
be
know
Look,
who you
right
been
now.
listening to.
that
I don't think
man,
you've been doing no studying, bro.
that man took your shit with that gun, and
We're,
he ain't gonna give it back
we
with no
are. I'm
paperwork.
telling you, we're in the
So
21st
you,
century. This
Man, the
isn't the days of
paperwork is to
Alexander the
govern
Great
the
and Genghis
mental,
Khan.
man. The paperwork
People
is to govern the mental. That's
War
it.
is cyber
all
now.
right,
It's through
okay.
taxes, it's through economics. The whole conquest days are over because you have a global community called the United Nations. So if America said, "Hey, I just want to go into Sweden and wreck shop," the United Nations like, "No, you're not. You didn't get that approval. I don't care how much artillery you
Man,
got. You
You
can't
know
fight
why?
me.
You know why?
That's
if
You
I
know
literally
took
why,
your money
bro?
with if I took your money with a
You know
gun,
why?
you can't come back to me and show me a bank statement saying, "See, I'm showing you the bank statement. That was my money you took. You got to give it back."
Yo, let me say something, man.
no.
What
I
yo,
said
what y'all
it's a
missing?
combination. It's not just one thing. Matter of
Hold
fact,
on,
watch
bro.
this.
Let me say something, bro. What you
You, we
doing,
don't
bro?
even
It's not
have
what
the
you're right,
firepower. We
bro.
do
You're
not even
right.
have
It's
the
not just one
firepower to
thing,
take no fucking nothing. Nothing.
bro.
You
Let me say
have
something. Can I
nothing.
say something?
Go
The
ahead.
brother is right. It's not just. It's a combination, but what you're missing, bro. that the big dog is the United Nations. He's the one that calling the shot. He's the big dog. He's
Rude
not.
words in the building. What's up, brother? Peace.
What's going on, brother? What's going on, panel?
Man, it's good to have you on the show, man.
Yeah,
Welcome.
peace.
What up,
So
P?
look,
What up? What
I'll
up?
give you. Here's an even better example. Sweden has no military at all. But if America tried to invade Sweden, the United Nations is going to say no. You can't do that. Why are you doing that? And
But
then,
if they
so
if they
that's what I'm
really
saying.
want to do it, what's gonna stop them?
So it's a combination.
Hey, America is not a part of the United Nations. America has never took charges from the United Nations, man.
The United
Who
Nations are
said that?
taking place held where? In New
Who said
York.
that? Where
United
they
Nations
where,
don't
America,
even have an army.
Man,
where they get
why
their
y'all
I'm
talking
saying
that shit?
the United.
America don't stand on no paperwork. America stand on that
Wait a
motherfucking
minute.
military.
Whatever.
Stand on
What?
that
More. I just want to say peace
Whatever.
to you specifically. More. What's up? You know what I'm saying?
going on Islam, beautiful. Islam, beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, America stands on paperwork. Whoever ain't talking that paperwork,
Man, America stand on that
they got them
military.
Boy, you
And
crazy.
America is a child of the United Nations.
I
America
think
is a
I think
child
you
of
know
the
my
United
husband
Nations.
more.
who's that beautiful?
Man, America stands
Will,
on the military. You crazy.
Mr.
Huh?
Miss.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
You know
yeah.
my husband more.
It's all good, Mr. Mister. Yes.
Yeah, look, everything paperwork when everybody got weapons. So it's a combination of things. You're gonna have to, in a civilized society,
But at the end of the day, it's about that
Who
military.
who
it's two
said
things.
who said the United States is not part of the
You're gonna have
United Nations?
I did say
Straight.
that we ain't a part of no United Nations. United Nations was made in 1948. America been around since 1776.
That don't mean we can't
wait a minute.
join.
They're part of the
Why
United
we
Look,
join?
I'm gonna tell you like this. Why do America need to join the United Nations with the military we got?
They're
You
We ain't got to
already a
fuck with
you know
part of
y'all.
why?
the United
Let me say
Nations.
something. You
Oh
know why?
Lord,
You
boy,
know
you living
why?
in a
Because
fantasy,
you know
bro.
why?
You living in a
Nah, that's
fantasy.
Hey man,
Hold on,
reality.
bro. You know
is
why? You
weak,
know why?
bro. Hey man, the
Unless you guys
United
don't
Nations is
understand. Let me
weak.
say this. Let me say one thing. Unless you
All
guys don't
your
understand,
United
at one
Nations
point
is
you
weak. Y'all
guys
don't
is
even have
older.
a standing army.
Okay,
United Nations
Let me
don't
say
what?
even have
something.
a standing army.
Unless
Nigga,
So
you
you
America run the
listen,
world
bro.
because
Unless
of
you
their
guys
military,
understand.
not no paperwork.
It's
America
all
run the
it's
world because of their
all America
military.
off of
Call it what
paperwork,
you
man.
want.
Bro,
Call it what you
It's
want.
paperwork, man. Y'all niggas keep saying it's paper.
Nigga, America didn't kick in no doors with no paperwork. They kicked in doors with them tanks.
Y'all don't let nobody talk that talk paperwork, so it might be y'all that's war hungry. Everybody that talk paperwork win. The only ones that don't talk
No,
paperwork
that's
is
not
y'all.
No,
that's
this
not
he
true.
everybody
he
who
ain't.
got,
This
That's
nigga
not
ain't even
true.
got no fucking gun. You ain't got no firepower, and you ain't.
you
What
don't know
all
what I
this
got,
about?
brother,
How
man.
you gonna,
You don't know what I
bro?
got,
You ain't
brother.
got no.
Hey man, the
How you gonna fight
military
the
will get
U.S.?
in jail.
How you gonna fight the U.S., bro? How you gonna fight the
Man,
U.S.? How you gonna take some land?
what
Who you
I'm
gonna take
telling
it
you,
from?
what I'm
You gonna
telling
take it
you,
from your cousin?
the
You gonna take it
US,
from your
the
cousin?
US didn't get what they got with no
No.
damn paperwork, man.
Okay. How you gonna
They
get
got
what
what they
you
got
gonna
with them
get?
guns.
How you gonna get how you gonna get your land back?
No, they didn't. They got what they got through paperwork.
So when you go to them for your paperwork, they not freeing you, motherfucker. You still in their system.
Bro, are you talking, bro?
Hey, it's too
I
many
don't
people
think
talking though. We can't talk at once.
look.
You still
bro,
gonna live in the
bro,
same
I don't
house.
think,
You still
bro.
gonna drive the same car.
Hey,
You
for
If I
still gonna
let
go
everybody
you
to
that
the same
tell a
motherfucking
story,
job.
for
if
everybody
I let
that's
you
talking
tell a
about the
story,
web, hey, for everybody that's
if I
talking about
tell a
weapon,
story, of course.
for everybody that's talking about
What?
weapon, I want y'all to know the biggest weapon is the weapon within.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm trying to tell
Okay,
them.
okay. I know that, and I'm already there, and that's what led me here. I'm
If
sorry. Yours might
if a
lead you
lot
somewhere else.
if a lot
look.
of us was there, I don't think we would have been mentioning weapon to get our land back, to get what we need back. I
So
don't think we
look,
would have been
look.
mentioning weapon.
So flat
Hold
pain,
on,
watch
bro.
this, bro.
You losing me,
If
bro. You losing me, bro.
hold on, just say, hey, flat pain, plain. Watch this, bro. Simple. If I know you got just as much artillery as I do, I'm gonna come to you with some paperwork because I know,
With some
even though
fuck
I
with
know
some
I can
fucking
damage
sense.
you. Yeah, even though I know I can damage you, I know you got equal capability to damage me. I'm trying to reduce casualties. I'm gonna come over to you with some paperwork.
Okay,
Bro,
so
you already
now,
picked the
That's
direction,
now,
bro.
listen to me.
You already picked the
With that
Hey,
direction.
scenario you
everybody
just
keep
gave,
hearing that
with that
Listen,
scenario
listen.
you just
Let him
gave
talk.
me, wait,
Let him
with
go.
that
Hold
scenario
on,
you
hold on,
just gave me,
Raul.
no, listen, with that scenario you just gave me, what
African
was the
ass.
threat? What was the threat in that scenario? Your
why I said
guns and my
combination.
guns. So
It's a
we gonna come to a
combination.
peaceful solution so we won't have to use these
So it's
motherfuckers.
a
So the threat
combination.
is the guns.
It's a combination of artillery and paperwork. It's not
You
just
didn't fear the paperwork, you feared the gun.
no, but the paperwork resolves the issue. What I'm saying is you need both.
Okay, it may resolve the issue, but the biggest threat, the
But
basis, the
we
foundation of
know
why we
what
coming up, the foundation of why we coming up with this paperwork, because you got guns and I got guns,
That's
and
not
we don't
true.
want to hurt
but
each other.
That's
You
not what
have
we came
no
up with.
foundation.
That's not
guns. You
true.
have no
You're making a mistake.
guns.
You're making a
You
mistake. That's
have
not why
no
we
Hey
come up
y'all,
with the
if you're a
guns.
paperwork.
black man in America, the army is yours because you're from this land. Only these ignorant ass Africans be saying this ain't our army. So if a white man kill you and you ain't in no stupid ass black state, they're going to get in trouble for it. I digress. It's paperwork, all paperwork. When you sign
They're
that
gonna
black,
get in trouble for it.
they're
Man,
gonna
I
get in
want
trouble
y'all to
for it.
know, man,
So it's paperwork.
you're using the paperwork the wrong way, bro. That's not why
Hold
we're
on
using the
now, let's
paperwork.
talk about
What?
paperwork.
We're
The right
What?
using
way
the
to do
paperwork
it.
for guns
Paperwork
and
work
nothing.
Paperwork
all
is
kind of
not.
ways, bro.
Man, y'all
Paper
so
Is it
deep in the
paperwork or not?
matrix. Y'all
Is it
so deep and
paperwork or
stuck in
not?
the
It's
matrix, y'all don't
paperwork.
no,
realize.
Is
you,
it
bro. No,
paperwork or
no,
not?
no, you, bro.
Now y'all
They
gonna
got
say
you thinking you
Bro,
can
y'all
paperwork
stuck
win.
in the
is
They
matrix,
right.
got they
bro.
got you they got you thinking you can win without
They ain't got
paperwork.
me thinking I can
You
win. I got me thinking I can win.
You can't win if
exactly.
you
That's
black.
even
You
worse.
can't win if
That's
you
the how
black.
you
Why is it worse for me to think I can win? Man, you
Because
sound
you're in
bro
a
dumb.
you
contract.
bro
You're in a
what you
win
gonna win
contract
with?
with a loser.
What you gonna
You're in a
use?
win
Man, with
contract.
What
me.
you gonna use?
With
You're
What
me.
in a
what
You
you
know
win
why?
got?
You
With
know
contract.
why y'all
me.
niggas with the paperwork will never win? Because I
If
Hey,
come
you
let
to your
Rose
won't,
speak
you're
house.
in a
up. Let
win
Listen,
Rose
listen,
speak
contract
up.
listen.
of a
You know why
loser,
your
bro.
niggas will never win? Because I come to your house and I take your shit and I go to my house and say, yo, you gotta come with the paperwork, some type
Paperwork.
of paperwork that I created the law and the way the law and whatever that's in the paperwork. Now you gotta go and figure out to come and get your land, which I would never give up to you. If I really wanted to give you that land, I would just give it back to you because I took it by force.
Damn real.
Bro, you gotta understand
And the only
something
paperwork we can get in is
don't
the only way we can get out of that is through paperwork because we signed a black
Man,
contract.
you sound crazy, man.
And
bro,
you
you
gonna let
don't
me
that
Okay, who's gonna acknowledge the paperwork?
why is
Who's
everybody
acknowledging the paperwork? The
off?
motherfucker with the
Why
hey
gun.
flat plane, let him talk. Let him
you
talk.
scared, you scared these Africans. All I'm saying is, see, we came into America under the birth certificate and social security card
Here we
contract.
go.
All
Here
you
we go.
immigrant ass niggas and white people came over here through a contract. So everything is through a contract. It ain't through war. We didn't lose this country through war. We lost this country because we signed contracts.
And guess who signed the paper? Our own motherfucking people.
Islam.
Own motherfuckers, man. Come on with that,
That's what
bro.
I'm
You
talking
All
about.
people that be pushing this
That's what
bro,
I'm
black shit.
talking about.
Niggas
I
like
hate
What
to
y'all
y'all,
got
bro.
to
hey,
say
Niggas like
about
y'all
hey,
that
that sign
shit?
the
hey,
paperwork.
What
hey,
y'all
Niggas
flat
got
like
to say
y'all
plane,
that
about
sign
that
it.
shit?
Don't
flat
and
What
don't
plane.
y'all
lie.
got to say about
Hey,
that shit?
Keep it all the way real. Niggas like y'all that signed the paperwork. Niggas like us was fighting back in the days for our shit.
Nigga, what?
Man, you ain't
You
even
got the
from
game
America, bro.
fucked
I'm
up,
just
nigga. You
like,
got the
Hey,
game fucked
Rose, where
you
up.
you
ain't even
from,
over
No,
here,
you
Rose?
got
bro.
no game fucked up, bro.
Hey,
That's all the
You
Rose,
way
where
ain't
you
even
real.
over
from?
here
That's
Where
all
you
the
fighting.
way
from?
real. The same niggas that was
You wasn't
fighting
even over
Rose,
paperwork,
here
the same
fighting,
niggas
man.
Rose,
that
Your
was
where you
ass
fighting
got
from,
back in
bro?
the
not
days is the
over here
same niggas
fighting,
that's
bro.
still fighting today.
now
Your
take
ass
now take you the
Rose,
same
where you
dude that
I
from?
said
don't
if they
Where you
want to
understand.
from,
send us back
Rose?
to Africa, they can.
no, we're
Man,
not from
please.
Africa. That's the problem. We're not
I didn't
from
say we
Africa. That's the
were.
problem.
I didn't say we
You
were.
African
But
ass
Tech
niggas.
said if they
Hey,
want to send us back there, they
No,
can.
they
If
got
we
if
ain't
you
got
keep
our
Africa.
Africa
They
paperwork.
ain't
can't
from
send
this
us if
land.
we ain't from that land.
They can't deport us,
hey,
nigga.
hold on.
Ain't nobody
Hold
deporting
These
me.
on.
I
African ass
want
Hold
to know
niggas
on.
where
Hold
send
on.
Raul
If
from
if
too,
you
man.
if you keep saying you African American, they got the
Ain't
right to
nobody
send them
deporting
out.
me.
If you keep saying you African
I know,
American, they
but you
got the
don't
Motherfucker, I can
even know
right.
say
what
what I
you're
want
I
to
saying.
don't
say.
even
They
use
got
that
the
term
right.
African American, man.
They got the right, but you don't. But the
Well,
majority of
label
people do.
yourself. I label myself me.
You under a
You
contract. You write it on the contract. You write it on a
Yeah,
piece of
under my
paper. You got a
contract.
bank
You
account. You
using
got
their
a
label. You
mortgage.
using
You
their
got a
label.
Under
car.
my
You
contract.
using
Oh,
their
Everything
now
is
you
under
now
using
you
their
got
label.
contracts,
You
huh?
using
You
their
everything
damn
label.
you
real.
under
With
law.
myself.
Oh, now it's
With
paperwork.
myself.
You
I
using
Mass
got a
their
contract
paperwork.
with me.
Why would you need a
Mass
contract with
paperwork.
yourself?
I
to
got a
tell you what to
contract to
do.
me to be all I can be and be me and be me and be free. That's
For
why I
you
got a
even to be
contract.
on
Okay,
Facebook, you got a contract.
I
For you to
got
I
you.
even be
don't
on
need your
Instagram, you got
acknowledgement.
a
I don't
contract.
need your acknowledgement to be me. I don't need the government knowledge to be
Yes, you
me.
do.
I no, I
Yes, you
don't.
do. That's
You
why you
are
got the
well.
paperwork.
You live your
Yes, you
life
do. That's
like
why you
that.
got the paperwork.
You
Everything
live your
you
life
do is
like
in a
that.
official paper.
Yes,
You
you.
lying lie to
Man,
yourself,
come
bro.
on, man.
That's what you
And for
get,
you
Y'all,
to
man.
even
y'all
get on
sound,
Google, you had to get a contract. Dude, what are you
y'all
talking about?
sound,
For
man.
you to get a Google motherfucking
Motherfucker, with people like y'all,
you
we
had
gonna be under
contract.
the
You
government for the
lying, bro.
next 1,000 years. Our children,
You just
our
Bruh,
lying,
you
children,
don't,
bro.
children gonna be dealing
you
with this
don't,
shit
hey, you
You
because of
don't,
might need to
motherfuckers
go
like
back to
y'all.
Africa,
hey,
bro. You might
motherfuckers
need to
like
go back
you,
to
we ain't,
Africa, bro.
hey, motherfuckers like you, we
Some of
ain't
you
gonna
might need
have
to
no
go back to
motherfucking
Africa.
children. We ain't gonna have no children,
Hey,
fucking with
Yeah.
motherfuckers
look,
like you.
look, this we gotta
Hey,
accept the reality.
you
Listen,
notice he ain't had no response for that.
look,
When you
look,
said that if
Man,
he on
come
this
on with
hangout
that.
shit, he
That's
listen.
decided
you
to cut
talking. You
track.
talking
Look,
some crazy,
watch it.
man.
Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
Let me tell you why we have to think this is 21st century. If I gave
That plane must be like 50.
every single black person in America an AK-47, it will only take 4 pilots to come and bomb us all up, and we're done. The military uprising of black people in America is not going to overtake the government. It's just not going to happen. Even if I gave AK-47s to every single black person.
But if
So
you
we
give,
gotta look at something more realistic if we try
but
to
if you
overthink.
gave,
Well, I wasn't talking about taking it by force.
if
I
you
was
gave
just
Yeah,
saying
you
the way
were.
they. I was just saying the way they got it. The way they got it. They not gonna
Because
give
you
it
gotta
back
get
with
fucked
paperwork
up.
because
So
they
You
how
gotta
you
took it
get
by
gonna
fucked
get
up
force.
it?
because
How
So
you
I'm
gonna
just
get
saying,
it?
hey
not
yo,
acknowledging
the
it,
army
not
is
acknowledging
for
it,
the army is
not
for the
acknowledging it,
non-black people. The
y'all
army is
y'all
for
got
the
to
not
get
making it
non-black people.
real
The
in my
army is for
life.
the black people.
Close your eyes and
You
go to
saying that
sleep.
you black and
I
you
ain't got to go. I'm awake. I'm
No,
awake.
you're not, brother. No, you're
You
not,
still
brother.
want to get somebody power over you, man. You
hey, if you
still want
call
to
That's
get
how
somebody
you
some.
black,
see it.
if you call
That's how
somebody
you
black or
see it.
African, you are not woke.
It said
You
close
really
your eyes and go to
Is
Man,
sleep.
that
you want a
hey,
master.
say that
You
again,
want a
bro.
master, man.
Say that
The government
again.
is your
Say
master.
that
You want
again.
approval from the government. You
Hey,
want approval from these judges.
the
You want
government,
approval from the paperwork they created and gave to your
it
ass.
is
That's
the
Come on,
government is
man.
the
that's how
master
you
right
see
now,
it.
unless you can
That's
overthrow it.
reality.
That's how
Okay,
you
tell me
see
how
it.
you
That's
don't
how
live
y'all
in the
niggas
government
think,
system
bro.
then.
That's
Tell
how
me
Who
how
y'all
you don't
niggas
created
live
it?
in the
think. That's
government
not
Tell
how
me
system.
who
we do it.
created it.
We
Who
all
All
live
your
created
in
it?
the
damn
we
well,
government.
created
I'm
it.
talking
The
about do you live
Indians
in it?
created it. The Indian Negroes created it. We the ones who signed the contract.
Well, we out of sanity then. And we created
You
this
wasn't even a
bullshit.
part of this. You wasn't in Africa when this stuff was started. Y'all bloodline, see, y'all bringing this story from an
Man,
African.
come on with the game,
I
man.
know
Yeah, my boy
that's that
African.
African shit, my nigga. Don't cut the person from this land. I can teach you something real quick. You got an
Okay,
African
who
perspective.
told you these teachings? You know it for a
Me and my
fact?
grandma. My
You know
grandma
it
and
for
my grandma.
100% fact.
Yes. I
Okay,
know
well
you
go
don't.
on with the teachings then.
Let me talk then, brother, because you don't have no teachings. You just run
Okay, you can't tell me what I don't have.
You
okay, where you
telling
get your
it.
teachings
You
from?
telling it. You telling it.
Where you
You
get
can't
your
tell me what
teachings
I don't
from?
have.
Where you get your teachings
Shit,
from? And can I
all
say
you gotta do is talk.
where
I
you
All you
get
get
your
gotta do is
teachings
where
talk.
you
from?
get
See,
the
I
You
same
know, you
place.
know
I
your
get it from me.
Where you get
when
your
you
I
teachings
talk,
get it
from?
from me.
I know you don't have no teachings. Like I
when you
said, you don't
talk,
have
we know your
nothing.
Okay,
teachings.
well, that's your opinion, brother. I
Okay,
can't
I'm
fight your
asking you.
opinion.
You asked me where my shit is at. I told you my grandma and Noble Jew Ali. Where your
Okay,
fake ass?
that's your reality.
You don't have none. So
That's
you're
your
just
reality.
you
You
don't
can't
have
tell me
nothing to
what I don't
stand on,
have.
brother. Can I
That's
see
your
it?
well, I respect your opinion, but I don't agree
No, I
with
don't
it.
respect your opinion because you don't have nothing to stand on.
I respect your opinion, but
Is
I don't agree
my
with it.
brother. That's why y'all keep cutting people off because y'all have nothing to stand on.
I
Not even.
respect your opinion, but I don't agree with it.
I don't respect your opinion because you have nothing to
Well,
stand
that's
on.
your choice. That's your
I know
choice.
it is. You have no choice but to respect
You
my
have
opinion.
no. Yeah, you're black. You're black, my brother. You're black.
Well, that's
And
your
you're
opinion,
black.
brother.
You're black-minded, bro.
You can put well with the left. I know me. You
I'm
can't
just trying to
tell
say
me about me. I know me. I am
you don't have
me.
nothing to prove.
Okay, yeah.
You don't even have you call yourself flat power and you don't even have a map.
I
You have
am
nothing
me,
to
man.
stand on. Nothing, brother. Shit, so
You
let me
don't
just
have
talk
a
for a second.
map because you don't have a map because
I
you don't
don't
have
need
a
a
map because
motherfucker to tell me who
you
I
never
am
circulated the
you
with some
don't
you
know
paperwork.
who
never
you are.
circulated the
Can
earth
you show me
and
who
took
you
a
are?
picture for himself.
Raul, what you
What?
talking
I
about,
mean, man,
Raul?
all I'm
Oh,
trying to
he
say is
trying to say you don't have a
What?
picture of the map. He don't have a picture of the map neither. He's using somebody else's picture.
no, I'm not. I'm using motherfucking goddamn it
Yeah,
damn, I'm
yeah,
using that.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
using the
Somebody
I'm
else
using
shit.
You
coordinations,
child. You
man.
child. You child.
I'm using degrees and coordinations, man.
That
You see
motherfucker
what I'm
always
saying?
had a brain fart.
Just I don't like to like when you be like you always dog people, but you don't let them talk. So I'm saying that you don't have shit to stand on. That's why you do it, brother.
I got everything to stand on me.
That's a
And I
fact,
don't need nobody
bro.
acknowledgement.
All my stuff certified.
Bro,
Can I please
What I'm
see that
trying to tell you, brother, I don't need no government acknowledgement to say I'm me. I don't need
you
another
are
motherfucker to
the
tell me
black
who I am.
subject of
That's real
America.
talk.
you just gonna say
Will never have
I'm me.
nothing.
You gonna say I'm me my whole life and never do
You
anything
damn right. What
serious?
else can I do? I'm me.
You drive a
I
car?
am nothing but me. I
You
can
drive a
never be
car?
nothing but
And me is the
myself.
third.
You drive a car? You drive a car?
He talking about he me
Everybody
is the
do.
third
All
person.
right
Me ain't
then.
even down.
All
What
Me
they
right
ain't
got
even
to do
then.
with anything? anything.
That
What the fuck?
motherfucker is registered with the government.
I don't give a fuck, but they don't tell me. They can't tell me
Okay,
who I am.
I know you don't
They can
give a
say what
fuck.
their
That's
car
the
is. Their car is not me.
All right.
They talking some third person shit. Me is a third
All
person.
right.
Third person,
Man,
bro.
me is me.
No, it ain't me. It's not you. Me is the third person word. Like I, you, me. What the fuck name, man? You know some bullshit. That's obviously, you know, y'all
Well, okay. Well, go ahead. Go ahead with your acknowledgments, brother. Go ahead. Good luck on your journey to have somebody tell you who you are.
No, we're telling them who we are. We're telling them who we are.
Well, good luck. Good luck on you getting somebody to agree with you on who you are.
Oh, okay.
Right. We know who we are.
Okay, then. Well, good luck on your agreement. Get your paperwork. Let them stamp it. Say I agree with you, brother.
Right.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is that it's a
go ahead,
combination of things.
big
Look,
ass lies, and don't have nothing to stand on. That's what
Do you
black
have?
We
Hey,
have
do
ourselves,
you have
bro. We have
land?
ourselves.
You
We don't need
standing on
nobody
another
to stand
motherfucker
on.
shit. You
We don't
standing
need
on
nobody
another
to stand
motherfucker's
on.
ideas
Man,
and
this
shit they
my
done
land,
passed on.
bro. This is my land. We fought for this land and lost the war. We ain't come on a
matter
new,
of
bro.
fact, let's
All
Yeah,
hold
right.
that's
on.
fine, bro.
It's
Let's talk
our
That's
about.
land.
black,
Hold
man.
on. We could talk about how they did take over these territories and
He
paperwork.
don't know
They
that. He
would
don't
now
even
watch
know.
this.
He
They
don't
would
know.
give. They gave the watch this. Hold on. They gave the Native Americans these bogus treaties, right? And what happened was the Native Americans was like, okay, you go uphold these treaties with the paperwork, and then
What
they
year,
stop
bro?
upholding the treaties, and then all of a sudden they took all these land. Like
What
so,
year
they
was that?
kind of took over this stuff. I'm talking about in the 1600, all the way back to like the
They
15,
did not touch
1600.
America
Bro,
until
let me say
1778,
something, bro.
bro.
No,
If
no, I'm
listen, bro,
talking
if
What?
they
about
took
the accumulation. It
over
was an
our land, let me
accumulation
say this, bro.
process.
If they took
It
over our land with paperwork, hold on, but if they took over our land with paperwork, that means that we signed the paperwork and gave them the land. That's not
No,
what
that's
happened, bro.
saying after
yeah,
the
I'm
They gave
talking
us,
Okay.
they
about
gave us
But
it
the
was an
paperwork. They
do
accumulation.
you
gave us
know
the
who
paperwork.
signed it? Do you know who signed
Bro,
that
let me say
paperwork?
something.
Do
Bro,
you know who
hold on.
signed that
I'm about to tell
paperwork?
you. I'm about to
y'all don't
tell
even
you.
know the
I'm
year
about to
it
tell you.
happened.
I
What year
already
I'm
did
about
it
to
know.
tell
happen?
you. So hold
I
on.
What
already
year
So
did
hold
it
know.
on.
happen?
So
Y'all don't
they
even
gave
get
us.
It
years.
So
wasn't
hold on,
one
bro. So
year. It
hold on.
was
So
So
they
it,
we
gave. They
signed
gave
that we
us.
gave it to them. They didn't take it.
No, we did
Who?
not.
no,
Who
No, no,
signed
no,
it?
no,
Who
no,
y'all don't
look,
signed
know what
it?
y'all talking about.
look,
Y'all can't even give a year.
They
look,
don't
The
know, bro.
year,
They don't know, bro. They just talking, bro. They
look.
the
think they
brother
know the
that y'all
law and
talking
shit.
about. Let
They
me just
just
do one
speaking out
thing.
their ass.
It's
In the
not
Civil
Bro,
just
I'm
War,
one
about
year, brother.
in the
It's through
Civil
us.
War, and the American Revolution.
No, there was over 100 different treaties. It didn't happen in just one year.
Okay, I'm more
It was an
when was
accumulation
the first
of
Treaty of America, bro?
So that mean the
no,
motherfucker
no, no,
changed
no,
his
no.
mind a
I'm
hundred
not
times.
talking. Look, listen to me. I'm not talking about the
No, it was a
United
hundred
States of
different things they
America.
wanted. God
I'm
damn it.
talking
So
about
they
when the
changed their
Span.
mind a hundred
Hold on,
times.
listen. I'm talking about when the Spaniards and the British start coming over here. What they start doing? They started making treaties with these Indian tribes, right? And then
Because
over time, hold on, just a second.
I
Now,
apologize.
after hundreds of years of this, of them setting up these bogus treaties, the Native Americans started losing power because guess what? The Europeans weren't upholding themselves. So now you get all the way to the 1700s. Now all of a sudden you got this fraction that's trying to break away from the British. And they call themselves Americans and stuff, right? And then you got that whole thing. And even in the 1800s, they're still warring with Native Americans. And then they give them a treaty. And guess what? They don't uphold the treaty. So through a long process and accumulative time, they was using the paperwork and then lying about the paperwork. And then that's how they kind of took over.
All
So
right, let me
why
tell you.
you? So
I don't
why
have
do you want to continue this insanity? So why do
when
you want to
Bro,
continue
that's
this
not.
insanity,
It's
man?
not what I want
you
to
keep
do,
doing
it's
it.
what it is.
See, when you keep
Man,
doing
you
that,
don't.
white man came over
Okay.
here and did something that's just a
Well,
total
it's gonna
That's
lie.
what it
continue to be.
is.
Well, it's gonna continue to be what it is.
Years. It's called the Civil War. We was in control of this land until the end of the Civil War. Y'all keep coming from this African slave ass nigga shit. Some of us are native.
I don't know if anybody said anything about Africa
Let me
or the
say
slave
one,
shit. I
let me
don't
say
know.
one little
You
thing,
ain't gotta
bro.
say it. You ain't gotta
One
say
little
it.
thing.
You ain't gotta
Because I
say
keep
I
it.
don't know if anybody said
when
that.
you say the native, you're taking that away
It's
from me,
it's
bro. You
coming. It's
say the
coming
native.
from. It's coming
So
from your
you must be
dialogue.
acting like you come from Africa. There's nothing wrong with being an African slave. Just don't tell the story of the Indians over here that was fighting. Because y'all get y'all's history from y'all's masters.
We
See, y'all
are.
don't
We
even know the
are.
year that they started
We
signing
we
contracts. The
arguing
first
because we would never come to a solution or conclusion
there
with
go the
this
African.
bullshit they
No,
created. We living
I'm
in.
gonna tell you this,
you
bro.
would
This
Yeah,
not.
brother
you
right,
gotta
this
keep
brother,
Man,
it
come on,
this brother
man.
right here
Don't
I
just
say
mean,
what
if
we
you're a
do.
Native American, I don't know what that has to do with me, bro. I mean, if that's what you are, I mean, I'm not
No,
here
you
to discredit
saying
nothing.
American
I'm just
come
Indian.
saying,
over here and
man.
did something. So I'm saying that you
What
wasn't
it
even
say?
over here, and if you was over here, you was in a noose, bro. So let the people that
Yeah, but I don't. When did I say you were African? I don't remember saying that.
you said the Europeans came over here, and the story is, bro, when the Europeans came over here, they came
Yeah,
over
but how does that translate into you being an African though?
Because it's saying you're in your dialogue. That's what you're saying
That's what you're saying,
in
bro.
your
How did I
dialogue.
said
You don't.
European?
You
Okay,
yes.
like
But
wait a
we're
minute.
not on the
That
stage
is
of
what you're
subject. Let me just say my story
speaking
about getting
of.
cut off. I didn't even cut you off, bro. Why can't the native tell the story? Why can't I just say something about some African ass niggas cutting me off? I didn't cut you off, bro. All I'm
But
saying is
I'm trying to see where you're saying
all
I
the
said you
paperwork.
were
Okay, let me
African
just
though.
talk real quick, bro. All this paperwork started in 1786. That's the first time America became America. That's the first time when all the Indians and the black Indians and the white Indians fought over here, and when we lost, we came back in our cities under this contract out of grace.
You
I'm
damn right
Man,
talking
you
know
know,
that.
about.
as
You
long as
damn
we
right
keep
that's where I was
accepting
going
this
to
shit
speak
on
with you.
they
Your
titles
niggas
and they
punk out.
labels and
You damn
you know
right.
they
Your niggas fought
boundaries,
and
man,
lost
you got
and
to
punk
real
out and signed their
everything you
paperwork.
see far as you can see is yours, man, and
Yeah, but
mine.
you're
You see,
listen.
hold on,
There
bro.
was white
Go
people
Hold
get
over
on.
it.
here
if
Go
y'all
before
want
get
to talk
it.
about
prohibition and
natural
Go
everything.
law,
get
One
it.
at a
Go
I'm
get
saying if
time,
you
it.
want to talk about natural law,
Go get it.
Let
Go
me
get it.
talk.
It's
Let me
like you're
talk.
Everything,
talking
every,
Let me
about
say
the
every,
something.
formation
everything
of
in your
America.
face,
I'm
Let
talking
me
about
say
everything
something.
slavery.
in
One
your,
at a
every,
time, y'all.
every,
One at a
everything in your,
time.
everything in your face is
Let me
yours.
let
Let me see. Hold
non-tempo,
on. Hold on. Hold
non-tempo.
on. I'm already. I'm
Let me
already
talk to
talking.
non-tempo right
I'm
quick.
already talking, bro. I'm already talking, bro.
All right,
Everything,
go ahead, bro.
everything you say you can see that's in your face is yours. Let me see you go get it. Let me see you put your name on it. Build a
put my
house in that
name on it.
motherfucker. Grow some goddamn
Can I talk?
vegetables and
I
fruits
bet
on that
my Google
motherfucker.
side ain't yours. I bet my Google side ain't yours. Over
Okay,
there.
now when I say by that, now we talking about natural law. Now you want back reconform me back to a law a motherfucker wrote for me.
Can I
What?
talk now? All right. So
How
now,
can
now
you
we fit.
how can you abide by a law? How can you abide by a law that you think
Who
is
wrote
natural?
it?
That's not
Who
even
wrote it?
listen,
Who wrote it?
listen, 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 listen,
Answer the question. Answer the
listen.
question.
How
Answer
can
the
Yeah.
you how can you abide by a law that you think is natural that's not even under a natural circumstance? What are you saying?
Who wrote the laws you live by?
What? No, listen. What are you saying, bro? What? Listen. The laws
That's a good question. I'd like to answer it.
are
If
natural
you
laws
okay.
that are just written down.
The question
All
is
of our
Oh,
laws
hey,
were down in
I already answered it.
1856.
Hey, I already answered
All of
that
our
before all
laws
y'all
were
came.
down in 1856. And in 1856, that's when they took all the Latin laws
Hey,
and maxims and turned it into English. It's 1856 Bouvier's law.
I think
I'm
you
showing you and
breaking
telling
up,
you where
bro.
it came from.
that's when your niggas give it up. That's when your niggas start dealing with the paperwork.
18,
This
thank
shit
you. In
gotta stop.
What you mean,
1856,
y'all
Bouvier did it.
niggas? Boy, boy,
Every
you
all y'all,
nigga. You talking about
all
y'all
y'all right
niggas?
now. Hold on, let me talk. I'm not talking for
Hey, we
everybody
gotta
right now.
accept that.
That's talking on the
Wait,
behalf
my
of the
fault, my fault,
paperwork.
my fault.
If
I
you're
don't my
not,
fault, bro.
if you're
That's
hold on,
what's
if you're
happening.
not, hold on, if you're not talking on the behalf of the paperwork, then I'm not talking to you. But everybody that's on the behalf of the paperwork, I'm talking
I
to y'all
am.
niggas. Your niggas
Facts,
punk out back then, and your niggas is still
facts,
punk right now. That's why your niggas
You
is
want to
trying
keep the
to
same shit going and going and
wait,
going
I
like
got
an
you. Wait,
y'all
energized
niggas
battery.
know how the paperwork come into
Okay,
existence.
what do you do to end the paperwork?
You
Please
Please.
tell
You
me.
we
just go
do.
back and
We own
We
land.
have no
You be you,
Hold on.
military.
you,
We
you
can't
I
overtake
be
this
me.
We claim
You
military.
be
back.
you have
you.
a
Claim back our
Give me
land.
military
a
involved.
That's what we
realistic
do.
solution to ending the paperwork, not fantasy
Listen,
stuff like we're all going to
we
get
are the
weapons.
military is the
Give
face
me
of
a realistic solution to
They
ending the
can't,
our
paperwork.
man.
One at
They
a time,
can't.
one at a time, one
we
at a
are
time, one at a time.
we are the
One
military. The military is ours. Y'all steady giving it away to them. Everything is fucking
Okay,
yours. Why
give me
go
the realistic solution to
why
what
use
is the
this
executive order you gonna
military that we
sign?
have to
the
overtake the
military? We
paperwork.
are
What
A
the military.
solution?
realistic solution is you go ahead and fill your paperwork out.
Hey, y'all, can we give him a solution
No,
to
all I hear is, hey,
Hey,
One at a
paperwork
time,
that
man.
one at a
war funny.
time, one at a time, one at
I
a time,
want
one at a time.
a
can I give him a
realistic
solution?
solution. Okay, y'all don't like the paperwork. The paperwork's a part of the problem. What is the realistic, real world solution that people or black folk in America, Native Americans, whatever you want to call yourself, what do they do to end the paperwork?
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this.
I give
I'm
you
gonna tell you
and
simply.
I just
Look
want to say
here.
one thing, but it's going to take me a minute.
You know the only reason that the paperwork has power is because we agreeing that it has power. If one day everybody woke up and say fuck the paperwork, when agreeing to that
It's
shit,
not realistic. You're
That
not
is
gonna
Yeah,
realistic.
y'all
That
convince
got
is
y'all
1.2
realistic.
all got a
million
time
people to
in.
say F the paperwork. You're not
Kenny,
gonna
man,
That is
convince
y'all
all the
realistic.
black people. That's not. So
can
you're
we have a
telling me you can get all the black people in America to say fuck the paperwork? That's not realistic, bro.
no,
I'm
Not
talking
all the
about
black.
Well,
a realistic.
we all
One at a
agreeing that we
time.
need the
One at a
paperwork.
time.
I
One at a
We
want
all
All
a
the black
agreeing that we
people.
need the
realistic.
paperwork.
What
one at
you
a
just
All
said
time.
people.
is not
One.
realistic. You
All
can't get
people.
all the black people in
We
America
make
to
we
say
Not
make
paperwork.
re,
all the black
well
people.
we
That's
all in
not
All right,
agreement that
let's
we
say
realistic.
need
you
the
want
I
to take
asked
paperwork.
over the
for a
paperwork.
realistic solution. That's not
So
Uh-huh.
realistic.
Do you
realistically,
want to?
we
Do
all in
you guys want
agreement
to
that
hear?
you need the
I
paperwork.
got
So
one.
that's the route.
I got a solution. The solution is to take over
Yeah.
the paperwork. That's the solution. Is to take over it.
Okay,
Oh,
so
now
how
you
would you
want to
go
take
about
over.
doing that?
Now you want to take over the paperwork.
Man,
Yeah,
fuck
we
How
the
would
did
you
it
go
with
paperwork.
about doing that?
ourselves.
Y'all niggas is lost, bro.
How we lost?
Y'all
Nah,
niggas
you
is
lost.
lost.
You deep in
Tell
the
him
How
you
we?
matrix,
How we?
didn't,
dog.
bro. Tell
Oh
him
no
you
no.
You
How
talking
we
deep in
about
the
the
lost?
matrix.
takeover. You talking about how paperwork. We talking paperwork. That's how they took over us. Now take over the paperwork. You
Yeah.
sound like a fool.
How I'm.
You sound
How,
like a fool
so
saying
What?
you
hold on.
need
So
some
How?
paperwork
all right. So
How?
all
to
right. So now
village.
so hold on,
How?
bro. So let's talk real. Hold on, bro. So
Okay.
let's talk. Hold
Okay.
on. So let's talk. Let's talk. Hold on, bro. Let's talk real. So I come to your house, right? So I took over your house, and I say you need paperwork to get your house back. So tell me. So tell me how you gonna get your house back.
First of all,
Okay,
you brought paperwork with your ass. Come
I
on,
brought
bro.
them
Y'all just
guns.
speaking out your
I brought the
ass.
sheriff. I brought them guns.
But you didn't.
so
But you
we're
didn't. But you didn't though. But you didn't. But you
All right.
okay.
didn't.
All right.
Y'all
We're
All
are,
right.
not
bro.
talking
Bro,
about
you
a
gotta
house.
understand, bro.
You
We
bro,
Y'all
bro.
talking
y'all.
Don't say
about
Hold
I
on. Hold
didn't.
on. Hold
Don't say
on.
they
Hold on.
didn't.
Hold
You
on.
brought both
Hold on,
of
man.
them with you.
Y'all just look. You gotta understand what y'all are doing. Look, I do research and I study this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm not just talking. You are just talking, and I know it
They
for a
come to your
fact.
house in force, man, with the sheriff. That's a
You
force.
talking? That's what if. That's a what if. You
Man,
talking
come
what
on with the
ifs.
game.
If I got my if they come if the motherfucker come to my house with force and I got my paperwork, the motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
gonna force their ass about my shit.
Yeah, they sure lie.
Yeah. So what I'm
Exactly.
saying is
No,
this,
that's not
man.
what I. That's not
In
even
the
what I'm
state
talking
we're
about, bro.
look,
I'm
in
not
the
even
state we're in right now,
talking about that. I don't know why
we
you're
are
bringing that. I'm
in.
saying.
We
I'm saying you got a house. I don't.
Let Raul let
No, I
Raul
don't
go.
care. What I don't care.
Start
What.
over, Raul. Start over, Raul.
All
Start
right. So
over.
I'm saying that. That's not. I'm saying I don't care if you got a paperwork for your house or not. I don't care. I'm saying I come. You. I come to your house. I took your house, and then I say, yo. In order for you to get your house back, you gotta meet
But that's not how it happened.
my
That's not how it happened. You're making shit up.
That's
That's not how it
exactly
happened.
how it happened.
bro.
okay.
That's
So wait a
exactly
Okay.
how
minute.
it
That's the
happened,
right.
bro.
Hold
Okay.
on.
That's
No, no,
I'm
Okay.
no.
saying,
We
bro.
ain't
Okay.
Hold
gonna
on,
let him
bro.
get
Let
away
me
with
hold
that.
on.
Hold
Okay.
Let me hear that brother go for a little bit.
Yeah, but you
When you
getting
say that's
away
not
from
how
the
it
point, though.
that's not how it happened, bro. If that's not how it happened, we would have never fought back before. We would have never fought.
Look, I ain't
If that's
bro,
not
talking
how it
about the
bro,
happened.
past.
bro, you
Hold
gotta
on.
listen. Hold on. I'm going back. You gotta understand. Paperwork was signed. It's just that we signed the paperwork. It's just you know what I'm saying. Like
We
we like you gotta understand. Over here, we was at war with each other too. We disagreed too, and you had people without the same views,
we
and
was
they were
always like
promised.
that. We
Hold
was
on,
always
hold
like
on, hold
that.
on, hold on. They were promised this and that, but for a signature, man. You like
So
this shit
like
is
I
deep.
said,
Hold on.
bro,
Now,
like
now,
I
wait a
said,
minute.
like
That's
I
the
said,
red
bro,
herring. I didn't mean to go
like I
there
said,
because
there
it's
was
been away
always,
from the
like
point.
I said,
Hold
bro,
on.
the
I'm
people
not
that
interested in the past. I'm interested in the future. Everybody's saying paperwork is a problem. I'm still waiting for a realistic solution to ending the paperwork.
He about to
What?
come to my
Okay,
house and he
whatever.
about to come to my house and take
Look,
my
yeah,
shit.
whatever happened in the past happened in the past. We in the future now. What do we do to get rid of the paperwork system that is realistic?
In the
Y'all got to get
future.
rid of this. What
take
it?
In
over
the
Y'all,
it.
y'all,
future,
y'all,
right?
hey, y'all
Yeah,
got,
in the
hey,
future. What does
y'all got to get
Okay,
rid.
so
Y'all got
that's
to,
what I'm saying about the call
y'all,
validity and the chain of
hey, hold
reaction.
on, y'all,
Once you do it and implement it now, you have the option to obliterate things like that then. Because again,
exactly. It's a
we're talking about
process.
hmm
setting up that part of the fight, that part of the argument, that part of the process for our ancestors, our kids is coming. We gonna be the ancestors then. We gotta be able to leave them something to give them a foot ahead. That's
Life
all I was
insurance,
saying at the beginning of
I
it. You know
know.
what I'm saying? So that to me is the
insurance.
realistic way to obliterate it is to go through the process right now with what we have to use right now. Right now, that's it. We have to work within and outside of the confines.
Right.
Of the
This
confines
is a
of realistically,
process.
that's all I'm saying. So we're not saying that you
Right.
won't be able to do that in 10 generations. We're not saying they're going to need it in 10 generations. We're just saying give them the
Right.
option for 10 generations. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Thank you. It's a process. You can't just like it's a process and we're under a system. Like you're under it, point blank period. What you gonna do? Just walk outside and live outside? Huh?
I
What you
hope you
gonna
guys know.
do?
I hope you guys know that the beach don't have no plan of letting you guys like off the hook. His plan is to find more ways to keep y'all where you're at. So no matter how hard like y'all work to get your way
Uh,
up, y'all don't
that's true. That's
y'all
true.
think y'all going up. Y'all probably think y'all going up, but the ladder is going higher, or the bar is going up higher for y'all. So y'all would never reach it on by
So how you gonna do
without
it?
just
Stop talking about us. How you
reverse
gonna
it.
do it? No, how you no, tell us
You
how you
just
gonna do it.
it gotta stop. Our ancestors did it back in the day, and right before it happened,
What did
like
they do? What did they
me and
do?
you.
What did
Hold on,
they do?
bro. We
And
fought.
we lost.
That. It wasn't. Yeah, we
We
lost
have
sometime.
no
I mean, we lost sometime, but
firepower.
what
We
about the
have
time
no
we win? What about the
firepower.
time we win, bro? What about the time we win? Why you always want to talk about the time? Why we
What
always
about
gotta talk
right
about the time we
now?
lost to
What
them?
about
Hey
right
man,
Why we
now?
always
he
gotta
don't want
talk
to
about
fight. He
that
just
time?
want to get his
Why can't we talk
paperwork.
about the time we win to them
He
too?
just want to be.
What?
He just want to go back
Man.
into the matrix and
Boy,
I ain't
make
sit
trying
your
to
him
go,
make
bro.
childish ass down.
Listen,
You
like
make
I
him.
childish,
said,
bro.
like I said, they are the one. Like I said, they are the one back in the day when we fought that go and sign the paperwork back in the day.
What
They are
war?
the
What
one,
war?
and the one,
What date? What date was
and us
this?
today that
What
still
war was
fighting
this? What date
today,
was
huh?
this? What war was
You
this
say
and what
what
date
deal
was
is this?
this?
It
What
was
war? What?
1865.
When whatever year you
War.
give,
They made it
whatever year
sign
you give. I don't care about year. I don't
after
care about date. I
1866.
care about what
They made it
happened, and
sign
I
I
care
can't.
about
I
World
can't
War
hear
II.
you.
I don't care about when it happened, bro.
Hold
In
on.
I
What?
don't care about date
Say it
or when
again.
it happened, the
1864,
time. It don't matter to me. It's what happened. That's what matter to me. What it is what
in
So
happened. I don't
so
care
eighteen
what when.
how do you know that's what happened? How do you know that's what happened?
Because I know that's what happened. My ancestors telling
No,
me,
you
and,
don't
and
just
my
know.
brothers
How
and
did you?
sisters
How
is
did you
still talking
know?
about it today. Because, like I said, my ancestors told me that, and my brothers and sisters is still talking about it today, and I could see it happening.
So
Where
tell
is?
so
Where is
So
the?
I
Where
so
are
don't
so
care
those
so
about
tell
when
so
it
records?
tell me
Where
this,
happened.
are
brother.
those
So
I just care
records?
about what
Where
so
are
happened.
tell
where
me
are
this,
those
brother.
records?
So tell me this, brother. You got your paperwork. They acknowledge you as whatever you want to acknowledge yourself as. They're in agreement. Now, how did your day go? How did your day go from there on?
Dude,
You
you
be
gotta
practicing
understand. This is a.
right.
Hold
You
on.
be
This is.
practicing.
Hold on. This is a.
I'm
What
just
I'm talking
overwhelming
about
the
doing.
conversation. I'm just like,
Hold
it
on,
got the
brother.
paperwork do work. You asked the question, what year, and I'm trying to give you the year. The year was 1856, and they signed us under Civil War II, and they gave us the Civil Rights Ku Klux Klan law. You asked the year, I'm giving it to you, and that's after a civil war. So we have to let our people know that we warred
Hold
over
on.
here, and we wasn't on the loose. And it wasn't no Europeans. We was fighting with ourselves. So my guy is right. We gave it up. We didn't
No,
get took.
I'm
We
talking.
gave it
Hold
up.
on. You said we won a war. You said we won a war.
Yes, we won all the wars
You
until
said we won.
1778. Yes, we was warriors. This whole, I mean, from a console perspective, I don't know from a noose perspective. From the console perspective, and from what my
Nah,
guy's
see,
saying, we were fighting over here
no,
for
I
200
was just.
years.
That what I'm saying. I was really just asking him to see what he was gonna tell me. I wasn't asking you. God damn it, nigga. I know you know.
Hey, what up? What up? What up, everybody? Hey, we can't act. We can't act like. We can't act like though. We can't act like. We can't act like though. When we submit certain paperwork, we can affect. We can shift shit with paperwork, bro. Depending on how you respond to some shit, man. You can change a motherfucker's action towards you, man. When you put in certain. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but you can change shit with some paperwork,
Hey, and
man.
that's
Like
what
you
I was
On
guys
some
gonna
said,
real
like
say.
you
shit.
guys
This
said, like you
look.
guys said, it's a
This is a.
process. Like you guys said, it's a
Yeah,
process.
yeah.
But
It's a step. It's a step.
if we want this shit to be done today, we gotta do it. We gotta do it now.
We
If we
not
want
doing it
something to be done
today.
We
now,
can
We
do.
know it.
we
It's
Hey,
not.
need.
It's
we
not
can
gonna
do.
happen today.
We
It's not
can
gonna
do.
happen today.
It can be stuff things that can be done by force, man. But you gotta have certain strategy in order to be successful. You can't just act
You're right. You
irrationally
you're right.
with your
You're
force,
right.
man.
You're right.
You gotta have
You
strategy
gotta
with
have a
that shit,
strategy.
man.
And
You're
I
right.
hate
And
You gotta
that
have a
it's always
strategy.
the
I'm
Jamaicans
not
that's
mad. I'm
dropping
not
the
saying
signs, though.
don't need that.
Always like, I know I hear the Moors doing something, but it's always the Jamaicans that's dropping the science for us, too. Because I be always against people, but every time I hear like certain Jamaicans talk, they be like, look, motherfucker, do your paperwork. The shit gotta work. Shit,
He
people in
must
other
not.
countries.
My boy
Shit,
must not be in Jamaica.
stuck in our black. My
Where you?
fault.
Hey,
I'm almost done. We're the only people stuck in our
They said
blackness.
what,
where you at, Raul?
bro?
And,
I'm
and,
telling
and,
you,
and I was gonna say, and there's ways you can get property through paperwork. There's ways you can get
listen,
vehicles. There's ways you
see,
can get all kind of shit through
Don't
paperwork,
tell him
man.
nothing. Don't tell him
I'm
nothing.
telling
Don't
y'all,
tell him nothing.
I done did it. I done did this
Don't tell
shit.
him nothing.
So tell me
Don't
this:
you tell him nothing.
Did the Matrix create the paperwork?
No,
You
you
look like
create
a
it.
damn Matrix.
You create the paperwork yourself, bro.
Bro,
You
We
create it.
still we
flat
still
You
plane.
create it.
we still trying to figure out ways to wiggle and mingle through
It's a
Yeah,
a
yeah.
system that's no
process.
It's
good for
It's
multiple way.
a
us.
It's
process.
multiple ways,
It
flat. It's multiple
it's
ways
a
to skin a
process.
For a
cat, man. It's
system that's
multiple
no
ways to
good
skin
for
a cat.
us.
It's
It's
multiple
a
ways though,
process.
bro. It ain't just
It's a
one way.
process. It's a process, bro.
So what
We gotta
system
use what you
is good
got.
for us?
You
Going
gotta
back to
use
Africa,
what you got. You gotta use what you
what
got,
system is
bro.
good for us?
we
Going back to Africa,
all that we got right
I
now.
ain't say
We
shit
using
got
about
paper.
no go back
everything.
to Africa. I ain't from no
We got
goddamn Africa.
ourselves.
Our system then. You just answered your own question. This is our system then.
Listen, all right, go ahead then, brother. Well, the system ain't working, goddamn it.
Exactly, because we not in control.
Are we?
And
If
the
we
only
was
way
in
to get
control,
And
it'd be working.
control of yourself.
exactly. How you gonna get back in
Man, come
control?
on,
Word,
How
man.
you gonna get back in
every word.
control?
Come on, man.
How we? Hey, bro, real talk, flat plane. Real
So,
question. How
so
we gonna
it's
get
the
back in
same
control?
car,
Bro,
the
we know,
same
bro.
Hold
system,
on,
We
flat
know
but if
how.
plane.
you drive it, it's
Listen,
gonna
bro.
go
Listen.
faster.
Let me. Can I say
Flat
something? Can I
plane,
say
flat
something? I
plane,
think.
flat plane.
I think. I
How
think
we
we
gonna
know how
get
we
back in
can.
control, flat plane? How we gonna get back in
Can I answer that?
control? No, flat
I
plane.
could
I want
answer
it.
that, bro.
Oh,
I'm here.
all
Go
right.
ahead.
Bro, how
Go
many?
ahead.
Listen, bro. How long are we gonna keep asking you? How do we do that? How do we do that? Oh, so or are we gonna sit back together or
I'm
and
not asking
deciding, yo,
how.
listen, bro, because we know what we gotta do, bro. We know what we gotta do. So why can't we just all share like the solution instead of asking the brother that don't really know what's going on and what to do. The some of us that know what to do, we could put all our mind together and enlighten them
I know what to
instead
do.
of
It's
making
the
them
black power
more
that's at hand.
confused.
Look,
With these black
Man,
I'm gonna tell
and
you.
black gang. I was in the black gang for like 38 years, which means I was playing the black for 38 years. It's the we should have been done divorce that motherfucker.
Look,
It's
I'm gonna
we
tell
that
you.
ain't so we need to get about the gang of the organized and not stop being. There's an organization of black that we need to change that shit up and start listening to these voices.
I'm gonna tell you what you need to do, or what black people need to do. All it
We not black.
takes, well, whatever you want to call us, whatever word, I ain't gonna get into that.
There you
Whatever
go.
we are in this country, somebody needs to come up with a Google or a Facebook. See, Mark Zuckerberg and the creators of Google, they got so much, like the country depends on those two things so much to
That's a
where if
problem.
they say, yo, look, you know what? We want this. The government's going to have to listen to Google a little bit because it's like so many people in America are dependent on it. So who's going to be the native black, whatever you want to call it? It's going to take one person with an idea like that creates something that America's so dependent on that they're going to have to bend the knee to them to that degree.
Shit, it probably
That's a
was.
more realistic.
It probably was our idea anyway.
They're going to need somebody to make something.
You see,
And
the
you're black,
problem
you're out of
is,
law.
while we talking, listen, the problem
Hold on, he
is
was.
while we talking about the solution, right?
Let me just
While we
say one
talking about
thing.
what we
If
gotta do
these
to,
black people got
Hold on,
together
Raul.
out of law
huh?
because they're black. Black
I was
America.
about to
Hey,
say,
hey, to keep it a buck, this the count. Hey, to keep it a buck, we the council right now. We the started this shit. Like we
Oh
at the
yeah.
table right now. This the
Oh
round
yeah.
table right here.
Oh
Go ahead
yeah.
though.
what I wanna say though,
Out of law.
I hope you
If
got,
you're
I hope
black,
we
you're
know
out of
that.
law. You're 5/10 human. You can't even be doing it in black. So what my guy is saying, if we got our own Facebook, they can legally come take it because we ain't did the paperwork to say that we're the odd.
With your black
Hey,
ass.
hey,
I'm
hey,
not saying that it necessarily has to be a
that's
social
what, that's
net. It
why
has to
I
be
wanna say, hey,
no.
hold up,
What I'm
hold
saying
up,
is
hold up.
you
That's why
have
I
to
wanna say.
create something that America needs, and the only way they can get it is through you. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be a
No,
Facebook or
Hold
a
up.
Google.
That's what. Hold on. That's what I
our
was about to
grandparents. Our
say. That's what I was
grandparents
about to
created
say. I hope.
everything
Hold up.
ever
Can
in
I
the
say one
world.
thing?
My fault, bro.
Can I
Our
say one thing?
grandparents created everything in the world, and they did not have themselves in their proper paperwork, whatever my guy talking about and the Moors be talking about. And then they got it took from them.
Can I
So
say
we
one
have to
thing?
do some type. I digress. My fault.
What what I was about to say. is that I hope we know that while we're talking about what we gotta do to come to get our shit back, and they're literally studying what we're saying to raise the bar. So the real solution is on the ground. It's not online. It's not on nothing. It's on the ground. Is us me is us like literally do the work on the ground.
You don't think it first start manifesting in the brain what you're doing right here, brother? The spirit
Say
you
that
raise.
again.
You don't think what you? I mean, I understand what you're saying on the ground, but wherever you go, you're gonna have to
Hey,
talk the gospels of what we talking about.
here's the interesting thing. It's not on the ground
One
anymore.
more thing too.
Oh,
And get everybody out the black spirit. Get everybody out the we need to ask the white man for this. Now we need to sign some contracts and do that. You don't think
okay.
like a YouTube or like talking is a good spiritual way to manifest this into true footwork? What we're doing right now?
Facts. That's
It
facts,
Okay,
is a
so
brother.
good way,
look,
but you gotta
check it
you gotta
out. I'm
it,
I'm gonna
it is a
say
good way, but you
that.
gotta talk the right way.
Oh, I knew that
Meaning
was gonna happen. That's why I wanted to
that
cut it.
meaning that what I want to say, it is talking is the right way, but you gotta do it the right way.
Okay, so
Meaning that
look, I'm gonna make a.
Where you
hold on,
from?
let me finish, let me just
I
finish my
know, but
statement.
I
Meaning
was
that
after him, and now
this
I didn't even get.
Raul, let
Eh.
him speak,
It's
man.
all good. It's
Raul, where
all
you from,
good.
man?
It's all
all right,
good.
my bad,
Where
guys,
you
bro.
from, Raul?
Hey,
Where you from, Raul?
huh?
Where you from?
Haiti, bro. Haiti.
You there now? You there now?
You say that again?
I said, are
Nah,
you there now?
no.
Where you,
I'm not there now.
were you in Florida?
Right? Nah, New York.
Oh, okay.
Look, I'm saying this, yo. We gotta get to the 21st century and realize we in the future. These old tactics ain't working. It's not on the ground no more. It's all internet. You look at the music industry, you don't that whole selling CDs out the back of your car on the ground, that don't work no more. You get a SoundCloud, you get an Instagram, you do this. It's all cyber right now. So it's like we gotta adapt to what the times we living in. Everything is
But now
internet
you
now.
talking two different type of organizations.
Yeah,
He's talking
like
about raising the people. He ain't talking about working for the system. He's talking about raising the
no.
people.
What
He's talking
I'm
about
saying is
sign this piece of paper.
this is
And
a
you're talking
tool.
about
No, listen, we don't use swords and camels and stuff to get around anymore. We've adapted. We using cards. So if you got a tool called the internet, that's the new tool. That you don't use the old
why as
machinery
black
no
people
more.
are
You
acting alike,
adapt
bro?
to the new
Why are
technology.
we last?
You
Why
adapt
are
to
we
the new
last?
technology because we don't
Why is it taking
adapt.
us as
The
black
reason why
50
we last, we don't. The reason why we last is because we don't adapt. We
We
still want
no
to
Yes, sir.
live in the
I'm
no. It's because
18th
we
I'm done
adapt.
century.
with you,
No
bro.
no no
I'm done
no
with you,
We
no
though. But we
no
got
gotta
no no
understand.
Okay,
no.
that's
I'm
your
done with you,
opinion
but we
now.
gotta
Asking
understand.
everybody else.
we gotta
Let me
adapt.
say
Hey,
let me
y'all,
say
let
one thing.
everybody talk
Let me
one at
say
a
let
time.
me say
Let everybody talk one at a time.
let,
He was built. No, everybody answer that question one at a time. Like, why do y'all think us as black people for 50 years ain't advanced? I'll call back.
what I wanted to say, bro, is that he I'm down with what the brother is saying, but we gotta understand the media is a medium. It's something that's between something. So that's what they're using against us. So if we're gonna
Can
use
y'all
that
hear
to come
him?
together, we gotta use it the right way. That's all
Damn,
I wanna say.
you dropped some facts on that one. I thought, hey, it is a medium.
It is a medium.
Mm-hmm.
It's a medium.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we just gotta use the tools that are available to us. I
And
mean,
the
we using
tools
the
is
internet right
It
now.
paperwork.
is available to us,
Black,
bro.
the
But what
black
I'm
leaders
saying, they're
never
using
teach
it
us or
against us.
inundated. They never teach us the paperwork. And
Paperwork is a
everybody come
part
up.
of the tools.
No, it
Paperwork is
is
a
the tool.
tool.
Everybody
It is.
over here
It
is
is
It's
a
a
screwed.
it's
tool.
a it's a main part.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a got
it's a
it's
major.
vital.
Yeah.
It's fucking vital.
Is it like water? Is it like
Yeah.
water to black people? Like we need
Yeah,
it
I mean the paperwork is definitely a part of the equation.
financially.
I mean,
You naturally turn tax free. Like wait, shit. Naturally, just turn into this motherfucker. That like what the fuck? I digress, bro.
the paperwork, man. Hey, when y'all talking paperwork, I'll be feeling like it mean a totally different thing in the content. It's like when one of my homies get locked up, it's like, yo, you ain't got paperwork on me.
Hey, no,
Hey,
that's some real.
hey,
Hey, that's
hey,
real shit. But
hey,
I was gonna
hey.
say this. I was
Yeah,
gonna
Go
say
ahead,
he
bro.
this too,
talk
though.
Go
about
ahead.
the paper. You ain't
Y'all
got
know that,
paperwork on me.
y'all know that law is created through unrebutted affidavits too, bro. If some shit
Yeah,
go unrebutted, bro, that becomes the law right
yeah.
there.
Everybody said they not a
All right.
snitch, but they got that paperwork. It'll be like,
So
yo.
so is the paperwork a want or a need? Is the paperwork truly a want or a need?
A need,
It's a
goddamn it.
need.
No, it ain't. Hold your
In order,
breath.
in
Hold
order,
your
hey,
breath.
In
You
in
need air.
in
You
order,
don't need it.
in
Okay.
order to, in order to drive a car, you need the car, right? In order
gotta
to
get that
drive, you need the
paperwork.
car, right?
That's
But
want.
do you know you
Huh?
could get a car
Huh?
without the paperwork? If I have a car right
Get
now,
a
I can
house, you
use
gotta
it.
get that paperwork.
I didn't
That's a
say
want.
that. I didn't say that. I said to drive, you need a car, right?
That's a want.
To drive, what are you gonna do? Walk to
That's a
drive
want.
And he is
to,
correct about
bro. Listen,
it's like the
To,
grocery
hey,
store.
hold on, no. If you gonna drive, you need a car. You don't, you
But
don't
that
want
ain't
a
no
car. You
need. That's
need
what
one.
you can walk, bro. You can
No,
walk. You can
to
ride a bike.
drive. No. I didn't. No, I said to drive. I said to
But that's
drive.
still a
We're
want.
driving. No,
I may
we're
want.
driving. It's
That's
not a
what one.
want. We are doing.
That's still a want.
Oh my god.
It's not a
driving
need.
a
Oh,
while,
so
you actually
do
driving
you
a while,
need your
and
land or do you want your land? Do you
that's your
need
guy,
your
right?
Yeah, I
hold on,
need
Huey?
land.
Hold on. Oh, huh?
It's your
What?
God
Yeah, I
given
need
Do you
land.
on this earth.
okay then? How you gonna get it?
You know
How
how
you
to
gonna get
ride.
it? Hold on, Huey.
If I
Hold
know how
on,
to
Huey.
And
Hold
that's
on,
the
Huey.
conversation,
Hold
though.
listen,
on,
man,
Huey.
That's the
How do you
conversation.
let me
So
need
you
hold
need
on,
land.
Huey? How do you need how you gonna get your land that you need?
what you mean I'm gonna do? My land is underneath my feet.
Hold on, Huey. Hold on, Huey. Hold on, Huey.
You asked
I'm
me a
talking.
question. Can I answer?
I didn't ask you a question. I was telling you to
You
hold
did.
on so I can speak.
That was the question.
No, I'm not talking to you. I was talking to my boy who said we don't need it. And I'm asking him. He said he need the land, and I asked him how
Hey,
is he
you
gonna
changed it
get
from
it.
car to land, though. I was just trying to say that a car isn't a need, and you're right about land. Land is the need,
No,
and
a
you hit
car.
him with
Hey,
that.
no, but
Oh, you know what I'm
a car is.
saying?
Listen. Well, the reason I said a car because you need a car when you want to drive. Want to drive is a
I didn't
want.
say that. His question, see, his
Yo,
question
bro,
was need and
you
want,
can't,
and I'm
bro, you
agreeing
can't,
with you
yo,
on
bro,
the
you
land,
can't
brother.
even do that, bro.
I'm agreeing with you on the
That's
land.
really silly.
But my part, but to answer his question though, you
That's what I'm
need
saying.
the law to
I'm just
protect the land. Because if y'all came to my land and beat
right,
me up, I hope the law is there to protect me.
bro. You
So you
childish,
need the
bro.
law.
Why you doing that shit, bro? That's
Yo, who
childish,
is that?
bro. That shit childish. And the only reason I was bringing up the car because if you want to drive, you need a car. That's the need. Yeah, you want to
Nah,
drive,
you
but
say you
But look
want to
what you
drive.
said, bro. Look
You
what you
said
said
you
first.
want
okay.
to
You
Oh,
drive.
want to
what do you
drive.
need? What do you need? You
But
want
look
your
what you said
land,
But he
first,
was
though.
talking about needs and wants.
bro?
He was
No,
talking about
y'all.
needs and wants.
Okay,
You
yeah.
don't
Okay,
need the law.
y'all not getting it. Y'all not getting it, bro. Y'all not getting it. I
We
said
getting it,
listen.
bro. We
Stop,
getting it, but
Raul.
I'm trying to tell
This
you,
question,
Stop,
I'm
brother.
Raul.
getting it,
This
but it's
Look, I
question is
still,
said,
otherwise.
listen.
I'm getting it,
This is
but
what
it's
I
This
still.
question.
said. This is what I said. This is what I said. I said you want to drive.
That's why I say it's
What do
silly.
you need when you hold on, bro? No, you silly, bro, because I'm asking
No,
you when you
I'm not
want to do
saying
something,
you,
you
bro.
need
I said
something.
what
Listen, when
you
you want,
said. I didn't say you silly.
when you want to do something, you always gonna need
And you
something.
just can't admit you're wrong, bro. You're wrong on this one, bro.
Every time you want something, you're gonna need something. Every time you want, just like you want your land, you need something to get that
No,
motherfucker.
I
Every time you want something, bro, you don't get it, bro. I don't think y'all understand, bro. When you want
I
something,
mean,
you're
you're in
gonna
need,
need
bro.
something. You can't
Water
get
is a
around
need,
that.
bro.
Why do
Water
y'all
is a
use?
need, bro.
I
Food
did.
is
Can
a
I
I
ask y'all a question?
okay.
shelter is a
Water is
Hey,
a
need.
need. Water
hey,
is a
hey,
need. Water is a
I'm
need.
agreeing,
It
bro.
is.
Me and him is
But when you
I'm agreeing with him. I'm agreeing with him.
hey, Turk,
It ain't
hey,
nothing bad or
Turk,
right though, bro. I ain't trying to,
hey, Turk. Can I ask you something, Turk?
what up, bro?
Hey, why do
it's
y'all
more
use
of an
all
urge,
these?
more of a
Hey,
will.
them.
So
I ain't hear nothing. I ain't hear you, bro. What
I
you
just
say?
want to ask a question. Can I ask one question?
Hell yeah.
All right, Turk. Turk, I'm talking to Turk. Anyone
What's
else
up?
can answer after Turk, but I want Turk to answer this question. All
What's
right,
up?
all right. Why do y'all utilize all of these terminology and all of these things that you're saying, and you still want understanding? You still don't even know the fact of standing under something when you go to court. So you still
Yes, I
going
do.
to. So
I
why you
understand.
still utilizing
I
understanding?
got that.
Hold on, let me just ask this. Why are you still trying to give us understanding instead of overstanding? Why are you trying to make me
I'm
stand
not.
under this paper?
I'm
Listen,
not.
you,
But you're saying
can I
something
just
that's
say something?
my bad.
Listen,
My bad.
you trying to make me stand under this paperwork instead of letting me stand on top of this paperwork. Because I'm telling you that the paperwork not even worth the weight of my a pinky toe. I can stand on top of that shit. I can rip it up. I can cut it up. I can burn it. Fuck they motherfucking paperwork. That's what I'm saying. That go from money to goddamn they contract that they did that I didn't agree to when I came through this earth, that make that a null and void contract because you made me sign something with my imprint of my foot that I did not agree to. So that is a faulty contract. When you dealing with contract law, the things that y'all are talking about, contract law.
Okay, I got that. I got that, Huey. I got that. I got. Okay, so tell me this. How, so you don't use money?
Listen, we
No,
utilize it.
no, no, no,
I'm
no, no,
answering.
no, 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 no. Hold on, Huey. Cause this no, you gotta understand. Cause
Question.
you asked
Just
me a
answer
question,
the
bro.
question. I
No,
answer
but you
question.
asked. All right, my bad,
You
my
ain't
bad.
answer it. You gonna
All right,
tell me no? I can't answer it.
because I just wanted a yes or
All
no.
right. Well, answer me a question. How you gonna ask me a question and then tell me no when I try to answer it? I didn't
Cause
even fucking answer it.
because you didn't ask me a yes or no
I mean, it's a
question.
common sense question though.
You
Like,
didn't.
yeah,
You didn't.
Can I
No,
answer the
you
we
question?
all
you
use
didn't.
money.
Well, can I answer
It's
your
not a yes
question?
or
Yes or
no.
no?
It's not a
Nah,
yes or
you,
no.
my bad, bro. But you didn't ask me a yes or no question. That's why I used the question to use my answer. My bad, bro.
I know, but you asked me a question, and then when I tried to answer it, you said no. I can't
Cause
answer it.
I was just gonna tell you to just say yes or no, and you was finna break some shit down, and I just wanted you to say
No,
yes
I
or
was
no.
just saying we utilize it because motherfucker, you want to utilize and accept it. That's the only reason why I gotta utilize it. Now, me personally, do I go out every day and go do a 9 to 5 and none of that shit? No. Sometimes I pay my bill with my social security number when they'll let it go through. If not, I go out here and get it because I know I can get whatever the fuck I want. And I go get it. Don't no money do shit. I go get it because I got to. When I get the money, I say
Huey,
shit, I might have to go pay a
You
bill.
answered it.
So I
Huey,
got
you answered it.
So
Hey,
listen,
you
you
use
answered it. You answered
paperwork.
it. You answered
yeah,
it.
So you
Hold
use
on,
paperwork. You
Huey,
use
listen, because
paperwork.
I
hold
utilize it.
on. It's
Listen,
on me.
because
It's on me.
I
Hey, Huey,
paperwork.
it's on me. Hold on. It's on me. It's on me. You said stand on the fucking paperwork,
Right.
but huh? But
Yeah,
you
I said it
say
right.
you use but you use money regardless if it's your social security card or if it's your motherfucking me paper money. It's still the same fucking paper. So you can, bro.
But
Come
I
on with
know
all
how to
that, bro. Like,
utilize it.
But
Listen,
he
but listen, what I'm
So
telling
you
you is
use
bro,
I
you
don't
gotta
have
know
to
how
paperwork.
to. You gotta know.
I don't
You
have to
the thing
paperwork.
is, you gotta
I
know
don't
how
have
to
to listen what I'm
utilize the
telling you.
paperwork.
All I'm
You
telling you
gotta
is
know
this.
how to
Look,
utilize the paperwork.
look, look.
So you use
Right.
paperwork.
Yo,
I
bro, he
agree.
break it
That's
down
why I
to you
say I
Faithfully.
why
try
he
to tell
use it.
y'all the whole time.
Huey, look, Huey.
Because I
I
said I
understand what you're saying because what you doing, that's the end goal. We wanna be of the land, and
That's
we
what we
the only. Then
need. Not wanna be. We
Hold
need
on,
that, bro.
Raul. That's the end goal. But in order to get there, we gotta use this system and break it the fuck down. And we only
and
gonna
that's what
do
I'm
it.
trying to do, my G. I
I,
agree. I agree with you.
and the
Now
only way
can I
we go
break it
and the
down?
only way we
The
gonna
only
do
way
that.
that you can The only way that you can break the system down, because this is what we're talking about, is to chop the fucking head off, not to chop the toe off, not to chop the knee off, not to chop the arm off. You got to kill a motherfucker with the head, and then you're not even killing him because he'll never be dead. He gonna
So
still transfer
so
because
what's
on
the
currency,
head? What's the
listen,
head? What's the
the
head? What are you
money,
what
the
man?
money,
Okay.
and listen, this is why,
Okay,
and
okay,
this is why.
okay.
Let me show you why. Just let me show you why. All
I'm
right.
with you.
All right, the money is the head. Even every money, all the money right now that you know it got a what on it? A head, a face of a head on it, right? The
Understood.
quarters, the pennies, the nickels, the dimes, the goddamn dollars, whatever you want. They got what? A face of what? A head on it. All right,
Right.
all right. That's a gem. That's one for me, right?
No, there ain't no fucking gym, but you got that. You
God
got that.
damn,
You got
that wasn't
that.
no gem.
I fucks with you. You got that, bro. You got
Come
that. You
on,
got
man. Don't do me like that now.
you got
Don't do
that.
me
You
like that
got
because I'm
that.
with
You
you with the
got that.
paperwork. I'm
You
trying to
got that.
break
You
down the
got that.
paperwork, bro.
You got that.
Yeah, don't do me like that, bro, because that was a gem. Don't do me like that.
Yeah. I'm fucking
Yeah,
with
don't
you.
do that. Okay, nigga, that's the head. I'm showing you why that's
One
the
of my
head.
problems, man, I gotta call that out though.
Hold
Everybody
on.
trying to take something and turn it into they shit, man. Just say the paperwork work, nigga. God damn, man.
What you mean the
Digress, man.
paper?
Shit.
You said that ain't how paperwork?
Right, y'all,
What?
that's what you're trying to do. You know that there's more shit work. Now it's coming out. You hate the Moors and you a fucking Moor, nigga. Islam, nigga.
No,
You
I'm not no
motherfucking fake
more,
ass.
bro. Okay, let me
Yeah,
say this.
you use
I
your
agree.
paperwork.
I agree.
Fake ass
I agree.
nigga.
I
You
agree. Is that good
paperwork,
for you
fake
then?
ass.
Is that
You
good for
urine
you?
hogging.
Hey, look, since you gonna make me a
Islam,
more,
nigga.
I'm gonna tell you, listen.
Yeah,
I
fake
said
ass
I agree.
nigga.
Listen, hey, root words. Root words. Can I say this, right? Look, I am more than a more. Ask me what I'm not, other than trying to figure out what I am. See, that's the difference between you. You trying
Islam,
you
nigga.
listen, I am more than everything. So I was more than everything. I was a more. I was a
Man,
Christian.
go to your teacher,
I
nigga.
was black. I
Who
was
taught you
white.
how to do
I
that
was
shit, nigga?
everything in my
Who
eyesight,
taught you
bro.
how to do that shit, nigga? Islam, nigga.
Listen,
Who taught you how to do that shit, nigga? You ain't just learn, nigga. You had to get a teacher or inspiration, nigga.
who?
Ooh.
Who?
Everybody in the world
No,
got an inspiration.
Hey,
you know who
Yui.
was my
Okay, you.
inspiration? You know who was my inspiration?
Hey, Yui.
Who?
Me, because I'll always look within.
I know.
I
I
always
know. Islam, nigga.
listen, listen.
Islam, nigga.
Inside of me, and I inspired myself to be greater than me. I wanted to be the best that I could be, not the best that anyone else wanted me to be. I always wanted to do me. Period.
That's
That's just me.
myself all master. That's
Hey,
myself.
Yui.
That's just
That's
me.
Me
I
too,
self
bro.
law
Me too,
master.
Huey. Me
That's
too,
just
Hey,
me,
Huey.
That's
bro.
I self law master. That's inner sanity.
You trying to give me an
That's
idol
inner
though?
sanity.
hey,
You
Yui. Can
have
you
an
hear me?
idol when I told you that I am, and you tried to say that's some bullshit. I
No,
had to have.
self law.
You trying to give
I
somebody
self
else credit
law.
for it?
I inspired me, so
No,
you
I'm
can't say
saying
that,
that
bro.
you ain't come up
You somebody else inspired you,
with
bro.
paperwork. No, the
Somebody
Moors teach paperwork. I don't teach it. And y'all use it.
that's you. You teach
Islam, nigga.
paperwork down.
Islam, nigga.
Man, paperwork don't come from the Moors,
I
bro.
make
Niggas just do
paperwork.
that shit without that shit, bro. We don't even
I
need to
make
be
Well,
a Moor in
paperwork.
order to do the
who
paperwork,
else
man. What are you talking about?
who else
I
teach
make
it except for some
paperwork.
Hey,
Jamaicans?
Yui, man. Hey, Yui.
I make paperwork.
Okay, the Jamaicans teach it. At least you say
Gotta
you get it
ask
from the
the
Jamaicans. Say you get it
God
from the
teach.
Jamaicans.
Gotta ask the right command.
Then.
So
A lot
right
of Jamaicans teach
command.
this shit.
Right command.
There it
Everybody to
is.
make a right.
Why ain't you saying it? Why ain't you saying it? See,
How much?
you couldn't even say that you learned it. You could not even say. I told you where you got it
What
from.
you say?
I told you
What
where
you
you
say?
got it from.
What you say? What you say?
I told you where
Where
you
you
got
learn?
it from. You don't
You
know
talking
where
all
you got
that?
it from.
Let me
You
learn
didn't even learn
your
it.
language. Y'all,
You
listen,
didn't learn
I
it.
heard
You
all
speak my
y'all
language.
here.
You speaking
I just
French,
heard all
bro.
that.
You're speaking French, bro. If you slow down, I
Hey,
can
listen,
understand it.
I'm speaking
Slow down, hey
me.
man, you
I'm
speaking
speaking
French, bro.
me. Hey,
Oh
listen,
man, Haitian
let me.
is French, bro. Quit
This nigga
tripping.
said,
You
right?
just want to be like an
Hey,
American
listen, y'all.
black man. You just
Watch
mad
this.
because
This
you're
how
more.
Hey, Yui. I wanna
argue.
build
Yeah,
with you on free.
mom.
Now he just said
Thank
I'm
you, man.
speaking French. What did I just say then? Since I was
Yeah,
speaking so much
mom.
French.
Hey man, Haitian is
Hey,
French, man.
hey, listen.
It's the
Doing all the
same thing
talking,
as
but
French,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you what I said
Slow
though.
down, man.
You doing all that
Bonjour.
talking, but you won't let me speak.
Bonjour.
Hey, Yui. Where you
What do
from?
bonjour mean? Say it in your language.
He
Yo,
did all
Yui.
that
That's
talking.
shame
He did
that
all that. He
you
didn't
who
even
you
let me
are,
speak.
bro.
Where you
You
from,
are
man?
ashamed who you are.
Yo,
You
Man,
Yui.
are
everybody
ashamed
want to
who
be on the
you are.
winning team instead for their own team.
Yeah,
He
you,
gonna make
man.
me be without.
Be proud of who you
I
are,
just
bro.
told
You
you
can't
that
be
before.
beat.
That was
You are a
everything else, and
beautiful
I didn't even
Jamaican, man.
accept that,
You are
bro.
a
You
beautiful Jamaican.
accept the fact
You
that a
are
more.
a beautiful Jamaican. You are
Listen,
a beautiful Jamaican, bro. Let me talk for a second. Be proud of
yeah.
who you are, and y'all have a strong culture, bro. I love it.
How you gonna tell that
How you
man
Absolutely
gonna
who
tell me?
he is?
is my
How you
nigga.
gonna tell me where I'm from? Hey,
How
listen.
you gonna
How you
tell
gonna
that
tell me
man
where
who
I'm
he
from?
is, man?
The first
That's a
tell me where I'm
Crazy.
from.
history, man.
That's
His
He
name.
crazy,
just
man.
told me who he was.
Hey,
He
listen,
just
y'all.
told me
Check
who
this
he
out.
was.
Listen, let me tell y'all.
He just
Let me
told me
tell
who he
y'all.
was. Shit,
Hey man, god damn, go ahead, root words, because you just
I
want to
think
make this an argument thing. I see it, bro. I'm not trying
no,
to
I
argue,
want to
bro.
make sure you know you are more,
You
or you
can't
can
tell
speak
me
that
who I
beautiful
am, bro.
Jamaican talk, nigga.
You can't
That's what
tell
I'm
me
saying.
who I am.
You are more, or you speak
Tell
that
me who I
beautiful
am, root
Jamaican
word.
talk. There you
Root
Damn.
go.
word. You know me, bro.
Yeah, y'all.
What if
That's
I
the truth.
care?
I'll fall back. I'll fall back.
God
I'll
damn,
fall
you don't
back.
even know
Yo,
me,
bro.
bro.
So
You don't tell me who I am,
I
bro.
bet you,
I
Yui.
respect how you feel.
I
I
bet you.
respect how you feel, but you just can't make me be what you want me to be, bro.
I know you are who the fuck you is, nigga. You a motherfucking
So
Jamaican. Be proud of it, nigga.
I'm
Well,
not
who
no
are you?
Jamaican. How you know?
Well, who
Hey,
are
listen.
you?
Hey, listen, root word. Let me say this, root word. Let me say this, root word. Let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick, root word. I'm the only one in my lineage that speak this tongue, right? Guess where I'm from? I ain't none of my people from no island, bro. But when I look up my
I know. I
heritage, Yeah.
Everybody
Listen,
beautiful. The more the only one teach that we all the truth. I know that it ain't from the island, but it's still beautiful.
thank you,
Still
bro.
beautiful.
Thank you. You like it, right? So why you trying to stop me? Why you
I'm
trying
a
to
Moor.
make it
I
seem
like
like a
everybody.
negative
I'm a
thing?
Moor. I like everybody.
But why you
All we
trying to
was
make
talking
it?
about is paperwork, and I was
But
just
why you
fronting. I
arguing?
was just
Why
fronting
we
on the
gotta
Moor's paperwork.
argue to
That's
the
all I
fact
was doing.
this
Fronting
bill, bro?
on the Moor's
Then
paperwork.
we
That's all,
trying to
bro.
build.
I was,
Listen,
and then I
goddamn.
built and said my Jamaican Jamrock brothers
Oh
be speaking that
man,
knowledge
God,
too. So
man, can
I
I
am
just
building. So I
argue, bro?
am
You
building. I am
argue, bro? You
I am building with my Islam.
know, damn, boy. Islam,
Yo, Yui, I want to build
Islam,
with
Islam,
you
Mm.
on
brother.
free energy, bro.
Islam, Hotep, God, word is bond, peace, enlighten. MSA, down. Fuck it.
Every, everything.
Yui,
Yes, sir, man.
yeah,
The
I
way
want to
you
build with you on
split
free
that,
energy, bro.
the way you split that, the way you split that paperwork is beautiful, bro. I love that. That's that talk.
You heard me, Yui?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now I say I want to build with you on free energy.
That's cool. Let's go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead.
oh, y'all
Talk
just
about it.
Yeah,
so okay.
I got a little project I got going on. I'm trying to build a little generator.
Oh yeah, shit. I'm with you. Need to get with damn One World. He the electric man, but I just deal with natural free energy because I know that you the generator, you the operator. Anything that you building, you are electric. This what I was just realizing, y'all. How y'all feel about this? Can I pose a question to everybody real quick?
You
Because I
better
was
hurry
thinking.
up.
Hmm.
All right, cool. This a good question, y'all. What y'all think about shape symbols, right? And everything that we dealing with is a shape, even letters, numbers, and the card forms into a shape.
The
Everything
living.
form out of frequency, right? Frequency is energy that forms, all right, and everything forms off the frequency and the way that you can push out these tones and these frequencies, and it turns into colors and everything by the way that you make the words combine. This is why the power and was with the creator. Why the word was the power, because you got to think that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where the magic is what you can create that free energy connection between everything that you are. Once you are everything, but you got to realize that you are the highest king. Ain't nobody about higher than you. You the only thing higher than you. Ain't no paperwork heavier than me. Ain't no paperwork.
So Huey,
Yeah.
what is the most powerful thing that we have as human beings? What is the most powerful thing we
Control
have?
of our mind.
There
Control
you
of our
go.
mind, and that's the
As long
reason why they want.
as long as we know that, fuck, we could take over. We come on, man, we can do this shit. It ain't
Yes,
like
but listen, I
as long
agree.
as we know.
Hey Turk, hey Turk, that's including. Long as we know that, right? Ain't no paperwork that can overthrow that. That's what you got to know. That that's the
This
most
the
power in the know.
That's
Now
real
this
talk
the
listen.
right here.
thing. This the
Now
thing. That's what
listen.
this the thing. You saying that, but with me and me using my mind, I know that I gotta do this. I gotta do this the right way. Like the way you want to do it is you're speaking about the end goal. We have to use this paperwork to get out of this paperwork.
That's your way of thinking at it. That's your right, and I'm not gonna argue that
Exactly.
right now.
Oh, there you
I'm not
go.
gonna argue that. That's
There
for
you
your world.
go. There
That's
you
not for mine.
go.
That's not for my world.
Understood. Gotcha.
That's
There,
not
now
for my world.
that's it right there. That's
But
it.
the,
That's not for
but
my
what
world.
I want,
And,
I'm
and that's how the
one thing,
mind
but brother,
and that's
hey
how
your
the
Turk,
mind work. That's how the
hey your
mind
Turk,
work right there.
hey
That's
your
how it
right.
Turk,
So
work.
then
hey
don't
That's
your
how
start
it
Turk.
try to
work.
stop my shine. Listen, don't try to stop my shine
No,
to
no,
throw
no,
a bullet.
y'all, no, y'all, no, y'all, no, bro. I started talking about the paperwork and y'all jumped on me earlier.
But hey
No,
your
no,
Turk,
no, because all I'm
but
saying
one
is,
thing is,
Yes.
listen,
Turk,
I didn't
listen
jump
though,
on
one thing
nobody.
you
Y'all,
gotta
I came in
Yes,
understand,
y'all
bro.
did.
flat
No,
plane.
y'all both. No,
Yes,
bro.
I
Y'all
came
jumped
in to
on
try
me.
to back him up. I just tried to
Yeah,
back the
I
brother up.
know. I exactly because y'all was going against what I was saying.
Yeah,
No,
but
because
can I
it
say?
don't no paperwork. I
I want to
still
say
say that.
I was
Still
going
against
against
that.
it. I was going against it. Can I say why though? Because of what you said about you. You said for him, you said that's the end goal, right? But you gotta understand for you is the same thing too. That's the end goal for you, and even for the universe, that's the end goal. If you say
Right,
if you that work if you're going according to the universe, you gotta
I know what it
understand it's that
takes.
time.
I know what it
right.
takes.
But you're
I
not
know what it
listen, my G. Let me
takes.
say it, bro. You asked me. Let me say this, Turk, because I'm trying to build with you, my G. You said that's the end goal. I agree. I'm trying to get to that end goal so much that I'm already walking in it. All the boycotting that I was telling everybody to do with the money,
Mm,
I'm doing it. I done did it. I'm doing it myself. It's harder for me to do it by myself when everybody else is still operating the regular way.
That
Cause
because
that's real talk.
exactly that's why you're doing it by yourself.
just real quick, man.
That's
Let me
why you're
say
doing
this.
it by yourself.
Listen, because don't nobody else know. If the people in the stores where I be going at with these
Because our most
promissory notes,
powerful thing is our mind, bro. And we
I
gotta
know,
respect.
but
You gotta
listen,
respect the next
uh,
man's mind, bro. You gotta
I am
respect that.
listen, but
And
you're
let
not
the
respecting
information you
mine.
know and the
You're not
information you know, you
respecting
just got
mine
to
though.
respect
You're not
I
people
am.
respecting
already
mine.
I'm just not expect.
don't know.
I'm just not
Listen,
respecting your
let me show you how you're not respecting my mind, right? And I'm respecting yours, right? Or you might think that I'm not, but I am because I accepted the paperwork that you said. But you got to show me that this paperwork is worth more than my currency for me to accept it. This is how we got to think in our head as people trying to get away from the system. Because without that money, you still can eat. You just don't know how. I do. Without
That's
that
real
money,
talk.
without listen, let me just say this. Without that money, you can still get up and walk around without no money being in your pocket. But you don't know how. I do.
All right,
Listen,
listen,
without
bro. Listen,
That's enough for it. We need to
hold on, bro. You talking about that, bro? First of all, I don't have a yard. I don't have land. I
why
don't have
not?
because I don't. That's just where I'm at right now in my life.
Okay,
We're in a
then.
different
See,
path,
that's the
bro.
difference between
Different
me and
paths.
you. Guess what? Guess what my land.
Exactly.
Guess
I
what my
got
land
that.
is at. Guess what my
I
land
got
is at
that.
that can't nobody take away from me unless I give them up to them, no matter where I'm at. I want you to answer that.
Your real estate.
That's dealing with paperwork though too, for real though, because you
Your
understand the two
No,
sides.
okay, no, without no
you said
That's
paperwork,
gangster. I like how you
no
said that though.
paperwork,
That was gangster.
right? Without no paperwork. Listen,
what you
let me explain what I'm telling y'all. Without no paperwork, the only way that I can't have the land that I encompass, right, is if a nigga kill me. And you know why I say that? You know why I say that?
they gonna
The
bury
land.
your
You are the
ass.
land.
Right.
They
You
No,
gonna
are the
not no
land.
bury your
bar of
ass.
land. Listen what
You a
I'm telling you.
seed.
You know why?
They gonna
Y'all know
bury
why?
you.
Because y'all can answer the question right. You
Hey,
know the
let me
land that
why.
can't nobody take. Listen, the
The
land that
land
can't
under your
nobody.
feet.
Yes, the land under your feet. No matter where I'm walking, that land belongs to me at this point in time. That as I'm walking through this, as
Hey,
I'm walking from my house, I don't care. This
that's not even an
That's
art.
nowhere
Like
near true. And that's nowhere near
that's not
true.
even. You can't
why
plant
not?
nothing when you walk. What you mean you
Because
What
can't?
what
there's
You
you
got
somebody
mean?
that
like
already owns
you
certain
can't
land.
like
Hey,
come
no,
on
you
now.
don't. Listen, let me tell you.
How you gonna
If I
eat?
And
plant
How
there's
you gonna
people
something,
that
eat? How you
occupy
gonna
other
eat?
land.
bro,
How you
listen.
gonna
If
eat?
I plant something in a place, right, it gonna take time to grow. So I could plant something, leave, keep walking, plant some more shit. Walk all the way around College Park right now with a bag of seeds and all these woods that is at, right? I could walk in back in these woods. Can't nobody stop me from walking and going back in these woods and planting seeds back here. I can go right now and go
No,
buy
see,
me a whole bunch.
you can, but you're not doing that. That's not
Listen,
even realistic, bro. That's not
why?
realistic.
It
It
is
because
realistic. That is
it's
realistic. That's
okay.
actuality and difference between reality. Reality, you say that I can't do it, but who gonna stop me
No,
from
I
doing
didn't
it?
say you can't do it. I didn't say you can't do it.
Nah,
I
that's
didn't
like
say
if
you
you
can't
planted
do
your
it.
plants, I couldn't come behind you in the land
And
that you got and plant my plants because you already there. Just because I say, oh well, I occupy this land
You
right
yeah,
here.
can. I can't stop
I
you.
fucking
Who
I
I
eat
can't
it.
stop you
You
I
from
eat
doing
it
it.
can,
before
you
you make it
can.
back.
I
It's
can't stop
I
not
you
eat
no
it
from
before
doing
you make it
or
back.
another
it.
trespass
I
where
cannot
you
stop you from
trespass.
doing it.
Trespass stuff, man.
Listen,
You can't
only
trespass.
way that I can stop you from doing it is
There's
by force.
enough land for everybody. That's what it's
No.
saying.
Thank
So
you.
somebody already
Thank
has.
you.
But I feel what you're saying though. I feel what you're saying.
Because
It's
look,
not.
I'm not planting this seed. Y'all think that I'm planting this tree here for me. I'm planting this tree here for everybody. Because this tree gonna
But
grow and it's gonna
you
start
gotta eat though.
for everybody. I'm planting these seeds for everybody. See, I'm not selfish. So the universe is gonna protect me. Because that's the type of
Hold on,
mentality
Huey.
that
Huey, but you gotta eat tonight and tomorrow.
I'm going to
You
eat
can't
tonight.
plant no.
Guess what? If I don't
That's
have
what
a
I'm talking
dollar,
about.
hey look,
Realistic.
I realistic. Let me give you some more realistic, Turk. Let me
Let me
give you some
have
more
it. Let me
realistic
have
now.
it. Let me
You
have it.
cannot
Let me
refute
have it.
this. You can't
Let me
refute this.
have it.
Check this out.
Bring it
If you
on.
was hungry right now, listen, if you was hungry and didn't have a dollar to your name and you can't go into the store or nothing to get nothing to eat, you want me to show you how to get something to eat? You
Come
got to
on,
find,
man.
you got to go in the tree, right? Listen, you got to go in the woods, find a water source. When you go down to the water source, it's going to be some fish down there. You got to put you a string or a vine. If you don't have no money to buy one, you can use a vine off a tree and the stick off the tree that you got the vine off to make you a goddamn fishing rod. You go out there and get a line. Now, you're going to need something to attract the fish. All you got to do is dig in the ground and get you a worm and make you a hook. You can use a stick You stick that and wrap that around as a goddamn vine. The goddamn fish gonna try to bite the worm. When the fish bite the worm, you gonna feel a tug on your stick. Pull that fucking fish out the water, and that's a dish. Now you want to talk about eating? That was eating for free. That was also free energy for you to
Hold
connect to
on,
the
hold on.
universe.
See, Huey,
So,
Huey, Huey,
and let
Huey, Huey. Cause
last sentence.
yeah, I hear what
Let
you're
me
saying, but you ain't.
last
Hold on,
sentence.
hold on, cause
Come
you
on,
just
I was
bad.
just trying to
Oh,
go somewhere.
okay, go ahead, go ahead, go
Last
ahead,
thing.
go ahead, go ahead.
One more
My
thing.
bad, my
So
bad, bro.
when you finish that, damn, you made me finish my goddamn rhyme. I was
My
on my
bad,
rhyme.
bro. My bad.
So I be rhyming when I rhyme the design come out because I tell you I see words and I start forming shit for the future for everybody. So
But
all
I
this
do
shit that we
agree
talking
with
about
Huey
is
though.
Well,
Give
let
me
me go. Well,
in
let
real
me
life,
go.
right
It's,
in the
it's
real
on me.
my part to
Well,
30
look,
seconds.
right now. Like
this what I'm
Seconds.
saying. This what I'm
listen,
Huey,
saying,
check
P
this
is
out.
Huey.
talking some
All you gotta
basic
do
fundamentals.
is almost
Huey, P
certain
is
shit.
talking. My fault, Huey. He is talking some
Listen,
basic fundamentals.
all you
A lot
gotta
of us
do
in
is
here like
believe.
But it's not
fundamentals.
basic no more.
Listen,
That
let me
that
say
shit
one
is
more
not
thing.
basic. We
That's
don't live
basic.
in
All
a
you gotta do is believe.
we don't live in a
Listen,
basic we don't live in a basic world no
All
believe,
of
more
us
man.
society.
Hey, listen, bro.
Because you don't choose to.
facts because we don't choose.
You believe in the
Bro,
unseen
I
I
already.
got
agree.
kids, bro. I got kids. What you think I'm gonna have these motherfuckers out here with no lights in the house, no motherfucking gas in the
You
It's
car?
could
lights
You
create
think
a
man?
generator.
I don't even have a fucking lake around here, no river or
You could
nothing,
create a
It's
generator.
lights outside.
bro. I'm in a
It's lights
desert,
outside.
bro. I live in a
It's
desert,
lights outside. It's
bro.
lights outside. Hey,
I'm gonna
look.
sleep
With
outside.
the
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
desert.
about
sleep
light.
outside. I'm gonna sleep
I don't know about
outside.
light and electric.
Bro,
I know
Listen,
about food.
a
You can do
home has to
food.
be built, bro. Like
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know
saying,
about me having a
like
girl out here
like
in the woods, my
you
nigga.
talking I like what you talking, bro. But you just in your head, bro, and I'm not in your head. And you know what I'm saying? And
exactly. You're damn sure
yeah,
right about that.
that what I'm saying, bro. And like it's not
But
like
you
that,
really
You
bro.
can't
heard my
agree with
But
Huey
I
though
feel
that
you
you
if
heard,
though.
we,
I fucks
you
but
with
you
you,
really
understand.
Huey.
can't agree with Huey. You really can't agree with Huey that we have to more start getting to the basics of doing our own food. That's a great basic is to our own food. However, if it's
Yeah.
even anything,
No, I get that. Yeah, and I'm just saying that I'm not in position. I'm not in position. I'm not in
But
position.
but you could learn though.
Listen, the majority of the fucking America is not in fucking position.
We could learn. That's why we
it
gotta
might
have
be
Bro, okay,
time.
scary
I
in
can
that.
learn, but it take time and it's a process.
Hey,
This
But
is
you
not gonna
fighting it.
happen tomorrow.
You
That's
It's
looking
all
for
I'm
great.
more eccentric
saying.
I
ways
mean,
to be part of the system.
Let me tell you something,
Bro,
y'all.
no.
Let me,
I am the most positive person you gonna meet. I'm
hey,
the most
listen, Turk. Hey, Turk, you're right. It's not gonna happen tomorrow. Guess when it's gonna happen? Today. It's gonna happen right now, right now. Only if you willing to take the step. If you take one step towards me, right?
bro.
Because you like to deal with it.
I'm not
Hold on,
even built. I'm not even built like that to do
You
that
got a whole
today.
lot of excuses, man.
Bro, cause I'm being real. I'm not finna sit
Yeah,
here and
you're
play
not.
this
Hey,
game
you
with
making a lot
y'all.
of
I'm
excuses,
not finna
bro.
play no
You
game that
making
I'm not
excuses.
ready to play.
Every time I gave
Why
you
would
a
I
solution,
sign up? Why
listen,
would I
every
sign
time
up for
I gave
something
you an
that I'm not
excuse,
ready
you gave me
for?
an excuse,
Well,
bro.
you really signed that paperwork.
I'm ready for
Every
that,
time I gave him
motherfucker.
another solution, he gave me a fucking excuse, bro.
Because you're
I
giving
gave
me
him a
your
solution to get him a
solutions.
dish.
You're giving me okay.
Listen,
I can do that later. I can do that in the time in the
you can
future.
do it today.
Okay,
You don't have
bro.
to wait.
Bro, I
Why you
gotta go to.
waiting to hold yourself back? You giving them all the
But
power.
look,
They told you to wait. That's a signal
listen.
that they
I am
sending out to
not
every.
you. I
Listen,
am not you, Huey. I don't
I
think like
know you're not,
you.
man. I'm sorry.
Exactly. So
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
you
bro.
can't do
I'm
that,
sorry,
brother.
bro.
Like I say, I feel
I'm
what you're
sorry. My bad.
saying.
You're right.
I feel you,
You're
bro.
right.
And
You're right.
you
You're
know
right.
I
I'm
fucks with
sorry,
you,
bro.
bro.
I'm
You know I
sorry, bro.
fucks with
I'm
you,
sorry,
dog.
bro. You're right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to everybody, bro, who not me,
But
bro,
I've
and I
never
think
heard
the
a
way I
kid.
think,
Listen,
bro.
check
You
this
know
I've
out,
what?
never
I'm
Huey.
heard a
sorry,
kid
bro.
not
Check
say
this out, Huey.
I
Check this
helped
out,
build a
Huey.
plant outside of
The
want to
shit.
go
Trust
fishing.
me. The
So
shit you
us
talking
as
about,
so-called
Huey.
black men, so us as so-called black men should have some type of coalition together where we could fish, man. That's an embarrassing on my part. I don't know about y'all. I
Yeah.
feel what you're
That's what I'm
saying.
saying, bro. I
That's what
just
we
told the
need,
man how to
Huey.
fish, man.
Hey, Huey, we need shit like that set up while we're doing this process.
I'm
We
trying
need
to,
those.
bro, but I can't set it up if y'all
Yeah,
gonna
you
argue with it,
can,
bro.
bro. No. See what I'm saying? We have to agree. Like, first of all, you have to agree with us to work with this paperwork, so we can agree with you to work on them.
No,
Man, come on, hey,
I don't
flat
want to
plane,
do
go on with all
paperwork
that funny shit, bro. I ain't with that funny shit, bro. I'm
because
for
I
real,
Man,
bro.
can't
This
do
some real,
paperwork.
bro. My people on the line, bro. Okay, you can't do paperwork. That mean we can't join together. We can't fight this war together, bro. Because we're
Why
not
we
on the
can't?
same. We're not on the same
I'm
page.
fighting with you though
Hey,
without the paperwork,
UNC.
my G. You can't tell me I
Okay,
can't
oh,
fight with
okay,
All
you.
of us
okay,
got this
okay, okay,
contract.
okay,
All of us
So
got
okay.
you
this
telling me if
contract.
they come to the neighborhood? So you telling me
What
if they come
you
to our
said,
neighborhood? Let me tell you this. Let me say
you
this.
just said,
If
you
if they
just
try to
said,
come force martial law,
you
if
said
they
the
try to
contract
force
is
martial law in my community, if they try to force martial law in my community, right? And you telling me that I'm standing out here without no paperwork and I'm out here fighting with these folks, you not gonna fight with me, bro?
Nah, we forced to fight then, bro. That's what I'm saying. Y'all coming up with these fucking fucked up
Yeah, but you
examples,
just
bro.
said that we
Now
got
let's just say we all have different paths to get to where we want to go.
Yeah.
you
Understood.
said we got
Right,
this
right,
contract
right,
and it was
right,
a
right.
non-void. You said we in a contract that's non-void, so we came into this world in a fake ass contract. So you have to get out of it. So it's dealing with paperwork, bro.
Right. You have to get out of it,
You
man. Like we
have
can't
to at
just
least get
we
out of
can't
it.
we can't
Okay, we
the
all
only
have different paths of getting out
hey,
of it.
hey, the only way we gonna get I ain't even heard your path. The
Nah,
only way
that's
we
just
get
real
out of here.
selfish. That's just real selfish that a person really can't admit that you need some type of paperwork and then you
Right,
agreeing with this. That's
like
like
flat
I mean,
plane.
you can't make
Flat
me
plane.
admit to
You know
something,
what
man. I
my
mean,
Flat plane. Hey,
before that
flat
was?
plane. Hold on,
Can I tell
Huey.
you
Hold on,
how
Huey. Hold on, Huey. Hold on, Huey. Hold on, Huey. Flat plane. No disrespect, bro. Man, I'm looking at your picture, bro, and you too old for that, bro.
no, that man is
man,
what?
no, I'm too old to fall for that bullshit over
I
and over
deal
and
with it
over
on
again.
a
If you gonna believe in that paperwork, you might as well still believe in Santa Claus. You might as well believe
Hey,
the
can
Easter Bunny
Bro,
lay
come
eggs.
on now. What is it?
and he a good
What are these examples y'all coming